Hello, welcome everyone.
Again, don't fall for it just yet. Fnatic will run that clock low, but this is a minute, and that's a fantastic paranoia. And there's the flash. You look at it, Ethan called him out. It's a whiff of a start.
So mar rahe bhai.
Back into it. 3 big kills, and it's a massacre. Are you starting with an ace? No. Boaster. Excuse me? Boaster, you're on 20 HP, bro. What are you doing? This is madness.
Let's go Fnatic. By Fnatic side mein.
On that side of the door. Boaster's options. Well, I guess you can open it again.
I'm going to try and slow things down here, but huge advantage from Marder in the pistol round. Just has to hold on to this position now.
Has he added just enough doubt for Marder yet? Boaster taking this pause for thought, trying to imply he could be going elsewhere, he could be anywhere else. And I like that Marder's fallen away from this, playing safe, allowing Boaster just enough space. But the smoke's good, the pre-fire's there. That was a nice little headshot. Nice try, but can we just talk about Som there? Like, quietly getting 4?
Went absolutely huge. Again, Ethan a little sloppy
on
the smoke, but Som on the cleanup is absolutely huge here.
Just a team player. Look, don't worry, they'll be facing me. You swing, get 3. Oh, but already pressure for Marder there, and that's a tick in the box for me, right? That's a good start. That's got to feel nice for them. And for Som as well. Big impact early on.
Absolutely.
Into the unknown.
Yeah. Purchase here actually including everybody finding a weapon, a judge in hand for Som. Marder's going to pick up a deep angle here. But the body's on the other side of this.
I like that the flash was broken by someone else, so Marder gets played in on this slightly deeper line. So Kayak going to be punished on this, and there's no early or easy beginnings here. You're looking at Alpha just with that Sheriff. Could maybe do something, but again, Marder, I like this line. Again, he's willing to brawl on this, willing to stick his life on the line for it, and a missed shot there. We will be, I guess, checking back in on Alpha's form too, right? Took a couple days off. Ethan just soaking in the farm. NRG, lovely start here. Because look, this is not just a big stage like we were talking about before, Mike. This is the arena quality.
Yeah, exactly. And all the things we're talking about, it would be such a huge positive for NRG to get a couple of these players online feeling comfortable in these early rounds, particularly here on Ascent as well. Well, I think it is key that, you know, they're going to take some space away and really apply that, I mean, the pressure in terms of the mid-round, forcing Fnatic to make decisions, or even forcing them to adapt. Maybe play a little later into that unknown of the late round.
And there's a switch up here already, seeing Marder over towards short. Maybe looking to punish that late rotation through middle, as we've been seeing. Bit of a switch up of the setup as well. So Scuba positioned over towards B, all towards that side. Now it is a bonus for NRG. Fnatic needs to get a bit of a grip on this game.
But actually pretty well invested from NRG. I was talking about everybody throwing something in the previous poster.
Nice shot.
Clearance here on Zamada.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Okay.
A little isolated, does have support, but already walled off. So Kayak clears the route forward. This bonus going exactly how Fnatic would have wanted, right? They've dealt with 2 of the initial players. I mean, there's still a bit of a threat on B, but Scuba's got to do some serious stuff here.
Yeah, I mean, the stuff as well. If Ethan gets locked out on the Stinger, as Fnatic now set their sights towards Scuba. Connection there onto Alpha.
No way.
Unfortunate not to find a kill.
But also the paranoia goes wide. Scuba's played in on this, not by much, but there's a window of chance, and they swing, but they line up. There was an opportunity there. Good damage done still. Look at Alpha's HP. Kayak a little wounded, but it's Ethan and Som to try and bridge that gap. It would be wild if they get back into this site.
Absolutely. Som just
Stage marega.
look to try and do some further damage here. We'll find Kayak.
He's expecting that swing again.
Are you
They
kidding me?
shepherded this. And they've seen him. They've absolutely seen Kron, but this guy is ice cold. He knows that Som would have wanted a bit of that, so Kron gonna backpedal away slightly further. Good damage done. That should pretty much seal this round, secure it. 3 surviving for Fnatic if they can make it out. You're looking at Alpha here. Going to be smoked through, and there it is. Boaster allowing the exit away from the site. Fnatic make it out with 3.
And a real chance for NRG to do some massive financial damage here, but able to escape with 3 weapons here. Boaster looking dialed in today. It looked like a nice clearance from the other angle here. Like I said, at the point at which Ethan's kind of locked out of this, it makes it really difficult for NRG to really contest ahead of this site hit, but again with the Bulldog in back sight.
This is a big purchase. Odin out for Brock, which I mean he's been notorious on, and the operator for Marder. This is a big investment, and I wonder how aware Fnatic are that this is going to be a go-to look for them.
Might have a TP sent up towards
Har baar
commit to that. Apply some pressure here.
Aldrin should have seen it, I imagine. Marder got to be locked in on this, got to be dialed in. Alpha is now watching this angle, and you can see the damage that could be done in a second. Has to fall away.
Watchparty
Still fine, I guess, with the operator on 8 HP, but it's not the start they would have wanted. Mid one out by Fnatic.
Issue being, I was going to say, Boaster looked as if he was about to progress towards A main. Som has firm control over that area right now. Fnatic will regroup. Over towards mid. Trade out of the spike here. Return to A main.
Hello.
And Ethan will be tested here, actually. Finds Kayak ahead of contact.
Fnatic for the win, let's go!
Maybe just had a little glance down.
And
Kayak is a pretty big scalp to claim.
By Fnatic for the win,
bhai. This feels like NRG have prepped in this regard. Get them on deep lines here, but it takes patience.
मेरा
Award
थोड़ा
for
दिमाग
Marder.
open हो जाएगा, मैं नहीं देख रहा कि-
Beginning, now look at how hard it is to fall to these sites.
I think they're gonna try and wrap A here, I think.
It looks like that, the way they're trailing up towards that
एनर्जी
CT
का
side,
माड़ा जो
but
है ना बंदा
again, that's 3
भाई
players you're coming up
बहुत
against, and you
बहुत
still
गंदा
don't
खेल
have
रहा
that
है
full impact on that A main.
गलत वे में
Really
Som
considered. Smart work. This is just
अरे सोम फिर भी अब थोड़ा सा है
Just gonna tuck into spawn here and hold on to what they've got. Fnatic a little rattled here by this exchange in the mid round that completely stops them in their tracks. They don't have any tangibles to work upon.
But I feel like this is such a simplistic but great
They're
answer
saving.
from NRG, and I want to see Fnatic adapt.
Boaster
There's nothing new about,
Boaster
okay,
main
we're,
खड़ा था, पता
they're
है?
slow defaulting on us,
Aggressive
they're working
आएंगे
the
तो
map pretty
देखूंगा
late,
मैं.
cool.
Nice.
Let's take a claim on the extremities. Let's take that map space, right? Deep lines with the operator, Som, lovely presence towards A main, and just try and not feed down middle, right? They've done this. So set the tone back here. There's what Ethan saw. Wasn't much.
Well, actually, it gets onto the other angle
Nasty.
to find the
मैं
spot.
आरोजी ने स्पॉन्सर
But
करा
that's
कुछ
the
भी
crucial
मारते
kill
भाई.
here. That's, like I said, the spike's been traded off. They're actually setting up ahead of a site here. And the one, how many times have we talked about
Ethan तो
one
वही है
kill
ना, Evil
changing
Genius में भी था
the
Ethan.
entirety
easy
of
वाला.
Fnatic's game plan?
Ooh, a little bit more committed from Marder this time, but smoked off. Fast pressure, B main. First time we're seeing this, a little bit of a tempo shift towards at least challenging earlier on B main, and this time obviously Marder not there. Nice shock dart though.
Chronicle
Okay.
retrieve the orb here. First time you've seen a commitment of 3 actually outside B for NRG.
But I like this reclear from Brock. Well timed, but I don't think it's going to get the check under the box. Did he see it? Massive
Big
work from
punish.
Kron. That's lovely, cerebral
तो
play
तू
from
आगे
him.
कैसे है?
Tucked in the corner,
Lucky,
waiting for that
lucky,
replay.
lucky.
This is the checklist that you
अरे
want
तो
to
आगे
go
कैसे है?
through after they lose a few rounds to these extremities.
ओ भाई मुझे 2x पकड़ना पड़ रहा है.
Chronicle will hold on to the spaces. Actually, Fnatic make massive moves up mid.
मैं screen share कर रहा हूँ.
Read that. So Brock now gets
हाँ,
pulled
करना.
into line. How do they want to face it? Falls away from that first contact towards switch, playing deeper towards backside. TP gets considered, but actually cancelled. Still,
दो
solid
बंदे
steady
साइड
march
पे.
from Fnatic.
भाई ये
here.
Brock की
Brock
Odin.
is a problem
खत्म.
to clear. Mouse one held
Bro,
down. It's
Brock
just
की
deleted
Odin
Alpha.
messy
Big
है.
player out of this round,
Nah,
quickly
okay.
dealt with by Kayak.
बोला ना खत्म.
Kayak ने मारा.
Poster with the backstab here. Actually gets Ethan.
Actually they can rotate to A.
Does open up a side, but Som is still there.
But it's only got a
Som
judge.
main निकल
I
जाएगा
mean, I
क्या?
say that.
Well,
If they go through
if
heaven.
they drop through heaven here.
अंडर जाएगा ये.
My
Nah,
God,
nah,
they
judge
don't
है.
think Som's gonna be here. They heard that TP earlier. He might have paid him like
Bro.
a fiddle. 14 seconds. Spikes down.
What?
Som
गया.
अरे
on duty.
भाई Som.
From him. And that's all he's got to do. Round 1. Perfect play from Som.
It's a roll of the dice from Fnatic. Again, I hate to
Bro,
come back
ye
to the
kya
same
tha?
thing. They're on their feet
As they should
already.
be.
But it's these situations where Fnatic will drift into a
Aye,
huge
aye.
question mark on the
Yaar,
map.
nasty.
And again, if you spread wide in this default, you have information across it, like you noted.
Bhai
There was a
sahab.
TP earlier on. They know it wasn't committed to.
That's so sick.
It's just such a gamble, and it's
That's
something.
so
Boaster
sick.
it's
नाचेगा
something
भाई.
we've seen
These guys are
Fnatic
standing.
absolutely
Walking.
fumble repeatedly this
Boaster
year.
नाचेगा.
We were waiting for
Boaster
someone to
देके
exploit
नाचेगा.
it. We were waiting for the team. Question marking, could it be with this IGL?
टाइम आउट लिया
भाई साहब. भाई फन होने वाला है ये गेम भाई. फीलिंग आ रही है हैवी.
पिक किसका है
क्या? ये
यार,
एसेंट
pick
इसका फनाटिक का. अगला अबिस उसका है, क्या बोलते हैं? एनर्जी का.
अबिस
हाँ अबिस.
एनर्जी का अबिस मैप देखा था ना
नहीं. क्रेजी खेलते हैं क्या?
प्लीज देखियो भाई कुत्ता बनाते हैं कुत्ता
Let's see,
कुत्ता.
let's see. मजा आएगा. It's crazy ना. भाई कुछ भी मारता है भाई. लौंडा कुछ भी मारता है.
How do
मैं कह रहा हूँ ब्रोक के ओडिन सोम ईथन ये तीनों हो गए. दूसरी साइड क्रॉनिकल्स कायाक.
they're looking for these solo kills?
And Kron's on the
ओए
off.
गया.
Oh,
Oh
You
गया.
can't play silly games like that. Peeking through the
Odin
smoke
पे आ गया,
is
bro.
rewarded, but Brock trying to maybe levy that. Bit of damage from Cat. Does he catch the creep up? I don't think they've seen the
अरे
player.
टैग करता ना वो
Suppose
स्पैम
so.
मारता भाई
There's a lot
उधर
of players
क्रेजी
close
वाला.
by here. And I think Marta just put on notice a little. Kron absolutely outdoing him in that.
He's going to get caught by the drone here.
वो डैमेज पड़ता है उधर.
Defensive,
ओ
and the spam out is perfect.
Ethan in an arena, man, just gets more and more dangerous, but a slow lean towards A, right? Slow work from that spike coming on over. But they got
Okay.
Stingers, Guardians,
Okay.
a much weaker purchase.
नहीं, नहीं,
ओके
Okay.
दिल कमिटे
The Guardian of the A side, Som, still got the paranoia, still got
भाई
the
not
judge.
again, not
40
again.
seconds, a little earlier than normal.
ब्रोक और वो है ओडिन प्लस जज भाई खा जाएंगे.
Looking for a little bit of chip damage in
Okay.
here. Ball will go up, but it's removed immediately.
गया,
The jump
सोम
post is
गया.
blind, though.
That's huge from Boaster. Aren't going to be in now. No easy upgrades. Maybe you could pick. I mean, it's a judge, so it's still not ideal.
वॉल थी, थैंक गॉड वॉल थी.
Boaster trying to hold on to
Up again.
control here, but Ethan's found Alpha on the way in.
Ooh,
Actually, commitment of the
Wait.
ult here.
they get out of
अरे
it.
नहीं बचा.
Boaster looking to shut them out as well. And
Oh,
Boaster
oh.
again! Ridiculous! Both IGLs having to do so much here. Ethan and Brock on one side, Kron and Kayak on the other. Operator still in play for Kron. That's the back line. Darts here, Spike's starting to tick though. They've got to make a
Nice.
move. And Kron digging
Nice,
deep.
nice.
Starting this round and may just end it.
Oh, Kayak,
gonna claim the
nice.
last kill. But Fnatic having to
Nice.
dig deep there.
Absolutely. But a huge positive to come out of the timeout here and immediately see that response. Again, again the game plan here for NRG is
Yeah.
to concede this space.
क्या कर रहा है? भाई कुछ
Really, really awkward for NRG actually. It's
Kuch bhi
Fnatic
मार.
committing the null command in a
Rajya को
situation
करना
that's
ठीक है.
a little unorthodox, but maybe just to quell any sort of rush with lesser weapons and for him to get overwhelmed in that situation.
Broke back to
We'll
Odin.
find their second.
Ooh,
Chronicles.
close.
Spam!
Yeah. Chronicles still on
Almost.
the operator as well.
I'd love to talk about that at some point. We see
Okay.
that kind of filtered through so many people's hands here. Marta on the adjustment too, playing off of Cat rather than middle. And look how deep NRG are sitting on this. Maybe reclearing mid now, but
Jet.
Marta might just get face checked here. Fnatic slowly getting closer. And there it is.
Oi.
Big shot from Alpha. Better follow up
Bro.
from Kron. Mid cleared. First challenges found. The site's now vulnerable.
And Som still hopping about with the judge over towards A here. Kayak going to spot out another player here, but we'll take
Okay.
it away.
Okay.
It's still really on Som though, isn't it? The paranoia goes in. You're
So
not going
much
to gap
fun.
close
Let's
that.
go,
That felt a little
Fnatic.
too far. And now the site's very open. There's the reaction from Fnatic, right? They found out their solution. And I guess it's digging deeper as well towards middle, willing to challenge this out. A couple of, I don't want to say missed shots from Marta, but outdone.
They'll
No,
save,
but
they'll
it's
save,
the
they'll
isolation
save.
that's key, right? It's
They'll save
like I
this
said,
round.
Fnatic usually are looking to receive any sort of aggression on their attacking default. Here they are proactively clearing Marta in a couple of rounds now. I guess in terms of the bigger picture, right? Talking about Marta coming online early, but
Cooled off a little bit.
yeah, now if Fnatic are able to continually isolate him, could be a concern to note.
But this,
Actually, just out, sorry to
Please, no.
butt in there.
W,
Kai obviously using his ultimate here,
Calamari,
but Fnatic
ऐसा है।
looking very healthy in terms of this ult cycle. Will be a
So
little
sexy
ahead
खेल रहे हैं
of
भाई,
NRG in that
दोनों ही
regard,
टीम
and the
बहुत
funds
बहुत
now
प्यारा खेल
starting
रही है।
to dwindle a little bit.
let's see if they can keep all of this.
Arre.
Nice from Scuba. Getting hold of one. Here the spike going off behind. Rashi's considering the hunt. He's had a quiet beginning.
अरे
Stay
नहीं
quiet.
यार,
Nice from
गन
Scuba.
डाउन
Really
नहीं।
nice. So fought for his weapon there.
We'll give Scuba the ult as well, actually.
Yeah,
On the back of that, the
That's
only
big.
one that's going to be available here. Marta one away from the knives.
हमारी क्या लगता है
I'm
कौन
almost wanting a
जीतेगा?
timeout back from NRG. It feels like this first step's been made by
Hands
Fnatic.
down for Fnatic,
Is how they
bro.
want to
Hands
unravel
down for
middle.
Fnatic.
And it's worked, right? We've had a couple of rounds now. I think credit to Kron on some of this. Also Boaster on that kind of half fire as well.
I mean, the issue being as well, if someone's going to commit towards the judge, well, it has done for a couple of rounds
Yeah.
now, if he can
NRGW then PRX नहीं 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 Fnatic for the win baby, Fnatic for the win, ठीक है? What's this? पिस्टल 4 और 5 का ना घुस ढूंढे के ऊपर रह।
और भैया क्या कर रहा
Fnatic for the win baby.
to Chronicle sticking on the off.
हो? ओहो, वॉच पार्टी।
Yes.
लैपटॉप में गेम ऐसे रन करके छोड़ने पे भी हिट मार रहा। कब से चला रखा है वैलोरेंट?
There are certain elements of anti that you can put in place versus
I don't know.
Fnatic, but they're so good at switching things up historically that it's not something you can just come in with a
one trick.
one trick that will suit you for an entirety of a half.
It might get you 2-3 rounds.
Yeah.
Which is kind of where we're at right now. So this is now the test back, but this round, again, you're looking at the buy here. Chronicle hyper aware. Obviously, the most they're coming up against is a couple of light shields.
Yeah.
So the Outlaw should be just fine. Beyond that, on the other side of things, as said, those two remaining weapons. Scuba still has the ult and a couple of Sheriffs to round it out. But for Fnatic, it's Na'Vi-esque rounds, right? Slow, steady. You don't want to fall into a trap, which we know that NRG would happily run here. So, utility noted. Crashy showing utility noted. Crashy showing a bit of presence.
Got to deal with the wall as well here. Probably draw eyes from NRG. See on the other side, it's Boaster and Alpha to look for potentially a counter swing.
That's a horrible outline I see on short as well.
Yes.
This.
Yeah.
Vile. Alpha. Ooh. This is sketchy.
Oh,
And
nah.
Broad's got his first target. And that was the spike too.
Bro.
That's the problem here. But there needs to be some help. Counter paranoias from both sides.
Guy,
What is that? NRG! Bring down the
Nah,
vice in middle,
save the
just
op, save the
crunching this
op.
out. And now it's just protect the spike. They can't get near it. Marta's trying to fire up as well.
They'll
It's
push, they'll
Kron.
push, they'll push, they know.
He wants to keep
Oh,
that secure
okay.
away. Smart work from him. Precious cargo there. And if he can get back to the Outlaw, he will. But NRG.
NT.
Lovely, lovely look.
इधर मैं
Yeah,
बोल दूं भी यार।
the spike is noted at 27 seconds. And it goes down as the forward player. Like I said, it's Alpha and Boaster.
भाई अगर
So
ऑफ लग जाते ना उनके हाथ
paranoia
पे
to slow
खा
down
जाते भाई।
any further aggression.
अभी
And
भी ले लेंगे
nobody's
वो।
in on B side, by the way. It was 3 players towards market. So NRG are immediately in position to capitalize on this. And that's the sort of game plan that's going to really, really test Fnatic here in the first half.
And look how fragile their money was. They can fashion together a weird purchase, but it's a frenzy with Boaster. At least a Vandal with Alpha, but that's about it. So a
I
quick
mean, what, you
swing
get
around.
flawless in your eco round for
Yeah.
NRG, so it's just such a huge boost.
First time we're seeing it this direct though, right? And Crash is taking a boatload of damage on the way from the shock darts on site. Ethan towards Market, Marder on CT, and Brock playing towards stairs. Fnatic being held in the choke. They can't really break in yet.
The reads are on point from
Look at
NRG
Som
right now.
up in middle as well. Love this. Tuck towards top mid. He's going to hear these rotations. So this is a big call coming out here if he can hear this. Again, arena stage, little different. So you got to look at the other side of the map now. Scuba needs to be locked in. He is catching Booster. This is perfect work again. NRG, I can't credit enough how well they're approaching this.
Absolutely.
Are you kidding me?
Man.
भाई क्या
This
corner
is
पे
just a
मारा उसने?
checkmate again. Crashy's got to be so careful. Som's got his number on the other side.
Of course, it's Som on the other side of this as well.
Yep.
Fnatic, now 40 seconds left on the clock. Try and recover something, but you've noted it already. Going to be in a position to hear this rotation.
And
See,
there
already
it is.
Alpha's made good progress, but not on
30
site
seconds
just
left.
yet.
And there's
They know
still a
they're
cross
rotating.
being watched as well. Scuba, yes, a little bit deeper now, but again, safe-ish pair of hands, 20 seconds. You've heard the rotations, and now he's been noted. Scuba does well to find the kill, and now they know the cross is coming in. It can be caught and
No, no, no,
punished.
no. They stacked it, they stacked it. They stacked it.
NRG fully in control
Possible ही
here.
नहीं है,
Fnatic being
possible.
herded around the map like sheep. Brock could try and stand, but
भाई
NRG,
स्कूबा ने जो होल्ड किया है भाई
perfection. Love this.
फ्री से होल्ड किया है
They
पूरा
need
पूरा
to find a way to punish
चार निकाला,
this
अच्छा निकाला।
proactivity from NRG. 6-3 scoreline now. In another round where Alpha's had his res for 2 or 3 rounds now.
भाई देखियो
If they want to actively go for an
स्कूबा ने
engagement
क्या
here to
मारा
try
है
and
उसके भाई
swing the pendulum back in
NRG
their
on
favor,
Fnatic on top baby
it has to come here in round 10.
Fnatic on top
I can't stress it enough, though, for Fnatic. This is their map choice. This,
I mean, it's looking very one-dimensional again from Fnatic.
Yes.
We credit the mid-rounds, but again, in terms of, it's the attacking side, damage control, it's,
Yep.
it's
पता है
not
हमारी
enough for me so
नेक्स्ट
far.
वाला मैप जो होगा
again,
ना
the protocol
वो
list
एनर्जी
here
का है
from
अभी वो
NRG,
देखने
I
लायक
love.
होगा
I can't say it enough. You're already looking towards that A side.
I'm
You've got
already
Som on a bit
counting
of
on
deeper
Fnatic,
line.
bro.
Still
Fnatic
keeps
was a win.
paranoia in case he gets in trouble, but
any day any
on this.
day
Now, can Fnatic punish it?
Yeah, still just, even at this point,
Arre.
so many question marks. Kayak now dealt with in mid. Marta immediately able to disengage. A chance for the res here. Come fairly early on in the
Yes.
round.
There's
The
the Hunter's
Hunter's Fury
Fury.
here
Oh,
to counter.
no.
Brock was ready for this one. Did
Okay.
get, I think, a tag on
Oh.
this. 2 tags, I'm pretty sure, and probably the spam. It's got to be a little bit worrying. They'll catch on Alpha on the way out, but we're about 45 seconds, and they haven't really broken down a
No,
door yet.
no.
You've got Marder on a deep line over
Booster
towards
को
the
clear
team.
करना पड़ेगा
Brings
Vines
up
bro
rotation,
Vines
and that
clear
is
करना
a
पड़ेगा
problem. No matter how close you get,
Omen
there
को
is still
मार
an issue. They
nice
actually
nice
stuck through.
kayak
Kayak clearing through tree and getting close towards
Arre
sight,
नहीं
but the backline is not safe.
Booster
Ethan's
गया
still here. It's a bit of a topsy-turvy round. They want the plant for something on their
देखो तो
side.
साइड देखो तो
But
और
it's holding.
नहीं
What is that? No
को भी cover
way!
नहीं।
Up and nothing, making these
Are you kidding
mistakes,
me?
and Brock is breaking their back. That's unreal.
किसने
We
की पता
don't see that
योरू ने
level of
की- योरू
error.
ने किया है।
Fnatic look
उसका
flustered,
हेवन देखना
Mike.
था
kayak ने ना
Absolutely locked out in this
under
half
heaven
now.
देख रहा था
Crashes.
ये
Last one alive, but
okay
they find a consolation at least. NRG really too
yeah,
interested in
they'll save
feeding any further into this.
Oh,
NRG will find another round here, 7-3 the scoreline, but outside of that, the bigger
Fnatic
picture,
ही जीतेगी
certainly
Fnatic
winning in
semis
terms
में
of the
आगे आती है।
mental.
Fnatic ही
Here,
जीतेगी
this
तू
opening
देख
map.
लियो।
Alpha,
अभी
3
बाकी दो
kills,
match
Kayak 5.
Legendary
on 7.
भूल
I
गया
mean,
क्या?
it's
Legendary
not
comeback
terrible.
पे।
Crashes in a 1 and 8.
Yeah, Crashes.
Usually very, very.
यही लाउड के
Efficient
साथ
here on
हुआ
the
था और
set in
यही
particular.
अब इनके साथ होने वाला है देख लेना Fnatic for the win on top
NRG, look very
Songs
comfortable
is
up on the
mad.
stage.
What a starting move from them.
Zom
Their
है, Zom,
opening
बजना
foray
ही।
into this
तो
has sent a loud
साले
message
kayak
to Fnatic.
ये सब है भाई
They are ready.
बूस्टर चल गया ना
They absolutely know
अकेला
what
देख
they're
लेगा
doing.
हमारा
हमारे
रखते
सोम
थे
और
हम।
इसको
Fnatic
भाई
really
टेंस
haven't
ना
shown much
बूस्टर
in
को ऐसे जंगा पे रखता था
versatility.
अबे
हाँ।
रहन दो
And
ये
if they
बूस्टर
can
उसके
recover
बहुत
this
पुराने
to
हो गए
potentially 4 or
नहीं
5
लाओ।
rounds, but they'll do it here with just a hero rifle for Crashies.
ये देखो वापस से
Sheriff's
ट्रिपल साइड में
elsewhere.
यार
Ethan gonna
देखो
punish Kayak once more. on
नाइस
mid.
शॉट
ठीक है,
भाई
कोई
ब्रोक
shot
ऑर्डन यार
Get
ब्रोक
around.
की ऑर्डन भाई
So Bork not noted just yet.
Nahi.
Yeah.
Oh, the timing, man. You can't get away from it. Crash is
भाई
still
बंदा
shot.
हेलो
Dude, I doubted it earlier.
क्या है
Look
ये
at it now. The Odin just filthy on the spam.
खत्म रे लाला
Now Kron
खत्म.
already considered.
भाई नहीं यार,
Yeah.
भाई
Play,
नहीं
baby.
ओए।
It's 4 kills. And it's light work for Brock. I don't think he
Mane.
saw 3 of them.
Last round before the switch.
मोने की नहीं मोने.
Certainly
Took
twisting
the
the
Odin
knife now.
and he just doesn't even
Fnatic
care.
have to freeze behind
देखियो
the
blind है क्या
trying to
है
stack
कुछ
up
नहीं
potentially on the
भाई.
back of the paranoia, but
Spammery game है spammery
there's not
game.
enough time to do that versus Raw.
Give it, Mara.
Viper हो भाई क्या.
Well, I think certainly at
Fade.
least here in the opening
Get
half of this
Viper.
series, Mada
पीछे करो ना पीछे करो ना.
बाद में
potentially a
करियो.
question mark
Team
again,
कर लूँ मैं.
numerically not
मैं रोक के
necessarily
देखूंगा.
reflected here, but looking very comfortable. Mada again
Huh?
on the run.
Okay, nice.
High
And
risk,
that's
high
the sort of thing,
reward.
definitely
Nice
feeling
try, Mada.
it to
बहुत
be
अच्छा
put in a
damage
position like that.
And why
Arre,
not? Get in their
Soon,
face, make
by
it hurt,
Soon.
remind them that they are mortal.
Nice one,
Monster
Boster.
is desperately
Boster ने
trying.
करा.
You actually can't even question him. He is trying his heart out here. But down to 3, finally Fnatic have an advantage up on 4. Breaking through on towards the B side.
Nice.
Rising
Yeah.
forward. Crashy's
कहाँ
going to
जा
take
रहा है
away
साल से
Ethan.
तो.
Now you got to look at the last 2. Scooper and Brock are locked out of this
एक
side.
round
The
दे दिया
spike
तुमको,
is
जाओ, कुछ करो.
clearing through steadily.
अभी आ जा है हाफ के बाद देखेंगे हाफ के
Chance
बाद
there is coming
देखेंगे तेरे
through
को.
here. Fnatic just going to
दे
freeze
दिया एक round
to
जाओ.
secure the kill, wait for a smoke. Cover across it. Chronicle will find the pot. Actually, Brawl on the
ले.
spam though will shut down
आपके बाद
They
तू
Crashy.
के
can't
देखेगा.
lose this. This
तो मैं
round
देख
is
लिया.
so
भाई
essential,
ये
so
goosebumps दे रहा है भाई.
critical.
कुछ भी मार रहा
Kron
है
still
भाई.
has ult. There it is. Nicely timed. I think they can get one out. That's it. So you still got Brock here. Gonna invest the ult. Why not? Maybe clear backside. Doesn't get the tag, so it implies this up close play from
Chronicles को निकालना
Kron.
पड़ेगा.
Late investment from the wall.
गया,
Lovely
गया,
from
गया.
him. And look how
उसने
disconnected
clear
you
किया और
got
main
Poster
पे ही
here.
बैठा है.
Super
नहीं,
deep
नहीं,
as
नहीं भाई,
Kayak
इसकी Odin
actually
कुछ भी कर
not
सकती है
looking so
भाई.
pretty. 10
देखियो.
HP gets cleared. No way.
क्या हो गया? Main पे अभी भी एक
Chronicle
बैठा
needs
है,
to be the
देखो.
backbone
He
here
didn't
because
spawn.
Scuba
और डेमन भाई
has
क्या
slipped
चल रहा
ahead,
है?
but he's been found.
बोला ना.
Classic.
Bro,
Investment from Chronicle
nice.
at the end there. But an 8-4
Nice.
scoreline
Good up.
should.
Good
कुछ
half.
नहीं
Good
होगा.
half.
रोते रहो.
अबे
कुछ
चल.
हार पाए.
NRG नहीं जीतने
और-
वाली. देख
अरे,
लियो.
अरे on top है ये. देखो अभी तुम.
और डेमन भाई क्या कर रही हो?
मैं कर रहा हूँ चैंपियंस.
मैं कर रहा हूँ
अबे
चैंपियन.
यार कायाक का जैसे मिस हुआ ना, कायाक को पता था कि भाई कुछ ना कुछ सोवा की ओडिन आ रही है. द मोमेंट ही भाई वो एफ हुआ ना जहाँ पे उसको आइडिया लग गया था कि भाई कुछ तो होने वाला है अभी.
Now we
Of course.
हाफ टाइम अब आएगा मजा.
भाई,
भाई ब्रोक
जीतेगी
भाई
तो
ब्रोकन है
NRG.
भाई.
और उसके बाद जीतेगी
ब्रोक- अरे!
PRX.
डोमा 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 वही है ना इसमें था VLT में.
Yes.
डोमा इज द सेम गाय ना. नाइस.
हाँ.
वो देख पीछे.
कास्टर कौन है? कास्टर कौन है?
मेरे को क्या पता.
का @ मिले. आई डेमन भाई खुश
भाई
थे फिर.
साहब.
क्या कह रहा है? अच्छा म्यूट किया आपने.
गाना चल रहा है ना
मेरे भी.
बैकग्राउंड में. अरे इधर लाउड.
देखो I guess NRG will take it from here. Fnatic can give a comeback, it's good, but NRG is like crazy.
Fnatic on top. Fnatic जीतने वाली है, लिख के दिल ले.
देखते हैं नहीं. देखो अगर यहाँ से भी जीत गई तो
यहाँ से क्या जीत गई? 8-4 ही तो नॉर्मल स्कोर है भाई. हेलो.
ना मैं फाइनल्स की बात कर रहा हूँ अभी. फाइनल्स की बात कर रहा हूँ.
वो पीछे वाले को देख, पीछे वाले को देख. वो अपनी
हाँ.
उस पे ना स्वेटशर्ट पे उसने फोन लगाया, वो खींचा और स्नैप देख, वो स्नैप बना रहा है. देख फोन में लिख रहा है गोट.
गोट ले.
अरे
स्नैपचैट पे लिख रहा है गोट.
हाँ, स्नैपचैट पे टी-शर्ट पे लगाया उसने, फोटो क्लिक किया और उसमें स्नैपचैट खोल के टेढ़ा करके वहां पे GOAT लिखा है यार हामी ने. भाई अब निकलेंगे राउंड सब देख तू.
मैं होता तो क्या करता पता है?
क्या?
टाइटन #1908 वैलो आईडी है. सर्चिंग फॉर गर्ल्स.
भाई कायाक पिट रहा है भाई. कायाक बहुत पिट रहा है.
ये वेले जहाँ दिख जाती है ना गुस्सा और आता है.
क्रॉनिकल भाई पूरा 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 टूर्नामेंट क्रॉनिकल्स निकालता है भाई
एक्चुअली भाई
बहुत
ये जो कुछ कुछ बंदे ना जैसे आसपास हो गया था भाई उसने वन साइड कैरी किया भाई
भाई क्रोनिकल्स बोस्टर सोम ठीक है
बोस्टर तो
और
बहुत बहुत
ब्रोक
मेरे को
भाई
पसंद था
ब्रोक की ओडिन भाई ब्रोक की ओडिन का सोल्यूशन ढूंढना
बोस्टर पता
पड़ेगा
है
भाई एक तो
बोस्टर
सोवा
भाई
ऊपर से
वो
प्लस ओडिन भाई एसेंट मैप पे भैंस की आंख और क्या चाहिए
वो
ब्रो
भी है और वो भी अभी तो ये किया नर्फ किया है ऐसा वो वॉल वॉल डाल दी है
हाँ
स्टिल
वरना भाई
स्टिल
पेपर थिन
कितना
मैप था
पावरफुल है
पहले
फिर फिर तो बी पे एंट्री नहीं ले पाते ये लोग
वही ना
So
लेट्स
we
गो
are certainly still looking for the next
ओ
नहीं
sort of
क्रॉनिकल्स
level
नो
for this
नो नो
composition,
नो
but
नो
NRG
देख
looking to
देख
strike while
तेरे को एक चीज दिखाता हूँ बंदे देख कितना ज्ञान फैलते हैं एवरी सिंगल गाय जो भी अभी तक राउंड्स खेले हैं दे आर ट्राइंग टू टेक मिड दे फर्स्ट
हाँ
एवरी
हाँ
सिंगल राउंड दे क्लियर मिड
एग्जैक्टली
फर्स्ट मिड क्यों जाना है मेन पे जाओ अरे भाई बैठो मिड कंट्रोल से तुम
अरे लेकिन डेवन भाई मैं बोलूँ ना तो अपना मतलब खेलना और इनके खेलना में बहुत फर्क है अभी देखो योरू बी मीन पे खड़ा दिख रहा है आपको योरू आपको दिख रहा है बी मीन पे खड़ा है वो अब तक पुश कर दिया होता वाइस के साथ मिड पे अगर अपन ऐसे नॉर्मल रैंक खेलते तो लगी रे लगी
Yeah, I was complimenting before NRG taking space on the extremities. Have to do the same for Kayak as well,
देखो
seeing a
एम
little
छोड़
bit
दिया
deeper
चीज ने
on towards that B main side. So if they carry on this pathing, look at the choke point. It's a brutal
Composition,
crossfire,
no,
but I love this reclear potentially. As long
बच के
as
रहना
NRG can stay stable here and no one reclears them, rechecks on this, it's a crunch on Kayak. Whether he lives or dies by this could define the round. And the knife goes in, Kayak
And-
does he live? He
Okay.
takes down one, that's a spike spot.
Oh,
Looking for a
nice.
fight, finds it.
Nice,
Mother
nice.
finally has to get involved.
नाइस
अरे मारा
This is still a great start
क्रोनिकल है
from him.
भाई
And now you're looking at who's tucked on the side. It's Kron. The man
अरे
gets
Bro.
beheaded, but wait, it's just wrong. Oh,
ओए होए
just broke.
yeah, my bad. I take it back already. Booster on 15. Alpha still standing. Gap being closed.
भाई
They're already
क्रैशिस ने
close
कुछ भी
towards
मारा
site.
भाई
Pause for
हाँ
thought.
होता है
Take a second. Alpha clearing through. Has a look.
ऐसे बैठा है
बोस्टन नीड्स टू
Timing
हील
here. 7
Maybe
seconds on
also
dot.
maybe
Did he get seen? I don't think so.
Does have a chance to ping here. I'm not sure if Matic is trying to buy some time.
They're
for the
waiting
heal
for the
here.
heal.
Is. They are taking so long on this. Are they waiting on this heal?
I
to
think they
come
might
back
be
through?
waiting for the heal, but there's going to be
They're
so
waiting
much
for the
time
heal.
past here.
Have they waited too long, Mike? No!
Oh,
This is
nice
so
Anelka.
Caught in indecision.
Nice.
Fnatic.
Fnatic for
I
the
think
win
Borg is
baby
expecting them to be slowly making progress
मैं
towards
तो
site
फनाटिक की
here,
जर्सी
but
मंगाने वाला था पता
by
है
the time the penny drops,
Unreal.
just a few seconds left to spare here. Again, I didn't catch when the heal was used actually in the mid-round
No.
there, but maybe just waiting on potentially the smoke come up, then thinking we've only got another 10 seconds to wait out.
But
But I
these
mean,
two.
Kayak does so well to avoid this paranoia. Again, does get wrapped through market, but
भाई
meanwhile,
क्रैशिस ने
Crashes
क्या
and
मारा था भाई वो
Monster
जंप
both,
करके
yeah, just finding kills at the right moment of the round where NRG are basically about to plant the flag.
Yeah, it's madness, right? Now, nice little
काया
up
अग्रेसिव
here.
जा रहा है
On the other side, just classics. So, expectation-wise, Fnatic could make it up to 6. And we know this, right? This team, it's a round-by-round affair. But that end, it's not completely quelled my worries.
Well, you say round by round, it's half by half. For me, again, sometimes the half-time score doesn't mean anything for Fnatic, but certainly seeing a lot of positives in terms of the preparation that NRG are displaying today here.
देख उन्होंने एक बढ़िया रखा है पता है
Alpha looking to
वाइस केयरिंग मिड एंड 3 बंदे वहां पे गए
stand
हैं
his
Sheriff
ground
too.
here.
वो
Yeah,
अग्रेसिव
he's
खड़ा है
does have crashes.
Okay.
Close proximity.
Nice
Crashes is good,
crashes.
but Marta actually caught off guard.
And I like how much they're trying to chase them down, right? They've got the pressure, they can probably get a plant
What?
from this. Nice little reveal
ओए
though.
बचा
Crashes a poster.
नहीं नहीं नहीं
Doing
नहीं नहीं
damage.
नहीं
Nice
नहीं
work.
Down A.
Farming this up. Not too
Nice.
many threats here.
नाइस
अबे
You got to know
में,
this
smoke में,
site's in a
smoke,
smoke somewhere.
Or a cove.
Yeah.
I mean,
आए हाय
That's the good both sides.
लेकर तो जाता है बूस्टर
alright. All good for standing.
Money.
Nice from Fnatic.
भाई
NRG
बेसिकली सोम वर्सेस
investing nothing into that, so not too much to worry about in that regard.
दोनों सबसे दोनों
Back to business, I guess, on the Odin. We want to see how well this
एक
applies
सेकंड लेट हुआ एक
on this side.
पता है
Certainly, yeah. I
वो
think
जेट का जो
what's
डैश
key
था ना
here is
वो
if NRG can
फ्लैश
really
के साथ
establish
अलाइन नहीं हुआ
themselves in terms
प्रॉपर्ली
of early round protocols here on the buy round to really force Fnatic
Nice.
into making decisions, not allowing them to sit back and I guess absorb some of these late round hits. And initially did see a positive with them very, very quickly on the pistol round, making that
Broke
statement
off back
towards
toward
market. Alpha looking for a spam here.
ये कौन सा skin है
They're
बे?
fast up
प्यारा
cap
लग रहा
though.
है.
He's got to be careful crossing back through. I mean,
Look at the comparison of
ये वाला
attacking
Cat
defaults
वाला.
here. He's got one player committed towards mid here
Ooh,
for
बचा.
Fnatic, at least deep in towards spawn. Chronicle maybe looking for something on the back of the wall. But baited out very early ahead of the minute mark here, so
But I was not
plenty
expecting
of options
DRX to be in top 4
for NRG.
उसमें तो
just I think
उसमें
it
मेरे को लग रहा है
PRX
PRX
well
जीतेगी
from
भाई.
Alpha.
हाँ,
So
उसमें
that's
of
gonna
course
at
PRX
least maybe
जीतेगी and
keep
नहीं,
Som at
कह
bay
नहीं
for a
सकते, देखो,
while.
situation based game होता है.
On tucked into the corner on the
Yeah,
bonus round. They've
but
got to be
chances
careful about
PRX
this
will
one.
चल रहा हूँ.
Confirmation in towards B
भाई
main,
मेरा
but they've got to know
personal take
someone's
है
near
उस पे
here.
भाई
What do they
PRX
have to? Maybe a flash to
इसमें
clear this?
Fnatic और उसमें PRX.
Maybe Ethan on that one. Maybe the knife close. Knife further away, and this plays in
Oi.
Chronicle. Great first does get found. Good trade there, nice spacing. Not going to let it go too scary and sketchy on this. Kayak going to have to sit back a little deeper, give this up. They can't
30 seconds
afford
left.
too many losses if they want to make a go at this one.
No, this will actually give Borg his ultimate as well, so
Damn.
a huge tool to potentially
Watchparty
fend off
he
Fnatic
getting,
here.
yes.
Ahead of the retake, he's going to full send it.
Yeah, but also keep in mind what Scuba's up to. If he goes for that late presence, I'm curious if he's just waiting for a flank. It's Kayak
Nice
to kick
shot.
things off though. Brock goes down, and now Marta needs to take a glance here.
Oh!
Scuba's got to
Oh,
move.
78.
Wait, Scuba? Som's got to live though. Som's got to do something. Som's back in smokes. This guy, maybe a little bit better
Come on,
equipped
Som.
though, but Scuba on that back line now
Go
makes
there.
presence known.
Let's go.
Som! Som!
He may not be the OG smoke criminal, but he's looking like he's up to the moniker.
Arre.
Slips away. Crash is still alive.
Low.
Crashies fast to this one.
Oh,
Scuba! Big flank! Big
भाई
play!
सोम ने निकाला भाई.
Looking comfortable on the big stage.
baby.
Costed an awful lot here in terms of casualties. I think here what's key is the mitigation of Kayak taking this space in main. They wait so long to set up in market to actually make sure you do it. But difference being Kayak actually has the TP in this round. The pistol he didn't. He was fully committed to that deeper position.
Player standing.
But Som doing wonders from the smoke again. But Scuba, actually, you almost think he's left it too late. Once 4 players can get
they're on
onto
site.
site, but they can't find Som.
Which is such a lovely little way to play that out. But is that a pace change? No, okay, kind of slowed down a little. Maybe the knife just hindering that quick hit they were going for. But it looks like wrecked.
राफ में बोट नहीं बनाया जा रहा है
Looking to
इसलिए
be
बोट
cleared too. This
क्या
time,
करना है बोट बना के.
on the other side of this,
W team, bhai.
Marta could be very alone if he goes through that choke.
Fnatic का
I'm
comeback
curious
is
of
real.
when NRG are going to try and prioritize towards either Boast or Alpha.
अरे होगा तो
In terms of this
देख
early
लो.
round, in terms of going through the motions and that leapfrog sort of approach. Kayak though, he's just desperate to find something in mid.
He's been starting to heat up a bit as well, though. Alpha
Nice.
gets dealt with, so he does get played in. And there it
He
is,
knew,
another
he knew.
shot.
That's a
So
headshot,
ब्रो
by
को
the way.
पता था
Now
उधर बैठा
Kayak's
होगा.
been
पता है.
absolute
Nice.
filth.
Oh, bro.
This guy is something else. 2 big kills at 45 seconds. The round might be wrapped up here. Alpha in a deeper angle. Ethan kind of
आना.
almost drawn in by the paranoia, but they're still firing. Now they still
Nice,
back in.
nice,
Boast
boss.
has had enough,
Arre.
he goes down as well. They are scrapping this
काया
out.
एक
But
को निकालो.
Kayak
काया एक को
has been the
निकालो.
start and end of these rounds.
There
He
you go, my
catches
friend.
some. None the wiser.
Main. अरे.
Oh dear. Oh dear. You don't get to miss against the king. Kayak
Nice.
is down
भाई क्या
perfectly.
मारा है.
Fnatic.
Fnatic
Getting
for
from
the
the
win. I
bench.
told you.
And they are starting to claw back in.
Certainly seeing them
देखो
start
देखो
to
देखो.
stabilize
क्या
here.
मारा
Kayak
काया
is
में भाई.
just so pixel perfect with
He
this
is.
weapon. Time and
थर्ड
time
वाला
again.
बचा वरना सारे हेडशॉट से. Single bullet kill.
The
Nice.
third round here in the second half of Fnatic. NRG going to be broke in terms of the purchase here. Will fall.
भाई crazy मार रहा है भाई. Damn, the coach of Fnatic. Damon. नहीं.
सबसे कमजोर प्लेयर कौन
भाई Fnatic is my favorite team. Since वो
Sentinels
last
on
वाला.
top.
हाँ?
Sentinels on top.
Fnatic. No doubt भाई. Fnatic बहुत प्यारी टीम है. मेरे को पर्सनली भाई बहुत पसंद है Fnatic. Fnatic अगर लिस्ट पूछो ना तो Fnatic PRX ठीक है और सेंटिनल्स का यार इस वाले सीजन में सेंटिनल्स के मैंने देखे नहीं मैप। देख इस वाले सीजन देखा ही नहीं भाई मैंने। अगले सीजन पूरा मारूंगा वॉच पार्टी। अगले सीजन तो कंफर्म कर लूंगा मैं।
फार्मर तो गया है
क्या?
नहीं मैं इन गेम भी हूं ना।
ठीक है। अबे यार तू खेल ही ले फिर।
अरे नहीं मजा आ रहा है, मैं साथ साथ में देख रहा हूँ।
कब का गुस्सा ठंडा हुआ? गुस्सा तो मैं होता ही नहीं।
आ गया भाई, दिया कराया दादाजी की मालिश।
दादाजी
कंधे में चोट लगवा रही है।
कैसे?
9-7 चल रहा है, ठीक है। अरे फिर काया
Steady
के
start.
पास
It's
आ गया।
13 to 14. It's not exactly lighting the world on fire, but I mean, did you miss last round? It's pretty solid.
Oh,
And again,
arre,
he just
arre,
lost his name up
arre.
right, apparently. How long does he stay around though? Time to back
Bro,
away.
kayak!
And
अरे
now
भाई।
Gigabyte
मार रहा है,
down
कहाँ?
with him.
नहीं हुआ तो मैं क्या करूं?
Oh, I've actually got some behind him there.
ये भाई,
Walk able to find the trade.
ये भाई।
Scuba.
यार अगर डोमा मिला तो मजा आ जाता।
crashes here he
Oh,
no
Jump scare in short. It's just Brock left to find.
हाय
Oh, stop.
There we
Damon,
go.
ब्रो मेरे को लगा नाइफ आ रहा है। नाइफ इनकमिंग।
Find anything on a
Damon,
scrappy
Damon.
purchase or a lesser purchase than Fnatic.
अगर डोमा खिलाते मजा नहीं आ जाता।
भाई डोमा भी क्रेजी
All
मारता
of
है।
that fun being had on that first half.
मारा का तो आइडिया ही नहीं था।
You gotta wake up here. It's been one round so far. Rather, obviously, similar to the first. Still, 9 to 8.
बच्चा बच्चा
Also, just
Gusta
take
नहीं
a
तो
look
क्या
at
था?
how
The
Fnatic is
first
sitting in
first
terms
half,
of this ult cycle.
टीम में तो
Bloody hell.
गुस्सा।
This is to tie it up as well.
अरे यार
अरे
भाई
नहीं कुछ नहीं
नशे
चलेगा।
करके
And
खेल रहे
NRG,
हैं।
well, Som and Scuba at least have theirs.
अच्छी
Marta's still
लीड
2
गवा दी
away.
भाई।
तुम्हारी उम्र हो गई शायद इसलिए संतुष्टि।
And another
Welcome to the stream by the way।
early challenge
God
here.
damn.
PRX actually hit very quickly on the operator.
ओह अरे नहीं।
Ethan puts him to his grave. They have to scatter crashes. Posting this from afar. And Alpha's still on
Fnatic
the
क्या दे
side.
बेबी?
Maximum damage. 2 big kills and he falls deeper.
Come on, Zom.
Drop the spike
Crashes
down
एक को
onto
टैग
short.
करे। Crashes
Gonna make
एक
NRG work for this.
Got a full 30 seconds until the next heal
टैग
is
हुआ।
here for Alpha though.
He's gonna be locked to that.
Yeah.
And the smoke, yes,
Oi,
perfect placement on that one. Actually worked out really well as it plumed, still able to be checked. So a 3v3. Finding stability, but again, the post plant looking at the util. Still trying to play Som in here. He decides again
DRX.
sticking around too long.
PRX
Very few
for the
ways
win।
back in.
इसमें
to this
Fnatic
for
और next वाले में
unless they can find a
PRX।
kill,
No
but
doubt about
PRX.
it।
Som in a disgusting
PRX.
off angle. Scuba a little
PRX
bit
I'll go for
disconnected.
PRX।
Bork playing on side
कहाँ
as
दिख
well.
रहा है?
Got back in, getting ready.
Spammer!
You gotta keep it in mind, man. At the boast, that's probably frustrating
Let's go,
again.
Brock.
Maybe considering, is this worth it? Are we close enough to be able to go for
भाई
this?
crashes
It might be
अंडर
just
मार दे भाई
cancel
spam।
and save here.
Yeah, just hold on to what?
They heard him,
The
they
core
heard him,
crashes
they
have
heard
got.
him।
Again, a big opportunity in terms
मार
of
मार
the
मार
ult
मार
here.
crossing पे मार
Hunter's
crossing
Fury,
पे मार।
like you said, forced NRG to scatter, but not
अरे
necessarily
नहीं
amounting to too much. Alpha
ओए ऑफ सेव
unfortunately
कर।
played out in terms of the res.
Yep.
There you go my friend, let's go।
The goods on short here. It's unfortunate for Kayak. I think he's just overwhelmed. I said the first time that NRG have really gone
VCT के लोग
barreling
gameplay
towards
के लिए
short.
देखते हैं,
Previously,
mass skins के
Boaster
लिए।
and Alpha both had freedom there to kind of post up, play a little, actually further back, but Kayak tries to capitalize on that by going forwards.
And it's still crazy after the early damage we saw Alpha do that this ended this
भाई
way.
भाई
As well,
भाई
right? It's
भाई
just like,
भाई 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 वो नीचे से 3 वॉल क्रॉस
this
करके
round,
मारा
you
भाई
see it very
प्राइम
differently,
मोड में
but still plenty of
भाई।
ults to be played with. Obviously, Crashy's investing his Scuba as well, but
स्पैमर है सार।
plenty in hand for Fnatic. But NRG have broken into double digits. This is a huge scoreline to build with.
One away from Ethan's ultimate. Said Marta still not quite there.
वॉल नहीं था
Kayak this time around.
पर्दा था पर्दा हाँ ना
Resort back to
भाई
presence
वॉल्स
in B
नहीं है
main, and
वो।
the third player committed towards this A side hold actually. And just maybe keeping in mind that Ethan potentially could throw his ultimate in the mix. LG with freedom once more, but they will
Good.
drift onto this deep
Yeah.
angle of Kayak.
Nice
who will
shot,
punish.
nice shot।
Now starting to find his groove, his rhythm a little bit.
And I like the awareness.
भाई
going
इसको
on from
eliminate
Crashes
करना
too,
पड़ेगा
just sitting
Ethan
a
को
bit
भाई।
deeper here. NRG looking for some
Crashes-
opportunities, right? Looking for options potentially. Slipping that net. Pressure shown towards short. NRG about 40
क्रैशिस को ध्यान
seconds
रखना
now.
पड़ेगा भाई.
This is a 3-play stack on
Can
A,
you see
so
this?
gotta be careful about this.
ये है पूरा क्रिटिकल. अगर ये क्रॉसिंग भाई
Ethan conscious
मार
of
देगा, Ethan मार
catching a
देगा.
rotation here,
नहीं,
but
नहीं इतन नहीं मार पाएगा.
He's
क्रैशिस
gonna-
मार
I
देगा.
don't know.
too
I thought
eager
उससे
to
cross पकड़ी.
re-clear back towards mid. Have good utility coming into the late round here. NRG look as if they're drifting towards A though.
3 people A
That's 3
Now,
players.
does
Let's
Ethan
see,
catch
they are-
crashes off later?
pushing.
It's going to be a factor. Keep your mind towards that.
अब टफ है
They're
पता है.
moving up towards heaven.
Okay,
But Chronicle
Chronicles
very
ही
well
कह दे.
positioned. Good trade. And Ethan
नहीं,
caught it.
नहीं,
You're
नहीं, नहीं,
absolutely
नहीं,
right. But they
क्या
have to
बोला
keep going
मैंने?
this way. 6
Ethan मारेगा.
seconds. It's so late.
Nice,
They're doing
Boaster.
it.
Why
Boaster?
Boaster?
But no one does it better than Boaster. Drops the
Nice.
spike.
Nice,
Against
nice,
Fnatic
nice,
around.
nice.
Absolutely
There you go, my friend.
disgusting.
बोस्टर के हमेशा
A straight
क्रिटिकल किल्स
bullet
आते हैं.
भाई लीड
catching for Boaster
Told you
will
man.
seal the deal.
Fnatic for the
Like I said,
win.
it's so late in the day. It's the first time NRG have really
पोस्टर सुबह कुछ भी मारा भाई.
absolutely filthy
Nice.
to close out
Boaster
the
भी
night
मारेगा.
for
I don't know.
Fnatic. But it's the first time NRG
I
have
guess.
really
Anti-Parry
struggled
bonus.
to get
7
Stay.
in the second half.
7 or
Again,
8
losing
यार
out a
9
couple
तक भी
of
चलेगा.
gunfights here and there, but
Hi
so
Patel.
slow to approach the previous round now.
पाटिल क्या लगता है
Nice
कौन
in
जीतेगा?
hand.
पाटिल को आइडिया नहीं
And no
होगा.
command. Hunter's Fury here. Big round for NRG.
मैं तो वैल्यू आ
Just the
देगा
additional body on A so early. 3 players again. You can already see the Cron still up towards heaven here. We've got a quick pop towards Cap though. Or up short, should I say.
Good timing on the slow though from Alpha.
Harder. Hindered
मेरी
again.
chat नहीं पड़ी.
Slowed down in multiple ways. There's
Omen
no
crazy
access
man.
from yet.
अलग-अलग
Looking
side
to
की
break
order
it
दिख
down,
रही
double
हैं.
stacked up though. You can see the site. There's a
Broke
deadly
तो mostly
duo,
Prime ही
high
चलाता
low,
है.
Alpha and Cron. I don't fancy it either, but he
Oi.
goes for the shotgun and it's not
Nice.
going to work out.
NRG
And then you look at the layers to this
Huh?
coming in from NRG. Swarming
no,
the
no,
site,
no,
much
no.
pacier,
Oh.
quicker. Boaster, can you do it again though? Found 2 before. Spam in, flashed off. They're still fighting for this. No comfortable plant yet.
No, Scuba finally making the crossover, but Kayak now look to apply some pressure here with the operator.
They're looking to pre-take on this potentially. No, just still
नहीं रे.
pressuring, posturing.
NRG don't have to make a move just yet, but
Dots here, careful. That spam's on the way.
ओए नहीं नहीं
You
नहीं
gotta
नहीं
go
नहीं
right
नहीं.
now. Brock's gonna deliver
30
bullets.
seconds left.
The second they get that up, and Kayak
है
has
ना?
to cancel now. It's
Prime
game
अच्छी है
time,
यार,
we're outta
Prime
here.
अच्छी है.
There's no going back into that side.
Bottle.
played so well from NRG though, not to commit a player,
Dangerous, man.
not to commit a player towards the spike plant though,
Yeah.
until they feel absolutely confident. I think waiting on the recon. That's ultimately what they're waiting to punish Fnatic on. Poised for a pre-take, but held out
I'll
here.
flip my cam.
यार नहीं हो रहा क्या.
Played really, really
Let's
well
go,
by
NRG.
NRG. And this is actually with, like I said,
Three
Alpha
round game, guys.
getting his slow orb off
Four
at the
round.
perfect time, but there's nobody to challenge onto these early
No,
angles. So
I think
NRG are able to
yeah,
flood
yeah,
through
yeah.
so easily.
Yeah, I really want to give credit for that. Almost like pause, right? Because there's always that temptation. Just get the plant, get it done. Let's, get into the post. We could get a man to the good. But again, that diligence, that capability to just slow matters down a little. And while we say this, they are closing in to try and get this weapon away from Kayak.
मैप देखना जरूरी है यार इसमें.
And I don't think he
इतने
knows
महंगे
how
मेंबरशिप
close
क्यों है लेकिन?
Scuba is.
महंगी.
Kayak's gone. So that's the operator lost there, and NRG teeing themselves up for 12.
क्या बात कर रहे हो?
And Olds still looking healthy for Fnatic, but the purchase, not so much. Alpha, let's see how it settles here, but I said I was asking for NRG to ultimately apply some pressure towards shore, towards A site. Again, earlier on in the round. See how now they're starting to capitalize.
अरे देखो 5 तो मैंने गिफ्ट कर दी. Only for the rich
Work.
people.
These
Yes.
guys are actually so pissed.
पाटिल को मिल गई.
The attitude seems right. for
संतुष्टि
NRG
को मिल
too.
गई.
You know what I mean? Like, okay,
ये
look
भी
at
को
the
मिली.
arena, right? It is.
कोरा-
It's a
कोरा
different
को-
step.
कोरा को
Now,
बोलूंगा
yes,
कि
we
membership
spoke about
pass on
Ethan
करे.
being in
ओए
this
मेरे को नहीं
environment
मिली.
before, but the other guys, some of them like. Okay,
अरे
some
रे
of them
रे रे
comes
रे
like
रे
this.
रे रे रे.
भाई किसको मिली और किसको
Damn.
मिली?
बदमाश
Zebronix
मिलन,
साला खुद
बदमाशी
करेंगे।
मिलन. पाटिल मेरे डिस्कॉर्ड से बैठे
911.
चैट में मजा. रिच.
911
मत कर लाला भैंचोद. क्यों चूतियापा करते हमारी?
स्कोर
मैं जा रहा सैड. नहीं रुक रुक रुक. देवीना पाटिल इज लाइव को दूसरे पाटिल तेरे को दूसरे उस पे मिली है. तू आगे फॉरवर्ड करेगा.
दो इस पे मिल गए।
पाटिल को 2 मिले ना,
मुझे नहीं
पाटिल
मिल
2
रही
फॉरवर्ड
है।
करेगा, पाटिल 2 मेंबरशिप इनकमिंग, जल्दी फटाक से।
भाई मुझे नहीं मिली यार अब तक।
बिग फैन पाटिल सर, बिग फैन।
कोरा को भी बोलूंगा साड़ा आगे पास ऑन करे। स्लेयर को भी मिली, अनिकेत। पाटिल को 2 आईडियो पे पाटिल को मिली है, बताओ मैं क्या करूं?
अरे
मैं रो दूंगा। पाटिल को 2 चैनल में मिली है ना, पाटिल फॉरवर्ड करेगा 2 मेंबरशिप्स।
कुणाल भाई को नहीं मिली।
कुणाल को
भाई
मेरे को तो
मैं
मालूम
अरे
नहीं।
वाह।
भाई, मेरा हो गया भाई, मैं रो दूंगा अब।
भाई गलत चल रहा है आपकी किस्मत।
ये संतुष्टि दीदी कौन है?
कैलकुलस।
चल
दीदी
पाटिल
है ना?
रियल फैन है भाई। हाँ हाँ।
कम ऑन भाई, 4v4 हाफ बाय उन पे, टूटी फूटी इकोनॉमी।
They are going to be stuck towards that B main area.
ऑफिस में जाना है।
Alpha begging for the chance.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful if you're Som on the the timing.
चल डेमन,
Just give it
मेरी
up.
तरफ से
Yeah,
जनवरी
and
में
look at this. It was just
50
it.
गिफ्टेड।
Let's
Chips
go,
in the night
let's go.
almost.
Now we're talking,
Done.
man.
And Alpha is getting closer. They've got to be aware there's a chance of this, right? They've got to know there is a potential that Alpha is
Bhai,
right
heavy
behind
incoming,
them.
heavy incoming,
No
bhai.
one is going to deny this.
Bhai,
Alpha could be on for
Alpha
an
का game-
absolutely mad one. Too many
Bro!
targets, too little time. He hits some runs. 20 seconds. He's already broken their backs here. They have to
कर
go
कर कर कर
forward.
कर 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 कर।
यहाँ पे मेरा कार्ड
Always gonna land
इंप्रूवमेंट
perfectly for both as well to slow
दिमाग
things
खराब
down.
हो गया।
Create a little more pressure. Still 2 players on site, by the way.
10
Fnatic.
seconds. They got to
अरे
come down.
नहीं।
Fnatic still just trying to
Bro,
dig in
broke,
deep here.
bhai,
They
broke,
get
broke
cleared.
plus Odin,
First
bhai.
comes in. Fnatic fancy this one. They're going for it. Plants in play though. They can't
Alpha
deny
है।
that now.
निकल सकता है, निकल सकता है, निकल सकता है।
Oh, the counter
नहीं,
ult
अब नहीं
this
निकलेगा।
time. Oh no, Fnatic.
हाँ।
Ult on ult.
मैं कल सामने
like
सोचा था
they're
ना सरप्राइज
investing
कराने का।
It's quite early on,
मैं
though.
चुपचाप
Fnatic
करता
have
हूँ।
got weapons now.
But Som's in a smoke. You know what happens here?
मैंने पेमेंट
Scuba
डाली,
trying to
पेमेंट
maybe
यहाँ
soak some of those
डिक्लाइन होता
bullets as
है,
well.
कार्ड ही नहीं चल रहा
But
है।
Fnatic are at the door. They need to break this one down. They need to do it now. Time is starting
आप
to
के
run
तो-
low. It's now or it's never. And Kayak leading the pack. Good try.
Fnatic, let's go.
Fnatic, they're not out of it yet.
There you go.
Just
मैं
an
कल मैं खुद
insane
गिफ्ट कर रहा था
round to pull off.
पाटिल
मेरा कार्ड
गाड़ी
ही
की
नहीं चल
मेंबरशिप
रहा है।
के डाइट कोक ले रहा।
Plays this
पाटिल, पाटिल,
no utility to
पाटिल।
identify his flank.
सुन रहे हैं?
सुन रहा हूँ हाँ।
फॉरवर्ड करनी है तेरे को आगे।
One gets out.
God, that is resilience
कोरा को भी
there, isn't
बोलूंगा,
it?
साड़ कोरा को भी बोलूंगा।
But again, plenty of options here. Kayak has his ult up as well, so.
ब्रो क्या रीटेक किया है? रीटेक ही कह दे।
Oh,
I've heard him
and
say
here
it before.
first. Yeah.
I've heard him say that, and he certainly wasn't
कोई बात नहीं,
lying,
take it.
but it's 11 to 10. NRG
आराम से
are
आओ,
still
कोई
up,
दिक्कत नहीं है।
still in the lead, still with a bye. But Fnatic have one back finally. They've got themselves back in a good financial position. Operator in the hands of Kayak. He's got his ult.
No ultimates available for NRG either. Kayak looking to maybe send out a probe into mid here, but down to 7
ऐसे बनाओ आना।
kept in check. Actually takes another couple of attacks here.
They're up for a brawl, up for a biff. And that, well,
Fnatic.
the paranoia. But now
They
it's
won't
not
expect-
the Boaster has to get
अरे
away and he does so.
बूस्टर। ओके,
Able to slow things down though with the wall and the
नाइस।
slow orb.
ऑफ
Kayak
दिखेगी
looking in now
उसको।
to kind of offset
Kayak,
this a little bit
nice,
with the
nice,
operator.
nice,
I
nice,
don't think they know
nice.
they're going to be walking into op.
Kayak.
Sure.
I think they're going to find out pretty soon. Kayak decides against even breaking the Eldra and just sits on a deeper line. And Boaster,
बूस्टर,
well, you checked Ebra above the smoke.
बूस्टर वाइन्स में
You're
बैठा
going to
है।
figure it out soon enough. Boaster's got him pinned dead to rights if he plays that out. But Alpha's still waiting on the site, looking to roll the dice
भाई
here.
बूस्टर,
Can they get the
बूस्टर
synergy
यहाँ से
right?
मरा था
Kayak
पता
wants
है।
to get involved as well. Make sure they're not alone
Oh!
in this. Isolating
Nice shot.
Late strike from
Oh,
Boaster.
crazy.
Reading Som's play here. Now Scuba and Ethan, this is a tough one. A 2v4 would love a freebie early, not going to get it this time.
30 seconds left.
Forced
अब
into
सोवा
a
के
really
रिवील पे
awkward
आएगा
dark
क्या?
spot as
सोवा का
well.
रिवील आ रहा है, सोवा का
Just
रिवील
being
आ रहा है।
smothered
लेट्स
on
गो।
the site right now.
5
School
seconds
पे
for the
भी
nice
बहुत
got a
हमला किया।
flash. Scuba basically fresh out at this point. Knows there's at least one toward main, potentially two. A gamble on someone being towards short. And Ethan's looking for someone to play ahead, give them a chance.
Ah,
Chronicle doesn't make mistakes. And 1 HP
He'll
is
die, he'll
never
die, he'll die, he'll
gonna
die.
be enough.
Oh,
Fnatic
nice.
right back at the door again. 11-11.
There you go, my
Make-A-Wish
friend.
NRG. Alpha's up out of his seat.
There you go. Let's go.
Finally, getting that momentum in their favor. NRG, though, are fighting tooth and nail in some of these situations. Mada, unfortunately, being picked apart in terms of these opening engagements now. NRG can't springboard off that. You can see the pause behind when that kill's occurring. I think that's where they're struggling a little bit.
Thank you, yaar. Thank
Again,
you.
seeing a 7-17. It's not necessarily the numbers aren't the concern, but the fact that NRG
Thank you,
can't
baby doll.
capitalize
Thank you for
on
liking.
throwing his life
आज
on the
भी
line to
मजदूरी
get
कर
themselves
जाओ.
into a position
आप
that they can
भी.
push forwards.
Well, we're looking at two very different upswings here. Right?
Arre.
Kayak on a real high note now, 18-18, starting to really prove his worth, show that danger. Let's not go back in for more. There is... Are you serious? They want to maybe get that wall dealt with. There we go. A little bit dangerous to go for it again. Speaking of danger...
Nah. Crashy
Man, we're just
so.
shoulder checking out.
Bro!
What is that from Tom? Sensational
Re-entry.
picking up to their beautiful control. But now the scramble from Fnatic. NRG now 5-3, and this could be that 12th
अगर उसने
round.
पुश किया तो सुबह का फ्री किल मिल सकता है. There he goes. Let's go.
That's a huge pick up there.
अबे मेरे पास
Some
PBR के
does
500
have
रुपए
TP
के
though,
कूपन है,
so if
ठीक
they
है
need
क्या?
it, there is still that opportunity
ना
for a
रे.
safe pair of hands. But
कुछ
Marlon,
जाने को है ही
you
नहीं
need to
साथ में.
activate now. We've been calling you
अरे.
out. Where are you? There you are,
Right, देख रहा हूँ,
ringing the bell of Chronicle.
Alpha
2v4. Kayak on the site, the right side.
Again, NRG are going to
Bhai,
freeze and
वही कहता
wait
है,
for
Al-
चार
Fnatic to
ओवर.
make a move,
Al-Fajr.
or potentially catch
Al-Fajr.
somebody in transition. The kayak,
Oh my god, why do I feel there's something
yeah,
about to happen?
50 HP.
टीपी लगाया इसने. नहीं टीपी है
He
ही
would
नहीं.
have to go absolutely
30 seconds left.
insane here.
Insane.
But look at the position from Crashes too. This isn't a bad read. This isn't a bad call. But he's been spotted. Great selection.
There.
Surely the paranoid's
Oi,
gonna perfect.
अरे.
He's been dealt with, cleared.
बहुत
The
प्यारा
back
shot
line,
होता.
still a problem.
Crashes.
Crashes. Can you bury them in the jersey you once wore? A 1v3
Ah,
is not
nice.
gonna happen. NRG up to 12.
Nice.
In a must-win
Indeed,
scenario in
OT.
terms of the finances here.
OT incoming.
The culmination of the first map in this series.
OT incoming.
has
Bro.
Just
Troll man.
अच्छा था.
beautiful
वैसे भी
from
तुम्हारा
कहाँ
Sam.
को?
तुम्हारे मैप में इतना पीटा है तो तुम्हारे मैप पे क्या होगा?
क्या?
तुम्हारे मैप पे इतना पीटा तुमको, हमारे मैप पे क्या होगा? सोचो.
Trying to get that confidence
तभी
up,
तो
and
कह
I
रहा
love
हूँ.
that, though.
थर्ड
Trying
मैप
to
भी
get a lot
आएगा.
of
थर्ड
feeling
मैप
out
सुन
of
मैं
it.
10 मिनट में आया एक बार
Feeling
अंकिता
himself.
का कॉल आना लग रहा है.
Taking
कोई
across the
नहीं,
fights,
निकल
back in
निकल.
your own number. Speaking
यहाँ
of that, does he do it again up
समाप्त
against
देखो
Alpha? He
खत्म.
does.
वीकडेज पे वर्क ग्राइंड.
Into existence by
Jeez,
Song.
गई
It
माड़ा गई
works.
I
अल्फाजर
think
गया
it's Mara
तुम्हारा.
who's definitely talking to.
100%.
W shit.
Remove Alpha. No chance of the
क्रोनिकल्स
rest
को
here.
भूल जाता है क्या तू?
Fnatic will have to play out as 4 crashes.
भाई, कुछ ना
Passing
करवा
down on a
तुम्हारा
Guardian as well.
क्रोनिकल्स जब ही चलता है जब जरूरत होती है भाई.
Can they find a recovery
अरे
here
भाई
to
टीम
force
की
an
साइड पे क्यों
overtime?
जा रहे हो? स्टैग्ड बैठे वहाँ वहीं जाने हैं.
Ethan, will get his off of this orb.
जेट मारेगा.
Has to be careful. Kayak is all the way out towards top mid.
जेट. ओह
It's just giving him the angle.
ब्रो.
Kayak.
Ah!
Every single
Can he catch
step.
them though?
Look at the scramble. He might be able to get behind them
Nice.
here. He does.
Nah.
Look at the back lines. He thrives.
Nice.
42 gets out. Damage done.
भाई
Now in a
क्या
position to
करते हो
greet
भाई?
anybody
वो
that progresses
टीपी किया
into
सिर्फ
B
वहाँ
main,
पे
but
पीछे
now
बैक
NRG
साइड.
have to
हेवन.
scramble.
Where'd you go now?
नाइस
It's
नाइस.
guesswork, right? You're trying to catch him in rotation. Maybe catch him.
फ्राइडे ओनली. अब तो दिवाली भी आ रही है तो आई विल बी बिजी.
जंपिंग कर रहा जंपिंग कर रहा. जा रहा.
Didn't want to give it up.
Bro,
Respawn
bro,
to a
bro,
shot,
bro,
but
bro.
look who's back.
कायाक
Man
एक और मार.
escaped from.
कायाक at
Man
least एक और
already
मार.
got to, who might have
Three पे
just
तो कोई नहीं है.
scrapped their chance of closing in regulation.
बोस्टर.
Try path away. Boaster might be heard on this. A paranoia.
Heaven,
But we'll find it.
Boaster.
They're slightly
Ladle
ahead.
नहीं. नाइस.
Makes a meal of it. With 9 seconds on the clock.
Nice.
Some still standing.
नाइस. क्रोनिकल्स.
Are we going
Chal,
on
Som.
T already? Som trying to stand
Easy
against
winner.
the odds. Puts up a smoke, but this time, how much can he do? Not enough. Fnatic.
Wait, this is the game
अरे
we've
वो
been
कायाक
talking
ने
about.
निकाला भाई.
क्या निकाला है भाई?
भाई.
क्या निकाला है भाई?
अरे चलो यार कायाक ने निकाला और कुछ नहीं.
So let's play
Overtime
rap.
है यार.
Done.
That sort of play to force
ओवरटाइम बचा है. गर्ल्स एंड बॉयज ओवरटाइम बचा है.
Fnatic will win this game. भाई just imagine सोवा भी वहीं पे मरता तो full heavy push कर देते भाई ये. बोस्टर ने क्या मारा है?
अच्छी बात है.
बोस्टर ने क्या मारा है उधर?
caught in that weird timing. He's up for it,
अपने देखना
showing caliber today. 12-12.
Come on, keep saving my ass, keep saving my ass.
Keep saving my ass.
देवन भाई का रिएक्शन देख रहा हूँ मैं बस, इतने खुश हो रहे वहां पर कायक ने मारा तो इतना खुशी।
भाई this guy bro, कायाक मेरे को कायाक क्रॉनिकल्स बोस्टर
Chance to
तीनों से इतनी
maybe
उम्मीद है ना, क्रॉनिकल्स भी
catch
मारता
a break
भाई।
there.
सबसे बेस्ट लगता था डर के,
Maybe an opportunity to pressure
देख
towards
इनका
A.
वो था डर के था फनाटिक में, डर के साथ एक और बंदा था, I forgot the name यार,
मैं डर के वो बेस्ट था भाई।
डर के जो रेस
के
खेलता था
था,
भाई,
बोस्टर
और
था।
The Spark, they got things
और
started.
भी
डर
बहुत
के
सारे
बोस्टर
yeah, when NRG
क्रॉनिकल्स
continued to
एल्फेयर और
test
एक
him.
वो था,
Now,
अरे
as
को
we
मैं भी देख के बताता हूँ।
नहीं 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 I forgot the name यार, वो
Test
बड़ा सही
potentially.
स्वीट राउंड है यार वो।
going towards Marder, who's picked up the pace a little bit. Gets on the back of Som's pep talk.
जेट एंड रेस तो कोम्बो चलाते थे भाई ये डर के साथ, पता है एक लौंडा था।
I mean, Borg's already making his way across here as well.
Gonna just post in like maybe a dart just to see. I mean, it's gonna see a
अरे
whole lot
डोमा
now, but
था।
the line gets broken.
डोमा
They
नहीं,
just
डोमा
kind of
नहीं।
disrupted it.
मैग्नम
So
या
now there's a
मिस्टिक।
problem. Scuba can't really
नहीं,
get
नहीं,
out of
नहीं,
here,
नहीं।
but can anyone then punish on
ये
the
तब का है,
playthrough?
4 साल पुरानी
Really,
टीम का
Brock's
बोल रहा हूँ
fallen.
मैं।
Marder's still standing.
Sentinels
Oh,
And Scuba
okay.
goes all away.
अरे।
Turns away. And now Marder on the side. We want
Nice.
big things. He's got to deliver.
अरे नहीं, Fnatic
on
के
these
मरा है।
big moments.
Shit.
Kayak has already proven that validity
मुझे कायक
on the other side now.
3-2,
A
easy,
little
easy
pinned
win
in
है।
by Switch, but they're
नहीं,
waiting for
नहीं,
an
नहीं, नहीं,
overstep.
नहीं, नहीं,
See if anyone would dare challenge from CT. They don't. Marder
दोनों
trying
लेग
to
पे
वाला
press
निकालना,
towards
साइड
it.
वाला,
Zeb
ओह।
crushed,
Shut
and,
up.
he was
मार सकता था
blind.
रे।
I don't know from where at this point, but Marder, a lovely reposition.
नहीं
Very
गया।
Nice.
perfect.
Crashes।
Marder, but Crashes now the 1v2
4 bullets।
on the right
3
side.
तो था, 2 तो
Marder,
था।
left side Ethan.
नहीं
He's got
नहीं,
some ways
आया ही
to
नहीं भाई, आया ही नहीं लौंडा।
Ethan cool, calm and collected.
The flash came over the top of
ना आया ही
DB.
नहीं।
Ethan
शॉट रे
to
शॉट।
play in the swing
That
from
was a
backside.
flash from
yeah,
Ethan?
I just caught it on the mini map. It flies all the way over. Absolutely
अरे
beautiful.
वो सीज को क्या मारा रे?
भाई
This one
ये
right
देख
here,
फ्लैश,
yeah.
क्या फ्लैश है?
Oh,
Again, it's just that's the sort of thing you get from Ethan off
वही
screen,
ऐसा।
rarely noted, but the value that he provides.
भाई वो बढ़िया फ्लैश था,
NRG,
पता है
again though,
उसकी
able
वजह
to
से
cling to life
नहीं ना, नहीं।
on that side
चलो खत्म।
and whittle away.
This is it, NRG।
Now on to the good.
Sentinels का बदला ले लो, Team America।
Back gonna have to deal with Dart here will be noted. Most going Alpha over towards short once more.
वो हरामखोर
Any
काया कभी भी वही
surprises
प्ले
in
कर
terms
रहा
of
है,
the
वाइन्स में जाके छुपे बैठा है।
Formation here. NRG back towards
मिड
market.
क्लियर है।
नहीं नहीं, सोवा है ऑफ के
Contest
नहीं,
this
ऑफ
very early
नहीं।
on in the half. Regulation crashes. Knows that somebody's probably drifted through.
लगी तो है, लगी तो है।
careful though.
अरे
We've
मेरे से
certainly seen him
कौन
now.
चले गए?
Boaster called in, but
Ui.
a little surprised on
Oh,
maybe a
उसका
bit in
ध्यान
that
नहीं था, उसका
moment.
ध्यान नहीं था,
Now
मैंने-
Gap
बोस्टर का
goes
ध्यान,
back.
ओरे
और
Thirsty as
खत्म,
ever.
GG।
Hunting down Alpha as well. That was
नहीं नहीं
Fox
नहीं
A
नहीं नहीं,
until
हेल्पर
him.
है।
The one man who took
Kayak,
him into
kayak,
this position
kayak,
before,
kayak.
pushed them into OT.
GNG।
Can he do it
काया
again?
Nice.
Looks like he's starting
Nice.
out. Good ball.
Nice.
Great kill. Oh my God! The baby-faced assassin making it look possible.
Look at Scuba's
Scuba,
HP.
2 HP, standing on top,
Nice.
standing tall. A 1v1.
Oh,
oh, let's
2
go.
HP was all
Bro,
he needed.
are you kidding me?
Hashtag NRGOP in the chat.
Are you kidding me? अबे भाई,
फिनाटिक के मैप पे उन्हीं को मार दिया। W।
भाई it was this close bro, this close. हाय हाय भाई, it was this close bro. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
कायाक ने ऑलमोस्ट भाई मुंह में कर दिया, भाई खत्म कर दिया था कायाक।
भाई वो क्या बचा है भाई, वो लास्ट वाला बंदा भी।
वही तो, वो भी 1 HP बचा था। शीश।
भाई क्रेजी, भाई क्रेजी क्रेजी क्रेजी।
मेरे को लास्ट शॉट वापस देखना रे।
लास्ट सेकंड, बिल्कुल लास्ट सेकंड। आई कांट गो। फैनाटिक।
भाई वो स्कूबा 2 HP था भाई।
यार मेरे को एक बात बताओ, फ्री से जो बंदा आया था उसको किसने मारा?
सारा था अपना ये क्रॉनिकल, उसको इसी ने मार दिया था, सोआ ने मरने से पहले। क्रैशिस ने सोआ को मारा और उसके बाद स्कूबा पे एम शिफ्ट कर रहा था। भाई उसका हेडशॉट के लिए जाना ही नहीं था अपने सोआ को। जो फैनेटिक का सोआ था ना, उसको वो बॉडी के लिए भी जाता तो भी वो मर जाता।
निकल सकता था फिर। किसने मारा था उसको? इसको किसने मारा था? इसको वाइस को किसने मारा था?
सोआ ने मारा था।
हाँ, अरे लास्ट से ब्रो भाई क्या मारा है भाई, मजा आ गया, मजा ही आ गया।
अब बस दुआ करो, सिर्फ दुआ करो कि दूसरे मैप में जीत जाओ, जो कि होगा नहीं।
भाई हो सकता है भाई, ये भी ऑलमोस्ट हो ही गया था। ठीक है, तमीज से। ऑलमोस्ट हो गया था यार। It was this close bro, this close. पम। एक तो मेरे को व्हाइट टी शर्ट पहननी बंद करनी पड़ेगी यार। ये वाली टी शर्ट ना हमारी 3-4 उठा लाया मैं, पता है। साड़ा लोग सोचेंगे साड़ा चेंज ही नहीं करता टी शर्ट। भाई व्हाइट जचती है भाई, व्हाइट सही रहती है, पता है स्ट्रीम में। Predict. I'll go for Fnatic. Fnatic baby. देख रहे हैं हमारी
क्या
80% ऑन Fnatic मैप 2 पे।
लाडले, ये सब देखने की और बताने की बात है, ठीक है। वो मैप ही इनका है। वैसे मैप कौन सा है? अबिस ना ले गई एनआरजी भाई। अबिस ना बहुत घटिया मैप है, सही
यार एनआरजी अच्छा खेलती है, नो डाउट, बट हाउ कैन यू फॉरगेट अबाउट Fnatic ब्रो? Fnatic इज वेल नोन फॉर देयर कमबैक्स।
हुआ क्या? मैं जानता हूँ भाई, Fnatic लास्ट 2 साल में कितनी बार फाइनल्स में जाके हगी है ना, सेमीज में। और कितनी बार वो पहली बार हुई है ना, वो भी देख लो। पुरानी फैनाटिक होती है, आई वुड हैव सपोर्टेड, आई वुड हैव थॉट, बट
Who
नहीं।
was the guy जिसके साथ डर के था टीम में?
मिस्टिक था, मैग्नम था,
नहीं। एक सेकंड दो।
फैनाटिक वर्सेस लाउड, वो कमबैक वाला क्या? लियो, लियो कौन है?
लियो भी अच्छा था। लियो
लियो क्या था?
अच्छा था।
अब लियो की बात कर रहे हो? थ्री 11 कमबैक था ना? रुको मैं
लियो था। लियो और एल्फायर वो खेलते थे। एल्फायर तो शायद वो खेलता था यार, केजे। लियो था। Here we go guys, 60% fanatic. Let's fuck low. Let's go. Underage drinking.
So this was really good.
Yeah, the win conditions for
भाई क्या बहुत प्यारी टीम का कॉम्पोजिशन था भाई वो वाला। दैट वाज द टाइम जहां से मैं फनाटिक का वो हुआ। I'll come up at 8 for Raf telling you in advance. Done है। Devina will rank up. Pinned by pam 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 pam। इन चैट रैंक अप है इसमें। लाइक जो इनिशियली जो मेंबर्स बनते हैं उनको मिलता है ब्रोंज, फिर वो सिल्वर में, फिर गोल्ड, फिर प्लैट, फिर डायमंड। बहवी का है सबसे ज्यादा आई गेस प्लैट। let me see I can see साइफर कोस्प्ले ही कह दे जनाब। रुको डायमंड कर दे गर्ल्स बेस्ट फ्रेंड। I can't that's the community। वो अपने आप ही मिलता है, वो मैंने सेट कर रखा है, वो अपने आप ही मिलता है। अब मैंने सिंपल एक ही मेंबरशिप रखी है, पता है देखो सबसे है भविका, सबसे ऊपर है भविका, फिर हरुण का, फिर ईशान महिपाल का। पम 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 पम। आई कैन शो यू दिस आई गेस। देखो भविका है प्लैट, उसके बाद हरुण है। भवी है प्लैट भाई, भवी ही सपोर्ट यूजलेस कैसे मिलता है ये? एवरी मंथ जैसे वो होता है ना अपग्रेड, वो होता है कॉन्टिन्यूटी रहती है मेंबरशिप्स की, तब मिलता है। और बहुत बार तो जैसे गिव अवे में अभी मैं किया ना, मैं 10 मेंबरशिप का गिव अवे किया तो उस पे भी मिलता है। हर महीने एक रैंक अप होता है। पम 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 पम। लेट्स मूव ऑन टू द सेकंड मैप। मजा आएगा। हाउस द सॉन्ग डेव, ये बताओ। नहीं अरे वो लिमिटेड होता है एक सर्टेन। यूजलेस कह रही है, याद रखूंगा। Yeah, it's okay. I only listen to all songs. अच्छा नहीं है। एक प्यारा सा गाना सुनाता हूँ आपको। ये गाना क्लासिक ग्रूवी वाइब्स और इतना प्यारा गाना लगता है ना, बहुत प्यारा गाना है। माय फेवरेट पर्सनली, बहुत प्यारा गाना है। तू जो मिले तो रोशन हो मेरी दुनिया के सारे दिए, तेरी मुस्कान है मेरी दुआ, तेरे बिना मैं हूँ अधूरा सा, हर ख्वाब में तू साथ चले हर लम्हा, तेरे प्यार का मेले जो भी लिखा था तकदीर में, सब लगता है तेरे तस्वीर में, तू मेरी चाहत तू ही नशा, तेरे बिना लगे सब झूठा, तेरे बिना दिल ना लगे हर पल तू जो मिले तो रोशन हो मेरी दुनिया के सारे दिए। लेट्स गो लेट्स गो। बट ब्रीच आ रहे, डुअल इनिशिएटर ले रहे हो और ये तू है मेरी सबसे बड़ी खुशी, तेरे होठों पे जो नाम मेरा आए उस लम्हे से ही सांसें सज जाए, चाँद भी रोशन है तेरी अदा से, फूल भी महके है तेरे हवा से।
My friend, who you got winning this one? I think NRG. I cheer for.
तू ही मेरी रूह का रिश्ता, बस तू ही दिल की दुआओं का जुनून, तू ही मेरी रूह का सुकून, तू ही मेरी दुनिया का सुकून, तू ही। स्टॉर्म बचा है, ले लिया। तेरे बिना दिल ना लगे हर पल में तू याद रहे, मैप विन 100%। मिले तो रोशन हो मेरी दुनिया के सारे दिए, तेरे बिना दिल ना लगे हर पल में तू याद रहे, तू जो मिले तो रोशन हो मेरी दुनिया के सारे दिए, सारे दिए जो भी लिखा था तकदीर में, सब लगता है तेरे तस्वीर में, तू मेरी चाहत तू ही नशा, तेरे बिना लगे सब झूठा।
I think Mother actually finished it.
तेरे बिना दिल ना लगे हर पल में तू याद रहे, तू जो मिले तो
रोशन हो मेरी दुनिया के सारे दिए तेरी मुस्कान है मेरी दुआ तेरे बिना मैं हूँ अधूरा सा हर ख्वाब में तू साथ चले हर
Let's go.
का मेले जो भी लिखा था तकदीर में सब लगता है तेरे तस्वीर में तू मेरी चाहत तू ही नशा
Let's jump right into it. Let's go.
Title that has evaded them.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's a NRG on the attack.
Revealing area. Start off here. Kayak very quickly going to dip his toes. What's this? Actually nearly caught off, but catches a lot of
Almost.
information and utility here.
Yeah,
immediately NRG spring into action.
Yeah, look at that burst. Look at the split
Kayak.
straight through middle as well. It's a lovely
Patel.
punch. It's lucky the Kayak's still breathing, honestly. At this point, they've lost Kron and Boaster, though. All so focused towards trying to get that A main fight going in their favor. But Scuba, lovely check there, does catch Alpha. Just seen a glimpse, but it's Crashies to find Ethan. And there's layers on this. Scuba
Bro.
will not be moved. How's he standing still? And he's on the run. Alpha has got to find these players, and they are just evacuating the area. They don't want to give him a chance at this. And Marder feels like the checkmate. Again, just spotting
Arre,
Scuba. Exceptional beginnings.
Just ridiculous again. Low HP, up against the ropes, able to deliver here in the pistol round. But yeah, this pinch is so fast from NRG. Fnatic caught completely off guard.
Well, because you had kind of what Kron trying to set up maybe.
They're the ones, yeah.
Kayak,
Fnatic are the ones trying to actually go forwards on the map.
Bhai Sahab.
Find themselves a kill and get away, but amounts to nothing. But
क्या
they're
निकाला
drawing
है
out the utility early on. Beautifully orchestrated there by NRG.
Fnatic gonna be walking up though. Looking for a brawl here. Scuba does
Phantom
have
bhai
he's
कर ली
looking to
भाई
find a bit of a
Scuba.
corner to play from, but he has support, right? Not
Kayak
standing alone
pata.
here. So Kayak not going to
No,
get what
nah,
he
nah,
wanted
nah,
at all.
nah, nah,
Just want out
nah,
another
nah,
player,
nah,
and they're
nah,
sitting back a little bit
Booster,
further. You can't have isolated fights if you want to get something going here. And again, there are still 2 pistols. And that being Brock and Ethan, so as long as they recover these, it's fine. It's
अरे
giving
he
up.
fell.
Smarter choice there, trying to give
अच्छा he
nothing away.
jumped.
Yeah, Fnatic really going to get themselves off the starting block here. The second round at least.
Scuba's so close to that ult as well. Man.
Yeah, early progress for him is massive in terms of this first ult cycle for NRG. And due to how it's panned out here for Fnatic, obviously not going to be, well, probably a round or 2 behind in terms of this first cycle, but yeah, we'll resort back towards potentially a proactive play outside A. But NRG have just been so robust in terms of
I found a
utility
sweet
usage in
spot
terms
here.
of bodies in the right place.
नहीं,
Well,
ठीक है.
say that. Marder caught off guard.
Yeah, Marder's, again, NRG were able to do it without Marder having to be the headliner. Here, I think he needs to find a little bit more of that comfort. Hard against Kayak, especially when he's being played in as well. But still, it's something that we're going to have to keep track on. It's an early show of force over towards B, but the intention, not sure if it's there, considering where the spike is.
Certainly just a feel is sent out towards Alpha. How do you want to slow down again, considering map 1? Not necessarily feeling like they're at a deficit right now. Side of the head count. Drone will spot nothing for Crashies, but will put Kayak onto a deeper line once more.
Oh,
Kayak,
that's lovely.
nice,
Simply
nice,
lovely
nice.
for Kayak. Picking up where he left off after map 1. You're looking at the
Crashies
scraps
का
of
game
what
है,
remains of
Crashies का
NRG.
game
Can they
है.
make something out of nothing though? Incredibly hard in a 2v4.
Forced to adjust the plant.
Som.
Yeah, the stun comes through, a little bit of a spam, but nothing actually connecting here.
Scuba's still got that ult. I mean, Som's trying to play ahead here. Maybe try and get himself 1 for free. Try and get those odds looking better. That's
Okay,
not
good
bad.
trade, good
But the
trade,
numbers
good
still
trade.
so good for Fnatic. But Scuba is
Nah.
yet to die.
Oi,
Finally
nice.
beats
Nice.
his fate. As Fnatic will keep 2 standing and a defuse.
Thank God, bhai.
Draw out maybe an extra rifle that Fnatic wouldn't have wanted to lose here. Round on the board regardless. He noted as well, Scuba, the result, Som also bring his ult into the 4th round here. Kayak doing so well to find Ethan. on the back end. of
भाई
this play,
बहुत प्यारा मारा भाई एल्टन
just to trim the fat a little more. Ahead of NRG finding their way onto site. A couple of regens in play here for Fnatic, and Atsi crashes down on
Oh, they still want to test this, Mike.
the Guardian. Yeah, gonna. Oh well. walk
Heavy
into
ये push आ
Atsi,
रहे
the
हैं.
heaviest stack that
Heavy
NRG
ये
have
push आ रहा है.
positioned here.
Back in a flash.
This is scary though. This time he's going to respect it. Goes back in for seconds, but again the out drone is going to find
Bro.
him. How long does he stay around on this? No, he has to back away. Burning a lot of the util though, but the ult going to come in. This could be their spray.
Oh,
but
nice.
Kron just straight into the dark there. Don't think he saw him, but maybe as Kayak looks to get involved here. Can't
Arre.
quite do it. NRG still going to be unwilling to relent, still trying to find their footing on the site. Brock up top, raining in bullets from above, and Boaster fancies to go and gets his head ripped off.
Yeah, NRG just picking Fnatic apart here towards A site. Alpha on the flank here. The awareness is already there.
Yep.
Whereabouts he resides. 3 left to find Scuba again tagged up, but it will be a clean 1v3.
Come on. Wouldn't it just be mental if he did this? If there was anyone else, your mind might start to wander. But he commands the respect that he sometimes earns in these moments, but it'll be a very long road here, and that time pretty much defining this now.
reflex
NRG
तो हाँ.
giving him no quarter, no chance. You can see what he can do when it starts going. He's going to put the pressure on him though. Make him react. Needs the flash. Will be forced off. Time is gone. And NRG showing no fear in these fights, Mike.
Yeah, a chance for maybe Fnatic to stop them at the front door, but I think as soon as Kayak's not able to land his utility and slow things down. This is with Chronicle finding.
भाई ये
previous
अगर ये भी
Juno
मारता ना
through
मजा
the
आता
smoke.
वहाँ पे.
But Brock just does so well to break the crosshair placement, force Crashes and Chronicle to react.
Oh, boys.
I think, yeah, the intention is to stop them on the way in, but NRG just bulldoze or brute force their way onto site.
It starts feeling harder and harder to stop them at the front door, right? You start losing out on those fights. Again, this will be a lighter purchase from Fnatic, so you've got Stingers and Sheriffs. The Kayak, though, a chance to get involved, and it was a very short-lived chance. Scuba is on an absolute tear so far.
Yeah, picking up from the work he was doing at the end of Ascent here, certainly carrying it across to Abyss. Alpha on the hunt here, Roaster alongside him, but another round where NRG are just happy to freeze. Force the hand of Fnatic, put them into these uncomfortable positions. There's only actually Alpha with the Sheriff
भाई
here,
देखो
so
सारे के सारे भाई
Farm
पीछे
will
जा रहे
come
हैं
through,
सारे के सारे साइड
because
लेन
if they will find a consolation here, considering the range.
Trip of the wall, Scuba. Eyes turn. The Boaster, he might have contact with first. You can see Alpha already getting up towards window. But Boaster gets found, so just on Alpha now. And
Nice shot.
looking to try and go down swinging, but still going down nonetheless. So as it stands, 4-1. Fnatic need to get a grip on this game. They've got odds coming in now, but this scoreline gets stressful.
But also seeing a reaction from the coach booth, you're almost anticipating a very early timeout from Fnatic, potentially on the back of this round to come. I just don't think there's anything that's... I mean, the first map you can talk about conceding first blood, that's sort of thing that will throw NRG off their game plan. Like
Bro,
I said,
कब से
a lot of
Phantom
those
खेलने
were
लगा?
untraded. It wasn't as if NRG was springboarded off there. They were able to actually navigate their way through the mid-round time and time again.
2-2-1. Excuse me, 3-2 split. Still showing some intention towards middle, and you can see the reaction. Fnatic have put a lot of bodies to this. Maybe a little bit worried after that first round that we saw when that early split came towards A, but patience. Good catch there, at least from Crashies, to note there are bodies behind this early show of utility.
And nobody really noting Kayak. Again, will be expected with how they've played outside A. NRG, for the first time, towards some sort of commitment up mid here. I thought Chronicle maybe was going to get tagged that through the smoke, yeah.
I'll look bang on, but not to be. Slow and steady.
Kayak.
They go
एक मार
towards the one
Kayak
man
एक aggressive मार.
who has been terrifying. should be seen here. Marder, relay this. But to move someone like Kayak, you got to be on your A game. To threaten someone like Kayak, you've got to be ready. You're throwing everything at him, simply everything to force him off this. And it's given NRG the sight.
Movement तो है भाई, क्या निकल गया है भाई वो?
Will come through. See, Marder looking to
Oh, I like that.
really push forwards here.
This
Quite
one,
deep in, but
nice.
gonna punish it.
I don't mind it. I want to see him take those
yeah.
risks.
Chronicles.
Get involved, but a 1-for-1 trade. They've lost
Chronicles
Crashes
चल रहा है
on one
भाई.
side here, into the deeper post plant for NRG. Leaving
Retake
just
हो
someone on the
सकता है.
side who now needs to move back a little bit. Ethan still showing a bit of a nuisance. That presence, that positioning could put Alpha on a platter.
Bro.
Song back in the action though. Fnatic trying to take steps here. Ethan needs to be present. He has to show interest. He has to keep them on their toes because NRG in the back line's now being threatened.
Nice.
Alpha, Kron in unison. It's Scuba who's been a monster so far. Can he do it to Alpha now? The time is ticking. Scuba, can you hold your... No!
Oh!
Absolutely insane from Scuba so far. Red Bull clutch here to find NRG's 5th round. Where it looks like Fnatic are able to turn the tides, get themselves back towards sight. Absolutely beautiful from him. Sitting at 11-1 right now. Like I said, coming alive on the back end of Ascent. Delivering for NRG here. As I said, anticipating an early timeout from Fnatic, considering the reaction we saw just a couple of rounds ago.
Crazy shit भाई. मजेदार. रीटेक भाई, क्या रीटेक लिया है उन्होंने? मस्त. फनाटिक का टाइम आउट जरूरी था भाई. उनका फ्लो तोड़ना बहुत जरूरी था भाई. ये क्या भाई, ऑलमोस्ट निकल गया था पूरा राउंड. जो मैसअप हुआ है वहां पे, नोट्स वोट्स बना रखे भाई. क्रेजी शिट. हम भी चलाएंगे अपने गाने.
तेरे बिना दिल ना लगे हर पल में.
Lights are burning, bodies collide. Feel the rhythm, can't hide the fire. Your touch pulls me into the night. Lose control, we're higher and higher. Heartbeat racing with every sound. The music lifts.
Right, like he's doing what he needs to here. You're looking at what does Fnatic do to adjust. The game plan has to be good. You may not see it in this round, because we do have Sheriffs and just that Bulldog with Kron. So you eye up the rest, but I want to see a fight back from them. I don't want to see it clear cut. I want to see them look competitive here. Fnatic should not be going out with a whimper in these scenarios. But can they remind NRG who they are?
Fnatic almost anticipating NRG switching things up now.
Okay.
Timeout. We'll have 3 players in the right place. Kayak being one of them.
Oh, backside पे?
Sheriffs they're walking into. Actually,
भाई लाइनअप तो है भाई.
but only a Bulldog. Doubtful he's really gonna be able to keep the rest of NRG at bay.
They take mistakes, and that's something that's not really happening. Look at the smother on the site, right? Very, very perfectly placed, but a miss from Marder. Tees up Chronicle. There's still Kayak here. Don't forget about him. He's actually got a nice bit of timing and a nice corner to play from, but he gets seen.
Bro.
Ethan, the safe pair of hands, finding 3 and extinguishing any problems that could have been building. Now Alpha's made it over here, but he's getting no look in.
But what's key is actually Som's ultimate obviously pinging out. Kayak's reposition here. NRG in terms of target priority, able to find, I think Chronicle even finds one seemingly clean ahead of this execute coming through, but NRG just able to smother the entire site here. I mean, you've got to see a response from Fnatic.
Yep. It's a different start. We don't have Kayak on this side of the map here. We have Boaster posted up towards A. You've got Crashes beside him, 2 ults.
Yeah, because that previous round is the one that actually draws a body from Fnatic towards the other side.
Okay, so instantly going to try and sit back deeper, but look at the TP here. Ethan going to send the paranoia and trying to be a little cheeky. He's into the smoke!
Whoa.
Audacious play, and Crashes
Sound
is having none of that. But Marder's got the back line. You're going to have the post out from the Hunter's Fury coming in, but Mata looking like he wants to go hunting. You see the temptation. NRG wanted a brawl.
वो चारों बैक साइड चले गए.
Chomping at the bit to take this fight towards spawn.
Full chaos, full
Yeah, but
chaos.
so much pressure's coming through. Crashy's still under fire, under pressure. Able to
Take flight.
steady himself here. Will drone through to try and identify something.
I'm still looking at this late flank from Mata coming in. He is a mile away, and he can be set up for success. Now, when does he pull the trigger, though? Brock going to try and be the distraction. It's gorgeous from Brock. Bullying the big boys here. NRG making this damn hard work. Som slippery as well on the site. Look at this crossfire. You clear one. Did you expect Scuba? No. And now you got Brock and Scuba. Scuba is unrelenting.
Bhai.
3 kills. This is his map.
Scuba ने क्या कुछ भी pull off कर रहे हैं.
Berserk right now.
God, the guts to be doing that.
Yeah, and again, NRG now starting to lean into it, creating this little pocket
ये क्या
on
कर रहे
the
हैं?
top of site
Look
here.
at this. Like someone's like, yeah, I'll go down for this. I'll go down for this. Don't worry. There's Scuba.
Scuba.
He ain't done on one. Spins around.
Take a look at this, bro. Take a look at this, bro. क्या है ये?
You can feel it now, Mike. 7-1. There's something happening here.
Fnatic absolutely locked out of this first half.
Trying to play in Kayak. And Mata put him on notice, but staying alive.
Another broken purchase as well. Obviously, the rifle in hand for Kayak. Almost desperation mode. Try and find a recovery. But back to the point where NRG can slow things down once more. Going into the pressure of this scoreline. Ultimate's available, 2 away for Brock, but side of Fnatic, obviously nothing to really lean on here. Alfie has adjusted his setup ever so slightly. I don't really think Boaster and Alpha are in a position to find kills off the back of this utility.
Let's see, Paranoia in, TP, site's theirs. Is there any threat before plant? You're looking at Alpha, but he's already been checkmated. Ethan got his number easily, and he's been good on this side of the map here, Ethan. And it is again. The guardian of it, and Scuba controlling mid. Nothing is working for Fnatic. This is worrying signs here.
Really is. NRG just completely outclassing them. Kayak obviously does have the rifle, but doesn't necessarily want to feed into any of these ultimates now that are on the brink. Will give NRG just such a comfortable position towards the back end of this first half.
And I know we've talked about the comeback capability with Fnatic, but that narrative, I'm not going to read into it 1 to 7, 1 to 8. I need more than that. I need a buffer, because we've already seen the capability individually on NRG.
We talk about those sort of things not being, we talk about repeatable success, right? Sure. It's not as if you go, oh yeah, but they've come back before, it's fine. It never feels fine when you watch them.
No.
It's always, it takes so much to be able to do it when people like Scuba are doing what they're doing. You can see how confidently they're playing. Right now, in terms of, like I said, their game plan doesn't really look like it's there for Fnatic, whereas NRG, let's say you can prepare for this. The anti is not necessarily something you lean on versus a team like Fnatic, because they are fairly linear in terms of what they like to do and stick to their guns, but we've not really got anybody delivering for Fnatic.
No.
There's nothing to really believe in here.
Give us something. Then here's Kayak is going for a wander. You talk about confidence. He's trying individually to spark something, and it just falls flat.
Yeah, fairly indicative of
Boaster
maybe the discussions.
Boaster on Odin, and अभी तक Brock आया नहीं है भाई. अभी तक Brock Odin पे नहीं आया. That's quite surprising, I must say.
I mean, just look on the minimap of where that kill's happened.
Yeah.
And what they even really benefit from Kayak finding a kill in that scenario. I said they didn't really benefit on Ascent in so many of the rounds that NRG were able to flip on their head. Tom just one away from his ult once more. Pings on the minimap. Looks like Alpha might have some company very soon.
Okay, but can he do anything, right? It just feels like the gates are open for NRG. Alpha is notorious, however. Always a threat, but he can't stand really against this. He decides to dip back in. Fancies to go himself. You can see how all-encompassing the site take is. There's very little room for error. Broke up to where he was before, and Alpha.
अरे नहीं
A
यार.
messy shot there, Mike. I'm seeing mistakes where we don't see them.
Yeah.
I'm seeing individuals looking a little off.
Like I said, usually in some of these deficits that you see Fnatic in, it's like there'll be a player popping off, and that's who Fnatic get behind.
Like spark and go behind, but there's no one. Even Kayak's not really had much play. It feels like he can't really get into much of these. Alpha's been a little quiet. Kron,
dare I say absent?
Yes. You need one of the three, really. And right now you got none.
No.
So
like I said, NRG have basically done all the hard work in terms of drawing an extra body towards B-side of the
Brock
map.
मिलेगा.
Not really leaning on that too much. A couple of trade-off kills here, but
rounds one.
Yeah, rounds one. Obviously, it's not going to have a massive impact on finances here.
Do you double timeout?
Yeah, I absolutely think you do. Yeah. I mean,
1-9, bro.
Right, to say the
1-9.
A 1-9.
Like I said, even in Fnatic, I guess across this year, you never really see them get deeper and deeper into the strat book, right? We have set pieces, we have the overall ethos for this team, but this is where we kind of test the uncharted territory for Fnatic in terms of what do you actually switch up here without something to, just something to
make me believe.
Pin hopes, yes, exactly.
Get me back on board. And Alpha again, isolated and alone. He does have Kron slowly creeping over, but Alpha wants to try and make the play. It starts to feel desperate at this point, but maybe that's what they need. A reason to believe. One is a start, he needs more. His support's already fallen. He's pinned to the wall. There's no getting out of this. A flank from Kayak. Maybe that's the saving grace. But already NRG trying to find that stability. Nice from Kayak. Deep in the back lines. But he can't double down on this. Ethan already finds him. It's a 3v2 advantage.
Don't tell me 1-11, yaar. Nahi.
So he does have the Odin as well, but not going to be the sort of situation where he's going to potentially find a kill here. NRG able to comfortably reset away from sight.
When do you start looking at saving? I mean, you're at 1-9. You got to go for something, but already there's a flank in play as well. If all goes wrong, there is still a line behind it. And Boaster's lost as Crashy's now. There is not much to do but die here as Som looking to be the one to put him down. Brought to the knees at 10-1. Fnatic not even being given the chance to die on their feet.
No, not even having a say in some of these rounds. And the thing is, this is where the Harbor can really shine, creating these ratty pockets that force out very awkward re-clearances from Fnatic on the way back in when they're already at a disadvantage. Som absolutely channeling into that.
These guys have never played against this before.
Again, it throws off the tendencies. He's absolutely right. It's like there's actually situations where they're not familiar with clearing some of these spots out and a player really overstaying their welcome. A 10-1 scoreline. NRG on the brink of shutting this down.
Certainly are. A little bit of a TP. Ethan gonna be found first there, so Kayak still trying to play his life out. Finally, it feels like in the right place. Maybe he can handle this. And Crashies, I like this approach.
Absolutely. See, Alpha has fallen here. Marder, curious.
Marder, ooh, toying with him.
Nice.
And Marder does
So
pin down
sharp.
Crashies. We're back down to this 4v3 advantage NRG. Kill by kill, they've got to be feeling this now. That grand final is so close here.
Yeah. Certainly within touching distance here. Kayak tagged up, 86 HP, no shield behind this. Still trying to catch somebody off guard, but as we can see, NRG
Who's next?
still in a fantastic position to take the
By
B-side once more.
30 seconds
Chronicle will have his ult, find a kill here, but it's not the situation where Fnatic have found kills.
Nope. This feels like we are watching the downfall of a team very poorly prepared for this. Maybe banking on map 1. You don't get to do that here, though. As Marta waits. That's a flash and falls away. Does now stays welcome. Burns a lot of that util initially though. The deeper line being controlled. Som, slip ahead a bit. Squad out one. Fnatic still struggling on the cross here. Only gonna get Boaster on the site on the tank,
Oh
but
my
look
God.
at it, man! It's a firing squad! NRG in full, absolute control! 11-1, nearly flawless.
Barely breaking a sweat in this first half. But on the other side, Fnatic have to be sweating themselves.
It's gotta be a nightmare for Fnatic. Can they wake up for it? Alright, energy on that dream run.
मैं मार ही आ रहा होगा आराम में। Blown up a mind, man.
No more talking, just move with me. Tonight we set our spirits free. Rock my body, take me closer. Spin me round till the night is over. Feel the heat, let the rhythm guide. On this floor we come alive.
Crazy shit, bro. 1-11.
Shadows dancing, sparks in your eyes. We're electric under neon skies. Every moment I'm pulled to you. The beat commands what we're meant to do. Heartbeat racing with every sound. The music
यहाँ कुछ खाने का लेके आ रहा हूँ भाई।
the ground. No more talking, just move with me. Tonight we
I'll be
set
back.
our spirits free. Rock my body, take me closer. Spin me round till the night is over. Feel the heat, let the rhythm guide. On this floor we come alive. Can you feel it? Can you feel it now? The world is fading, only us somehow. We're unstoppable, wild and free. The night belongs to you and me. Rock my body, take me closer. Spin me round till the night is over. Lose control, let the rhythm guide. In your arms, we come alive. Lights are burning, bodies collide.
Okay, Fnatic back in shape, back in form. Let's go.
Boy, the Ethan is still alive and maybe
Jaldi
battered
khatam
and
hona.
broken, but still breathing for now. Up towards heaven, kept safe by the smoke, but Alpha's presence alone is an issue.
One enemy remaining.
That's
Now,
Chronicle find a matter as well.
that's-
Yeah.
Bye, let's go, let's go, let's
It's a
go.
step. It's a step. See,
Fnatic back in
trying to
shape,
give it there,
back in
and
form.
Cam
Let's
Sounds
go.
looks like a
We
fight
need it,
song at a
yaar.
funeral, but maybe I'm wrong. 2 to 11, they've taken the step, I think.
Absolutely. Concern being though, NRG, you can already see them toying with some fairly wild ideas.
Nice one,
Certainly
Chronicles.
wanna
Nice
rely on
one.
the fact that
Nice,
there's a
nice, nice,
massive
nice, nice.
buffer between these two teams.
Nice. We need this.
Here on Abyss. We well flushed out here in terms of the round 2 purchase for Fnatic. It will just be Alpha and Boaster bringing pistols in though. Like I said, the opening 5 or 6 rounds for me, yeah, it needs to be. Oh, hang on.
Fnatic. Nice.
Already trying to take the initiative here. Testing the Fnatic players even further, but.
I don't mind a bit of aggression. You've
No,
got rounds
absolutely,
to
yeah.
play with.
Like I said, they have a huge buffer to just get really weird in some of these rounds.
And as long as we don't see those, like, when it gets a bit closer, seeing those weird broken buys when they're over-investing a bit.
Yeah,
it's
one
still like
person's
a
down.
bulldog
Yes,
or
exactly.
something.
Yeah, missing
I like to
util
admit
or a
their time.
shield or
Yep.
down on a guardian and
Oh,
whatnot.
they died. They jumped off.
Give this one up.
Why?
Flawless round here for Fnatic.
To end the round quickly. Let's go.
At a time, I guess.
Crash has made very decent inroads towards his ultimate.
But this is the first challenge, right? Like, you look at the buy coming out from this. This is the tester.
Yeah, it is.
There is no chance for mistakes if you're Fnatic. If we're going to genuinely talk about it, there is no chance for
I mean,
error.
you get reset once and it's
It's done.
wraps. NRG looking a little more traditional here in terms of formation, but happy to put Scuba on an island, rightfully so.
Oh, the guy's been filthy with it. Marder again, though, willing to take a risk and takes their life.
Marder!
Oh, and third is fantastic. Fnatic caught asleep at the wheel and punished for this.
Exactly the sort of round the Kayak was pushing forwards for them. Marder capitalizes here. 3 huge kills.
Oh, it's magic for them.
They need this
First
round,
real
bro.
chance
They
for
need
Fnatic
this
to even
round.
believe in themselves. Gets crushed under that. So it falls to Alpha and Kron. 2 players who can excel. But Brock's got his number, man. Doesn't need to take any real risks on this either. Pick your poison.
Spike making his way over towards Scuba here. Alpha a little disconnected, trying to play towards cutting somebody off, but NRG happy to sit back on these numbers now.
So you've put your faith in Kron to win a 1v1, and Alpha needs to get you a kill. He can't. He was tracked the whole way. Brock on it, NRG! It's 12 rounds, and it's flawlessly achieved.
Just such an upswing once more for NRG. To pull out this sort of performance versus Fnatic, Marder just goes insane here.
It's magic from him. That's got to be something to remember there. Getting your team to 12.
Considering his map 1 performance where really struggled, like I said, NRG weren't capitalizing off of him laying his life down, but certainly here now, firing on all cylinders, NRG. Get any more than a whimper here from Fnatic in the second map.
The pace now on the shoulders of Kayak. Looks for the first, he finds it. Drops down Scuba, who's been the final boss of this. Boaster played in on 1. Still trying to stay alive. We've got Brock, Ethan, and Marder. For that plant, though, it's not in yet. Brock looking to maybe get that timing right here, but Alpha fully aware. Gotta be careful!
Oh my God.
And what a shot from
Whoa.
Brock. That's a problem.
ये ब्रो क्या मार रहा है?
On the cross up, a little bit of, oh my God, Marder, what a shot is that? But it's a 2v3.
Omen. We need Omen. We need Omen. We need Omen. Nice. Just plant and hold.
So close, but not connecting. Brock, 10 more seconds until the dart's back up, but he can gap close. He can get in their face. Tries to capture.
Oh.
Word.
They've gotten away, and Crashes has his ult. He's got util. They have everything they need to secure this round, but Brock, can you make something out of nothing? This is not the round you should be winning. But a chance. 3 HP. He's trying everything
Nice.
he could. The Fnatic.
अगर यहाँ से comeback हो गया मारी, याद रखियो.
So worried
10 gifted चाहिए तेरे से.
not having the spike even on the site by the time the smokes drop. That kind of wave of pressure has already passed.
Looks like Ethan
Bot.
almost caught one of those crosses, right? You think,
Tamiz
"Oh,
se,
if that
tamiz
was
se."
one before, you don't know what you're in for.
Marta catches one.
It was Marta, yeah, it
and
was
then
Marta.
Ethan, and then Brock almost catches the retreat
Yep.
on the pullback smoke.
Chup.
But it's just 4 on the board for Fnatic.
Yaar.
It has to be perfection and nothing less. And once again, Marta is here. The downfall before. The out drone should be enough to force him away. It is.
Actually, big info that you see the TP has invested so far across the map. I think Fnatic really can capitalize on that. It's still being Scuba on the other side now.
Yeah.
Again, look at how hard they have to work to even just get themselves in front of a site. Now taking a casualty. Crashies does have Hunter's Fury now.
Okay. Marta, you double. Marta, if you do this. Can just TP away.
We're gonna probably
Vote.
jump
Oh.
check this.
Lovely.
Okay.
As a look, he still knows they're there. Brock gets called in. Everyone batten down the hatches. They're on the way.
Almost.
Open things up on the backside. You're looking at Brock now, filling that space, playing up on that wall. It's been a problem for Fnatic to find their way forward. But Crash is going to find one.
Nahin,
Takes away
nahin,
Scuba.
nahin, 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 nahin,
Brock
nahin,
is
nahin, nahin,
waiting.
nahin, nahin, nahin,
They're just
nahin, nahin.
squeezing the smoke here. Chronicle's got some, but Brock's still standing, still surrounded. How is he still
Okay.
alive? Finally.
Okay.
Caught. It's Ethan and Marta. Back to the
Nah,
cycle
Ethan
one,
nahi.
but it's now a 2v4. It's a long road back.
Yeah, Marta tagged up as well, one away from his ultimate. Ethan will actually
Wait.
find Boaster as well.
Wait,
Second
okay.
clearance is there, but Crashies shut down Marta.
Ethan, okay,
Nice.
handle, 3 survive. I'm not believing yet, Mike. I'm simply not believing yet. But I'm down for Fnatic to prove it round by round. I want to see what they have. But man, that felt like on a knife's edge, right? Like,
I mean, all of these rounds will be with some throwing up these sorts of cutting sightlines the way he is. And players like Brock,
Playing
tapping
like
onto the
Nice,
back
nice,
side of it. It's just
अरे नहीं होएगा
it's
comeback.
such a treacherous
यार,
site to have to hit.
I wish हो जाए.
We'll force
I
out a
wish
timeout
हो
here
जाए
for
भाई
Vinod.
comeback. I really need these guys to come back, यार. क्या क्या ही होता है यार बेटा. ये ना ये हरामी ये बहुत मार रहा है भाई, बहुत ज्यादा मार रहा है यार. अरे ना आई कम बैक. एनआरजी टाइम आउट, एक राउंड निकालना है. टाइम आउट आ रहा है, स्ट्रेटजीज आ रही हैं एक राउंड के लिए. भाई फनाटिक की गेम्स यार, फनाटिक की गेम्स यार हमेशा ऐसे क्यों होते हैं? हमेशा इतने इंटेंस होते हैं फनाटिक के मैचेस. कब भी देख लो भाई, कभी भी देख लो. अगर वन साइडेड जीतते हैं या फिर इतना इंटेंस बना देता है ना मैच को.
an opportunity to
2-1,
Some of
there you
these
go.
Ultimates for Fnatic obviously did see Crashies invested in that Hunter's Fury previously. NRG happy to go toe to toe once more outside A. Yeah, with Kayak and Chronicle making good progress is certainly where Fnatic's game plan will drift.
And I was interested to see how much they might try and dig Alpha out of that position. I think Boaster might have a good idea of what's going on here. No! I thought Boaster knew! Marta's in their damn spawn! He's got a rifle! This can't be it. Keep the comms clean. Keep calm under pressure!
Nahi.
NRG! There's no way this is the round! Marta! Like a dagger in the back! And now it's all possible. Alpha, Crashies, Kron have to lock the hell in, Mike. This could be a disaster in the making. There's no falling back. They have to fight forward.
Absolutely do. Forced into the waiting arms of NRG here. Marta still controlling so much in terms of pressure here. Fnatic are just huddled back. Gifted a kill in this scenario to flip it.
They look dazed. They look stunned. Unsure of what just occurred. But with 28 seconds, you have to make your minds up. And it looks like it will end on a Brock willing, standing tall, Can he stand guard? He can! Drops the body! And Fnatic falling like flies! Marder investing the ult. He knows what's coming their way now. 10 more seconds. I can't believe what we've seen. It's unbelievable. NRG.
एंटी यार, एंटी नहीं, मजा आया भाई, मजा आया। लास्ट वाला तो भाई क्या निकाला है भाई एनआरजी ने। अबिस तो मतलब खा गई भाई वन साइडेड। पहले वाला बहुत क्लोज था, ठीक है, और जो सेकंड वाला था ना, सेकंड वाले में भाई जीजी कर दिया भाई एनआरजी इन फाइनल्स, नॉट डाउट अबाउट इट। ब्रू ब्रू ब्रू
हेलो
भाई क्या, क्या यार एनआरजी क्या मैच निकाला है।
Hey,
यस
yes, what is this?
जिन्हें फनाटिक को हरा दिया।
ये कैसा
हाँ,
ग्रीटिंग है? Yes.
वेलकम 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 यार, ये क्या निकाला है, क्या पुल।
अच्छा कर रहा है।
यार फनाटिक वर्सेस पीआरएक्स देखना था यार।
वही ना, पीआरएक्स भी तो है अभी,
फिर पीआरएक्स
पीआरएक्स
हारी
Now
मैं
भी
he
तो
डिसअपॉइंट हो
plays
जाऊंगा भाई।
है। हाँ
अगर हारी
good.
पीआरएक्स में डिसअपॉइंटेड हूँ भाई बहुत ज्यादा।
भाई, क्या है भाई, क्या चल रहा है यार। भाई फनाटिक के करके तो दिल से टूट गया। स्कूबा ने, सोम ने जो भरा है भाई, ब्रोक ने मारा है भाई। तो मैंने भाई एसेंट मैप पे ब्रोक ने जो निकाले ना राउंड्स, ब्रोक ने जो
वो
भूसी
तो
भरी
मैप
है।
ही फिर एनर्जी का है, मैप ही
हाँ,
एनर्जी का था वो।
नहीं नहीं, एसेंट इनका था,
किनका?
इनका फनाटिक का।
फनाटिक का
पीआरएक्स और
लोकस है।
डीआरएक्स, आई एम सपोर्टिंग पीआरएक्स, लेट्स गो, आई एम आल्सो सपोर्टिंग पीआरएक्स। मेरे को लग रहा है मेरे को डीआरएक्स को सपोर्ट करना चाहिए, बिकॉज जिसको मैं सपोर्ट कर रहा हूँ ना वो निपट जा रहा है भाई।
नहीं 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 भाई पीआरएक्स जीतेगी भाई।
अबे रुक, आई शो यू समथिंग। मेरी स्क्रीन देखो, दिख रहा है?
यस। आवाज नहीं आ रही।
रुक रुक, एक चीज दिखाता हूँ। मारी का देख, मारी देख मेरे को क्या भेज रहा है, दिख रहा है? मारी
फनाटिक बहुत ओवर कॉन्फिडेंस थी इस बार। ओवर कॉन्फिडेंस
भाई
होना
ये
सही नहीं
एनर्जी,
है।
मारी एनर्जी की साइड था, मैं फनाटिक की साइड था, और हामिद एक स्क्रीनशॉट लेके दिखा रहा है मेरे एक्सप्रेशन को। ब्रोक तो है ही अर्जुन में, अर्जुन में भाई वो ना मानता भाई, ब्रोक नहीं मानता। बिंग्स गया है पेरिस फाइनल्स के लिए। हाँ अभी तो वो है ना, फाइनल्स कब है
फनाटिक जीतनी चाहिए
भाई? लोअर लोअर फाइनल्स, लोअर उसमें लोअर ब्रैकेट गई ना अभी फनाटिक,
नहीं।
बाहर।
अगर प्लेऑफ है तो बाहर ही होएगा ना obviously।
अब PRX और DRX में से क्या लगता है तेरे को, कौन सी जीतनी चाहिए?
भाई PRX फॉर लाइफ। मैंने जर्सी मंगाई है 5,000 की। अगर बहन के लोड़े हारे ना ये।
कौन, PRX वाले?
हाँ मेरी जर्सी
अबे
ऑन द वे
गाड़ी
है
वाड़ी
भाई।
मत दे। हाँ भाई, भाई साहब भूसी भर दिया। पर
बहन
अगर
का सौत हो रही है
अगर
सापरी।
हुआ ना, मैं फनाटिक की मंगाऊंगा, फनाटिक की, सेंटिनल्स की।
यार नहीं यार, फैनेटिक नहीं बनती भाई जी ना। बहन क्या बोलूं यार मैं। नहीं अच्छी लगती फैनेटिक भाई।
यार नहीं यार, फनाटिक बहस की आग यार। फनाटिक एलिमिनेशन
हमारा
नहीं था
बंदा
ये,
फैनेटिक
लोअर ब्रैकेट
फाटू
गए में
देखो
फनाटिक।
फैनेटिक।
फनाटिक है भाई, फनाटिक मस्त है, मस्त लगती है भाई टीम। और वो
उनका
स्पेशली वो
पिछला लाइनअप
लाउड के
अच्छा था,
अगेंस्ट
ये
वाला वो
वाला
जो
नहीं।
था,
वो
लाउड के
तो
अगेंस्ट जो कमबैक था भाई, वो क्या क्रेजी था भाई। और ये अभी रिसेंट वाला ऐसा कुछ, मैं यार वेट कर रहा था कि ऐसा कुछ आएगा, पता है कि ऐसा कुछ निकल के आ सकता है, बट यू नेवर नो।
फैनेटिक तो अभी शायद लोअर फाइनल्स में आ गई।
लोअर ब्रैकेट में चली गई ना अभी।
हाँ लोअर फाइनल्स में है ना अभी। अभी ये DRX और जो PRX का होएगा उसमें से फिर फैनेटिक के अगेंस्ट होएगा एक। NRG तो सीधा फाइनल्स में पहुंच गई अब।
एनआरजी फाइनल्स में पहुंच गई। अब जो PRX और DRX में जो जीतेगा ना, उसके साथ होगा फनाटिक का।
हाँ फिर उसमें से एक बंदा NRG के
उनमें से
अगेंस्ट
फिर
खेलेगा एक।
एक जो जीतेगा वो जाएगा एनआरजी के अगेंस्ट।
भाई मेरे पिकम्स बिल्कुल परफेक्ट जा रहे हैं। बस इसमें पेपर एक्स जीतनी चाहिए। भाई इतने गोटेड मैंने किए थे ना इस बार
भाई
पिकम्स।
DRX जो है ये वो माको वाली है ना।
हम्म।
हम्म।
भाई माँ को गोट है भाई।
PRX कम है क्या भाई? PRX भी सही चल रही है भाई आज की डेट में। PRX भी हैवी मार रही है, पता है।
मार तो रिया है बट मेन थिंग इज
आपा
जो फॉर सेकंड है ना, फॉर सेकंड को ड्यूलिस्ट नहीं भेज रही है।
4 सेकंड यार, फिर वही है यार।
भाई अगर PRX जीत गई ना मेरे को इधर का वो मिल जाएगा 100% गोट। पिकम
मतलब
गोट। अरे वैलोरेंट में वो पिकम्स वाला होता है ना। अगर तुमने बिल्कुल सही गेस कर दिया तुमको पिकम गोट का बडी मिल जाएगा।
अरे फनाटिक वाला तो टोटली अनएक्सपेक्टेड था भाई। क्या? अच्छा तो
बहुत गंदा
वो
मारा है।
बहुत गंदा मारा है अभी जो निकाला है। और वो जो था भाई, उसमें भी यार, एसेंट में भी यार, वो माइनर हल्का सा लेफ्ट राइट हुआ, बस हल्का सा, वो भी निकल जाता, पता है। फनाटिक का यार मजा आता भाई। थर्ड मैप पे लोटस लोटस तो मतलब एनआरजी वर्सेस फनाटिक और ज्यादा क्रेजी होता।
आज क्या खेला है भाई।
एनआरजी अच्छा खेला, एनआरजी अच्छा खेली।
The fire, your touch pulls me into the night. Lose control, we're higher and higher. Heartbeat racing.
मेन दुख है भाई आसपास। बेचारा आ ही नहीं पाया।
आसपास यार बहुत वो करता है भाई,
उसने
आसपास
करोड़
बहुत
में
सेक्सी
इतना
करता है
क्रेजी
भाई।
मारा उसने करोड़ में इस बार भाई।
आसपास हमेशा ही भाई, आसपास कितनी ट्राई करता है भाई, कितना कैरी करता है भाई।
उसने बहुत गोटेड क्लच किया था भाई एक करोड़ में।
Spinning round till the night is over. Feel the heat like the red
एनर्जी के गेम्स में किया था उसने।
on this floor. We come alive.
भाई बहुत ज्यादा था यार, बहुत ज्यादा।
बेचारे G2
बेचारा
को तो इस बार धक्का मार के निकाला है बाहर भाई।
क्या?
G2 नहीं है G2
हाँ
लीफ
हाँ
और वेलन वाली।
हाँ।
उनको धक्का ही निकाल के बाहर मारा भाई। बहुत गंदा हराया था DRX ने G2 को भाई। 11-1 से जो कमबैक किया उन्होंने।
11-1 सेम स्कोर।
हाँ मारा भाई DRX ने बहुत उनको। लोटस में।
यार एनर्जी कैसे निकाल गई भाई, क्या निकाल गई भाई गेम यार। पता नहीं क्यों
फैनेटिक को हरा दिया भाई।
हाँ क्या मारा है भाई साड़ा दिल। अब इस पे तो ऐसा लगा है कि साड़ा बुली किया है भाई। 12 मिनट में गेम।
मेरे को पहले लगा था फैनेटिक वर्सेस पेपर एक्स होएगा फाइनल, बट भाई एनर्जी निकाल गई भाई।
ये हेरेटिक्स वाला काम होगा, देखियो हेरेटिक्स का भी आइडिया नहीं था ना किसी को भी, हेरेटिक्स निकाल के गई थी लास्ट वाला।
हेरेटिक्स का तो पिछले साल का बहुत लकी मैप था भाई।
हाँ वही तो बोल रहा हूँ,
लक से जीते, प्योर लक था भाई।
वही तो हेरेटिक्स जो निकाल के गई ना वहां पे, वो बहुत वो था।
अगले साल आएगा ना मजा, अगले साल सेंटिनल्स में वापस आएगा टेंस।
लेट्स गो,
फिर सेंटिनल्स ऑन टॉप
लाइन अप। अब आएगा मजा। अभी अपडेट हो गया होगा क्या यहाँ पे वैलो का?
नहीं क्या पिकिम्स?
हाँ
नहीं वो ग्रैंड फाइनल्स वाले दिन होएगा।
ऐसे
ग्रैंड फाइनल्स तो कल ही है।
हाँ इसमें से अभी डिसाइडर हो जाएगा ना कल। एजेंट रिवील भी था कल।
नहीं कल नहीं, परसों होएगा फाइनल। आज जैसे अभी होएगा PRX और DRX का।
हाँ कल होगा।
फिर कल लोअर फाइनल्स है, फैनेटिक वर्सेस जो भी जीतेगा, फिर उसके अगले दिन होएगा।
तेरे को कोई राइट वाले बंदे को जानता है तू इसमें?
मतलब
कोई राइट में लिंक है तेरा? मेरे को कुछ कंफर्म करना है।
क्या?
यही वॉच पार्टी
वही
यार।
हाँ यार, वैसे तो वैसे कुछ होता नहीं है।
वैसे कुछ नहीं होता, बट वही है बीच में अगर वो चीज अवेलेबल हो पाए तो मैं ऑफ स्ट्रीम बात
एक सेकंड अभी पूछता हूँ, एक सेकंड
पूछ ले एक बार कि कैसे रहता है, क्या रहता है। एक सेकंड देना चैट, तो कुछ देखना है। क्या रैंक पहुंचा रेक्सी तो?
ईमो 2।
नाउ ईमो 2 पहुंच गया, नाइस।
Also the one that talks the most probably.
कॉपीराइट आएगा।
किसका?
VCT।
किस चीज के ऊपर?
YT पे आई गेस।
स्ट्रीम के लिए?
बट आप तो ट्विच पे देख रहे हो ना? तो नहीं आएगा।
मैं ट्विच पे देख रहा हूँ, पर वही है यार ब्रो। बट स्टिल ना उन्होंने मेरे को देख एक ये मैसेज आया था।
एक सेकंड डीयू से पूछता हूँ, वो एक्सिलर भाई से पूछेंगे।
देख
डीयू सो रहा है यार।
टैक्सी देख, मैं तेरे को डीएम किया हूँ एक चीज। मेरे को ये मैसेज ये उनका वो था, ऑफिशियल स्टेटमेंट थी ये।
हाँ तो ठीक है, लास्ट लाइन में तो उन्होंने वही बोला ना कि मेन चीज वो आपने नहीं करनी, तो ठीक ही है। इसका मेन मतलब तो वही है, कोई भी रेंटिंग पे आपने वो नहीं करना। अगर कोई रेंट करे तो आपने अपना मतलब समझ रहे हो, रिएक्शन नहीं देना उस पर।
क्या निकाला है भाई, मेरा दिमाग पलट गया भाई।
अब सेकंड के केडी भाई
1.8
की
भाई VCT टूर्नामेंट में मार रहा भाई लौंडा, क्या चाहिए और भाई। भाई जिंग देखने मजा आएगा, जिंग और 4 सेकंड तो
इसकी मम्मी देखा क्या कहती, अरे इसके साथ में तो वो आती है, उसको बैग नहीं पैक करना तो और स्किन केयर नहीं करता अपना।
कौन जिंग?
हाँ जिंग की मम्मी ने बोला था।
बम मजा आएगा भाई। सो यार इनमें गाने चल रहे हैं पीछे, इसलिए कमेंट्री ऑन नहीं कर सकता मैं, बस वही चीज है यार, बार बार ना उन गानों के करके सारा वो करना पड़ता है।
लो वॉल्यूम लगा के पीछे नॉन कॉपीराइट साउंड लगा दो ना, हल्की सी आवाज कर दो और पीछे कोई नॉन कॉपीराइट सॉन्ग चला दो।
Of highs, but since that great run that they had in 2022, when they were able to really push forward and go deep, they haven't really been able maybe to recreate that magic until now. They had to move some pieces around, change some things up, but it did work out for them. Now look where they are.
Yeah, but this was their peak. They ended up not making it further when they did play all those years ago back in Istanbul. However, they've come back and they're making it to this point again. A moment that
यार फीलिंग आ रही है DRX निकाल के जाएगी।
DRX brings into
You never know भाई। I really want PRX now। भाई एटलीस्ट
क्यों फीलिंग, मेरे को फीलिंग पता क्या आ रही है लिटरली, DRX वर्सेस NRG होएगा फाइनल।
भाई आई वांट भाई एटलीस्ट फैनेटिक जाए या तो PRX जाए भाई।
तो ये जो विंगमैन बन के आता है ना भाई, गुस्सा अलग आता है मुझे। देख रहे हो भाई माउस पैड अपने लेके आए हैं कितने बड़े बड़े।
क्या इसके आंख 2-2 फीट के, 2-2 फीट के माउस पैड।
इस बार बहुत छोटा स्टेज है भाई, पिछली बार जो हुआ था ना अमेरिकन प्लेऑफ वो
एनॉर्मस
था।
They came in doubling down on this mosquito comp. They had great prep and it looked amazing. I'm excited to see how they continue to iterate that now into this next stage of a tournament where they've had that gap.
Yeah, well, let's actually get some words from one of the members of DRX, of course, the veteran, the man himself, Mako Yintu, had an opportunity to catch up.
I've got Mako here from DRX with me and Bella to do some translations. Now, Mako, this is the 11th time we see DRX.
So cute है भाई Mako।
Of all of them. So, in your opinion, what makes this one special?
स्पॉन्सर देख रहे हो उनका?
निसिन।
नहीं नहीं नहीं, DRX के ऊपर लेफ्ट साइड में जो लिखा हुआ है, देखो हाथ है जब वहाँ पे इसका।
PS कौन है? पोर्श।
रुको
Porsche
कह दे, let's go।
Porsche स्पॉन्सर कर रही है।
11th time meeting.
Crazy भाई।
What makes it special is that this is the biggest event, the biggest stage that we can meet them. So I'm just happy to play it against them. Thank you very much, Bella, and good luck, Mako.
ये सही है भाई, क्लच करके हंसने लग जाता है गोलू।
भाई एक्चुअली ये अगर जैसे मैं भी गाना चलाया मैंने पीछे बैकग्राउंड में, तो वो उसके साथ मर्ज इन होगा तो कॉपीराइट नहीं आएगा ना?
मैं तभी तो आपको बोल रहा है जुगाड़।
मेरे पे ट्यून्स रखी हैं बहुत सारी ना, वो वैसे तो मैं कोई भी लगा सकता हूँ।
Higher seed, Team A or Team B? Team B.
Sorry, Team B.
Yeah, good. So DRX, you will be A in your first band.
And Sunset.
Sunset, your band.
Abyss.
Abyss, and map 1 from
वो
DRX.
ला वही ला
सनसेट गया, अबिस गया।
Ascent, side on
अबिस तो इन्होंने वो
हेवन
फैनाटिक
लेगा ये PRX हेवन लेगी पक्का
लोटस लोटस लेट्स गो
जीत गई PRX जीत गई PRX जीत गई PRX जीत गई भाई
प्रेडिक्ट I'll go for PRX baby let's go
your band, you have Corrode and Haven.
Why do we ban
Then Haven.
भाई वो वोटिंग देख
भाई बैन कर अच्छा नहीं
ऊपर दिख रहा है तेरे को करोड़
हाँ हाँ
अबे ऊपर वोटिंग देख PRX को देख 1.8 मिल आए हैं कि PRX जीतेगी प्रेडिक्शन में
नहीं भाई हेवन बैन कर दिया PRX बेचारा लर्क नहीं कर पाएगा
You have Ascent, Lotus, and if necessary, we'll be taking a trip to a Corrode. Mimi, what you make of the series layout?
I think the biggest
अरे रे 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 रे
my opinion, probably the strongest for their opponent, getting rid of that Sunset and the Abyss respectively. And that means we end up with a pool that I do feel like is really even, and we'll also highlight some of the big differences in how these teams play, especially with map 1, Ascent going to that double duelist versus the Sage comp. I'm very
अटैक नहीं निकाल पाएगी मेरे हिसाब से PRX
जिंग है यार निकल जाएगा जिंग को बोलो इनिशिएट करने 4 सेकंड को बोलो जिंग को असिस्ट करे साथ में घुस के बस निकल जाएगा इजी भाई
ये 4 सेकंड को ये फ्रीमैन रखते हैं ना
हाँ बट वो बीटी है उसको रखना चाहिए पता है उसको रखना चाहिए क्या बोलते हैं इसको जिंग को रखना चाहिए समथिंग भी तो है यार समथिंग भी निकालेगा भाई समथिंग मारेगा मेरे को फील आ रही है समथिंग मारेगा समथिंग इज समथिंग
पता है इस बार का
कितना
$2,250,000
भाई साहब
225
DRX have a chance to knock them out in 4th place and stay alive.
What a wild turn of events that would be, but this is it, folks. Our lower bracket match is about to begin. It's a Pacific throwdown, so let's go ahead and bring out your two teams. Here's DRX.
पर बंदे को भाई 2-2 करोड़ रुपए आएगा हैवी अरे ये जो आपने नॉन कॉपीराइट वाला सॉन्ग लगाया हुआ ये अकेला स्ट्रीम पे लग सकता है क्योंकि मेरे को भी आ रही है आवाज ये
मतलब
ये जो आपने नॉन कॉपीराइट सॉन्ग लगाया हुआ है इसकी आवाज मेरे को भी आ रही है
स्क्रीन शेयर पे
हाँ
वो आएगी वो सिर्फ उस पे काश लगा पाता मैं साड़ा फिर मेरे लिए एक्सपीरियंस वो नहीं होता पता है एक सेकंड हो सकता है शायद
The hardest team to put down in Valorant is PRX, but DRX, they are already defied the odds, defied the expectations, made it all the way here, despite, there being a world where they didn't even attend champions.
दिख रहा है तेरे को अभी भी आ रही है
आ तो रही है
एसेंट और लोटस भाई इन्होंने भी 2-0 मार दिया तो व्हाट इफ इन्होंने भी 2-0 मार दिया तो
नहीं मारेंगे।
You never know
2-0 तो नहीं खा सकती, PRX नहीं खा सकती 2-0। 2-0 मार जरूर सकती है,
PRX ना वही बोल रहा हूँ 2-0
बट यार उनकी बहुत अच्छी टीम है यार DRX की।
DRX की तो है यार। Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And that's the thing that kind of sticks with me here, right? I think when you look at, the results and the matchups, you do have to look at that win against G2 because G2 is coming into this tournament as one of the heavy favorites. And they didn't just beat them, they shut them down. Valorant had no idea what to do.
डीमन आप नॉन कॉपीराइट म्यूजिक हटा सकते हो, होगी बात मेरी। आपका फेस कैम लगा हुआ है ना?
चलेगा यार फिर भी फेस कैम के बिना बीटी है।
हाँ अगर फेस कैम ना करते और वॉच पार्टी करते तो दिक्कत थी, बट आप फेस कैम कर रहे हो। अभी डीओ से बात हुई है मेरी।
आर यू श्योर?
हाँ अभी बात करके हटा हूँ मैं, एक्सिलर से पूछ के बताया उसने।
मेरे को पता नहीं क्यों हो रहा है कि यार कहीं बेंच स्ट्राइक मार देंगे।
नहीं स्ट्राइक तो नहीं मारते।
कान फट रही है मेरी।
कुछ नहीं होता।
tournament, and you put them up against a DRX who their whole game plan is around set plays with the waylay and that agent select on your
भाई एसेंट पे पिटेगी यार ये PRX, पक्का पता है मुझे। PRX पिटेगी भाई एसेंट पे।
PRX पिटेगी।
हाँ भाई DRX का अटैक बहुत अच्छा है भाई एसेंट पे।
Let's see.
भाई MRBR को मारा था, MIBR को इन्होंने। वो देखो तो सही DRX का एसेंट विन 100%। वो काम पर है भाई।
Thank you very much, Golden Boy. Yes, here we are again. The 11th time that these teams have clashed here in VCT. 15th time overall. If you look at the off-season events, this should be an absolute banger.
No doubt. It's two teams whose destinies have been intertwined, not just in name, but in the way that they perform, not just regionally, but globally. They're constantly at each other's throats to be going into the next level of events, to be taking trophies in Pacific. And this, as Mako said, in the pre-show interview, is the biggest one yet. They've only ever faced off in internationals in the upper bracket finals at Reykjavik and Tokyo. And so now this is a do or die, and it's the first time they find themselves in that matchup in a global event.
Quiet to start things off here. DRX, of course, first on the attack. Still have the spike dropped in a neutral position. As a triple face forward up cat here from PRX, trying to see if they get a spot, get a catch, but so far, nothing quite being seen here. But DRX now getting clustered up outside of A main. And this is going to be the heavier side of the map for PRX on the defense.
Yeah, kind of curious if PRX has some kind of anti-play here with that wall right at the door. Kind of shut down these duelists.
Paranoia going to be going through. That's going to be Hyunmin having to just go ahead and refract back. Flashback ends up getting stranded on an island. He gets taken down.
Yeah, love the setup there from PRX, playing off of Devi's wall. He's got a bunch of ability to shut things down. Something taking some damage. Couldn't trade out any to the DRX
Something
player.
अभी warm up कर रहा है.
PRX in case this ends up going to be, which it is. Gonna leave freeing on a bit of an island here as he tries to
And दिखा nice.
Does eat damage on this point.
अच्छा मैं PRX की side हूँ sorry. Nice Batman. 4 second Jing.
70 HP, frantically trying to find a shot. Sends out the recon.
अरे Jing ना मान रहा. Jing ना मान रहा मेरे भाई.
Yeah, a big win here, but it's all on the back of the initial strategy plus the mid-rounding from PRX, something that they have improved upon mightily, and I'm sure a lot of fingers would be pointing towards Mini in that regard, the way that they're able to slow down their play, the way that they're able to make these good rotations. You know, the trap plays have always been there, playing with that wall in the front, shutting down those duelists on the entry.
4 second आज mood में भाई. 4 second mood में.
Stalling with this comp that
अच्छा किया भाई 4 second की जर्सी मंगा के.
Something I've been wanting to see more from this team on this map. You have so much utility on this defensive side to make life awful for the attackers.
Quick TP into wide.
Mood में है 4 second आज पूरा.
A main here. Gate crash going forward. That'll just get cleared out. For now, PRX very much having the upper hand. It's just going to be freeing. Set back over towards B main. Full classics, of course, here for DRX. So see what kind of damage they're going to be able to deal.
Yeah, you got to be wary of Mako in that smoke. You don't want to give him a freebie with the classic there. Jing goes out the slow orb. Just trying to delay beta response. Get some kind of info, but DRX playing it close to the vest.
Ball now at the ready. It's just going to be timing util across the board here for the side of PRX.
Oh, okay.
Now the face
Nice.
Able to find himself a
Nice. He knows.
Cleans up one.
Nice.
Spray.
Nice.
It's going to be another 3K, potentially more.
भाई कुक कर रहा है भाई Jing mood में है.
A world away.
ना मान रहे भाई ये ना मान
Like
रहे.
a flawless round is freeing. Best he can really muster is going to be a collection on the orb. He does need to die.
He does.
30 seconds left.
All comes up.
They know.
Brex now well aware of where he is going to be. Looks like he's going to try to hand this one over to something.
There you go, my friend.
It's a 2-0 start for PRX.
And again, I like the patience that we're seeing from PRX. They're not overcommitting to that angle. I mean, do you think of PRX a year ago, 2 years ago, Jing and Forsaken are just rushing onto this A main position. Instead, they're playing smart. They're using that wall to set up a high-low. You know, Forsaken could even TP up on top of that wall, right, to add an extra layer to it. They have the smoke there that he can duck into to avoid the recon. There's a lot of really nice layers to that play. Jing and Forsaken. And if you can get the Battle Sage going here for PRX on this map, that is scary.
Upgrade now here to the Outlaw. Only one player with half armor on the side of DRX. It's going to be flashbacks. We'll see. Something is going to be able to get him in his sights. A little bit of taps there through the smoke. Mako unable to find a connection. Ups the back
Something कितना aggressive खेल रहा है बे?
Fully investigating mid.
Quite a big change up in the Vice utility here. They're really spreading it across the map. From Devi, he's got the wall in.
भाई उधर से अगर आया ना तो kills मिलेंगे उसको भाई. अरे 4 second revive भी कर दिया third round में.
Maintains a 4v4, but damage dealt to a lot of players on the side of the
Nice. Batman.
Flashback, both get taken down through the clone.
Batman looking sharp to start. Hit some nice ones there.
Widely leaves just Mako as that Arc Rose flash goes through. They confirm presence here on the side. He's trying to swing in. Saturate, trying to get that one around the corner. Rebounds off the wall. Does manage to get a minor connection, but they're very much held at bay, and the spike is still stranded in mid. DRX. Like they're going to be in an unwinnable position, especially as Mako gets ready to swing this. A high-low setup with another player around the corner. It's going to be Devi to find the kill. Gunman 10 just try to tuck away here in hell and hold on to this Vandal, but there's still 20 seconds.
Yeah, you would expect PRX to go on.
भाई normal लोगों को 20 seconds की तरह कम लगता है ना. इस time पे तो 20 seconds ऐसा लगता है मैच खत्म हो जल्दी से.
Oh my god, those are so close.
Oh,
अरे
spray just a bit off. Something able to find it with the classic, and that's going to be the bonus conversion now coming through here from PRX once again. A very steady round.
I can't stress how impactful of a start this is for PRX, because if you think about this map, they've had shaky defenses throughout this Champions. PRX just hasn't really been able to find that consistency. They're often finding themselves in large deficits to start their defender side, and they have to claw back into those 5-7, 7-5 halves. And on the other side of the coin, DRX is generally very, very good on the attack on this map. And so all of these things coming into play are extremely concerning for the DRX players. They need to get something going here. Maybe not in this round, but for sure in the next.
Vice rotate कर गए.
Still a decent investment compared to what we're used to seeing from DRX.
Battle stage ही कह दे जनाब.
Bring shut down Jing instant with the headshot.
head नहीं दिखा.
Just here on the other side of that wall, but Jing having dropped off here into the corner, means that he is just not really going to be punishable from this position at all, and that wall is still going to be standing for quite some time. Flashback's just praying for a pixel out of place, but he's just not going to be given one.
They're just going to wait this out, just trying to eat as much time as they can. But that drone, doesn't get the spot.
Well, there's the jump, but it's still going to be only minor damage taken again. The weaponry just not going to be strong enough. Wall now getting ready to fall. Has a clone there to try to block, but Jing still will be able to find that headshot. Bane peeling back a kill as Divide.
What?
It's a draw down with a ghost.
Why full confident है भाई लोंडे.
Zero start with 4 players still standing for PRX.
Yeah, I mean, the economy is going to be out of control for PRX, and they are looking so solid in their protocols. And you have to like the way that Jing is finding these timings with the Sage wall and is getting tons of value out of it. He's 9-1 now, and he's playing so confidently, so smart there. Even with the clone in his face, he's able to react in time to take Flashback down. A nice cheeky play from Flashback, but it's dealt with properly, and that's huge. That is frankly something that when I was watching the VODs, when we were getting ready to come here to Paris, was the fact that you have these two walls in this comp, and I didn't like the way that PRX wasn't necessarily always getting value out of them. They were often just throwing them down in the early part of the round, and then trying to place a mid-round after that, and they still often were getting the misreads. They weren't quite finding the success in that mid-rounding style. So now you're just being a little bit more patient. Jing looking for his moments, and has been really on point so far, to say the least.
No, he very much has. I mean, it's 9-1 and 1
अबे
here
रुक,
at the moment.
मैं इसको कर ही देता हूँ यार. कहीं बाद में बेंच बीटी पड़े. मैं एक से कंफर्म कर लूँगा. मेरे को डाउट हो रहा है कॉपीराइट्स का. रेक्सी कहाँ गया तू?
यहाँ पे हूँ.
इधर ही. क्या लगता है बे PRX की फॉर्म देख के?
4-0 भाई. Interesting.
Now Andre भाई.
See if they can, continue this run throughout the rest of the half. But this round, absolutely a must-win.
This time, going for the rush play here. Pushes forward, there's a big reveal, but it's going to be a quick escape from Flashback. Does manage to avoid catastrophe, still eats a bit of damage on the exit.
And that's okay. You can do that now because you've been conditioning them that you're going to be slower off the start. Something with that judge trying to tuck into the corner.
Okay, Kenman does manage to find that one. I thought perhaps he missed the timing as Flashback was sprinting through that smoke, but Kenman also able to find another kill. Batman does get taken down, but the AWP here from Divide now ringing out, now being known. Flashback is deep here in the site, and Forsaken has no read of that whatsoever. Losing to a backstab, and now he's got two players with plenty of cash, but with an operator to try to retake a site versus 4. You know that you felt damage. The question is, do you actually try to commit in for this?
You could maybe throw Jing at it and just see if he could find anything.
It's Jing, the first one to start backing away, so the call to save has been made. DRX.
Op save करो, op save करो.
Will be able to get themselves on the board here.
चलो, op save करो.
Quick pacey hit, a trap play. Doesn't really get sprung by PRX on the opposite side of the map. They managed to execute well on the B.
And it's just DRX going back to what makes them so successful, right? Like I said earlier, I think the name stands for does ridiculous executes. And just right there, you're seeing why, right? Like they're so good in those set plays. But they're going to need more than just that, I would suspect, potentially. But I think I'd keep dipping into that well until PRX proves that they can stop it. That right there Really good stuff. Getting flashback in there, not having to worry about something because flashback throws his ult through. You know, Forsaken just not really registering that maybe the dimensional drift had ended there.
No, you big head.
You have a big head?
I believe that's what he said.
Okay, maybe it means like big brain.
Yeah, could be.
Or maybe he's just insulting his player. Not sure. Either way, onward we go. DRX is going to be able to get some back-to-backs here. Obviously, the money. It's going to take a lot of consecutive round wins for DRX to break the bank of PaperX at this point.
Giving yourself good opportunity here in this round with the alt cycles as well. Bane one away, Hyunmin one away from their big game changers. See if they can get those orbs scooped up and get cycled into it. Actually going to give it to Freeing, puts his one away as well from a Steel Garden. Patman looking to find some damage somewhere. Forsaken got lit up a bit off screen.
Not fully sure how. Maybe just standing forward into the smoke, a bit of spray.
Damon bhai.
Mako's Phantom perhaps. Does allow for something to get posted up on this angle, and there's the heal coming through, and there's the peak. As Mako does go down.
Oh, that's brutal. That's your smoke's gone for this round.
Smoke's gone.
वो खेलेंगे क्या?
Here in front
Visual
of
Daddy.
the main wall set up as well.
Watchparty
हो
रही भयंकर.
Angle to make sure that there's no one posted up on
MIBR?
But now Jing swings back around.
क्या है MIBR?
Instantly over towards bench.
अच्छा गन
देखा है
है
जिंग के वैंडल पे
Information. That's why you see the rotation starting to come through for PaperX. Now
ये
swoop in, and then
What?
Nice रे जिंग.
भाई जिंग नहीं मान रहा भाई जिंग ना मान रहा.
completely dismantles them. Finds himself now
गया
11-1 potentially looking for that 12th kill here. He will find it.
भाई पे
Another
जिंग
3K.
भाई.
A flawless PaperX up 5-1.
You gotta love.
मूड में आ
Here
भाई
that Jing is
लौंडा.
taking. It almost doesn't work out. DRX
बहुत
kind of gets a
momentum मिल
sense
गया
of it,
उसको. Nice
but he
रे.
just wins out the fight. He's just too
ओए.
good right now.
Double
Hyunmin there,
kill था.
just able to duck the collapse.
Bro,
Jing
ये
मेरे जैसा खेलता है भाई जिंग.
He's trying to rotate over, and I like this
मेरे से
aggression.
सीखा है.
Different looks. Every round has been something quite different from Jing in his positioning, in the way that he's
भाई
delaying
बंदा
with his
12
wall.
एक चल
In
रहा है
this
भाई.
case, looking for the lurk late round. All these little things that we're seeing added into his game today are why he is lighting up the scoreboard.
He was watching that previous game clearly. Saw Scuba going crazy on Abyss. Well, yeah, I could do that.
चलो भाई पर सेकंड का राउंड है.
Absolutely incredible from him. Starting one charge away from his second res of the half here at round 7.
Absolutely bananas. Trying to test that A site pressure. Wall at the front. A lot of the Vice util in tree. So this is going to be a little bit tricky potentially for DRX. There's a lot of stall ability here. See if they can hold on.
Fury looking for the
Oh,
opener.
nice.
Forsaken able to snipe Hyunmin out of the sky. Escape there on the TP flashback.
4 second, nice.
Forsaken comes
4
out.
second.
सेकंड का राउंड है.
Able to find one there with that sheriff. Covers a weapon, has to go for the reload, but Jing is on the approach.
गया.
He's got the timing.
भाई फॉर्म में है भैया जी यार.
ना मान रहे भाई.
छोले भटूरे खा के आए हैं आज, मैं सच्ची बता रहा हूँ. दिल्ली बफ मिला हुआ है.
भाई
The
साहब.
timings here are so precise.
Oh, I'm
Nice little
pretty
flick up,
pissed.
dodge out of the Hunter's Fury and the trailing Hyunmin.
You dig
For
you?
Forsaken, and he doubles down. Gets a 3K to boot. Absolutely
Nice.
just fearless are these PaperX players. And they are starting to run away with things here. DRX has enough for this buy. If they lose this one, they're going to be back onto an eco. Need to find a way to get value out of these ultimates. You've got some big ones. You've got that convergent paths. You've got the Steel Garden.
समथिंग बहुत aggressive खेल
Should
रहा है.
be a very winnable round if you can get some value out of those. Something, though, so far forward.
He's tucked in here.
वो देख उधर.
Hyunmin able to find one. Forsaken going to be dead over at main.
Oi.
Spot out the kill.
Bro,
Shot है बे.
shot
That's
है.
great. That's freeing down. No more Steel Garden to be
क्या
concerned about.
जिंग गया.
ना ना ना
Trying to set
ना
the wall.
ना.
We'll be able to
कहीं
do
की
something.
बॉल खींची जा
बॉल
रही है.
करके भाग gaya.
At the same time, going for the entry,
Okay.
swings back Jen, caught with a flash.
Okay.
माँ को मरेगा.
Held up here for the moment, just has to try to clear that clone. Site is going to be taken, but DRX
माँ को मरा.
trying to go for this plant, but something now disrupting.
no,
Sprinting
no,
at them
no.
here with the dimensional drift in play. It's his exit over towards A main. That's exactly where Flashback's exit is
So,
set up. And now Mako's going to be dead. Despite he's not even
भाई
planted
रीड
yet.
है भाई.
Tree,
Immortal
tree,
read
tree,
है
tree,
भाई.
tree.
It's just going to be Hyunmin trying to
Immortal
do
read
it.
है.
जिंग देख कैसे पार्कोर कर रहा है भाई.
Patman will get them
जिंग
over the
पार्कोर
line.
कर रहा है.
DRX continue to be in dire straits.
Jing 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 jing
Just
jing jing.
classic Paper Rex right here. Wanting to get aggro as you're
Crazy.
trying to get into your plant.
ये सही था
भाई,
भाई,
This
ये
is something they do so well.
आम दिख
It's
रही
all
थी सिर्फ
because
उसकी
something is able to get his ult going, and he's able to use it so effectively, create that extra
वो
angle that DRX has
क्या
to worry
कॉन्फिडेंस में
about
चल
from
रहा
main
है
as
देखियो
well.
14-2
And just
14-2
होएगा 2-0 होएगा फीलिंग आ रही है
even be started.
अगला तो लोटस है भी इनका
9-10-13 एक किल और करेगा ना
That second
नहीं
timeout is absolutely necessary.
भाई उनके पूरे
लोटस पे
टीम के
किन क्या
बराबर
लोटस में गोटेड है भाई ये
कौन PRX
हाँ लोटस में गोटेड है भाई PRX
PRX
ये
भाई
उनके सोच लो DRX के पिक मैप
हैं,
पिक के
हाँ।
अंदर इतना मार रही है PRX उनको
और ये कितना स्वीट है यार जिंग ना
जिंग बहुत स्वीट है
भाई
और सेकंड
साहब
भी अच्छा है भाई स्माइल बड़ी प्यारी है उसकी
भाई इन दोनों का डेडली डुओ है भाई एक इन दोनों का है एक यार उसमें भी थे ये
एक है जैकन और टेंस का
जैकिन या जैकिन और टेंस का एक यार मेरे को एक बात बता फनाटिक में कौन था जो डर के रेस खेलता था उसके साथ जेट खेलता था लियो तो इनिशिएटर खेलता था I guess।
काजक
कायाक
पता नहीं था एक अल्फाजक पता नहीं क्या था भाई और रो रहा है
एलफायर था ना एक नहीं वो आंखें सेक रहा है एलफायर था ना एलफायर यार जेट नहीं खेलता था यार उस डरके के साथ एक बंदा था या तो लियो खेलता था लियो तो मेरे ख्याल से इनिशिएटर खेलता था और एलफायर ये वो खेलता था अपना सेंटिनल कुछ भी हो भाई क्या
काजक क्रॉनिकल क्रैशी
Guard itself. You're not going to find the most value. Will get the singers out of hand, at least for now. It's just going to be Hunman quickly refracting back out towards safety. This execute here from DRX has very much been slowed up.
ओए बच गया
ओ बच गया
Caught them a
Bro!
chance.
शॉट है बे
Oh, a shot on a flashback.
Bro!
They say we don't need the guns.
अरे
Take them away.
एक बच
We'll
गया
take
और
your
जिंग पागल हो
life.
गया
Jiggins himself another 3K with Sheriff in
जिंग
hand.
पागल हो गया
17-3
DRX cannot
bro
buy around.
17-3
That is absolutely backbreaking. I mean,
हाँ
when you commit the Steel Garden,
Smurf
the
कर रहे हैं
sheriffs
वो।
are there in the back pocket, and Paper Rex,
ठीक है
भाई बहुत
fearsome
अच्छा
Jing,
ओ भाई
just tiled
ये
in
देख
ना भाई
3 बंदे मार
another
गया
3K.
अपना काम कर गया भाई ये तो सेज
It's a lot. It is a lot.
ये क्या हो रहा है ये
See, Coach Cameron, Alex is popping off.
Wait,
With
what world is this?
positivity.
Have I changed dimensions?
It's absolutely insane. He's got 17 kills with 9 rounds played.
Unbelievable. Well, Flashback has his ult. Still sitting on a res as Jing just hasn't needed to use it. Patman has the Hunter's Fury as well. So my goodness, DRX got to dig deep here, find some way. Use this dimensional drift to get a good read, get a good execute. See if you can get around some of this oppressive Sentinel util. Jing again up on the wall, but taking a really tight angle here. Expecting that maybe somebody would be trying to play through that smoke. Maybe Mako is going to get aggressive in that position. TP coming his way. Jing going to back off for now. 3-man stack heading over towards A. This looks to be
right here,
kind of the landing zone here, but there hasn't been much contact on the map for either side, so kind of playing a guessing game. Our Paper Rex trying to figure out exactly how
ओ भाई क्या होल्ड
to
कर रहे हो
maneuver
एक के बाद
themselves. They've maybe guessed wrong.
भाई
And
जो
it's
लॉबी मैं खेलता हूँ उसमें
over
भी
to
सेम
try to
खेलते हैं
disguise this dimensional drift.
क्या
Spot on one. Not sure if he actually.
मॉडल 2 हूँ ना भी मैं सेम ऐसे
Paranoia was
एग्जीक्यूट
sent out
करते हैं वो
behind this with
सारे
flashback.
हाई ग्लो प्लेयर्स
Gonna make an exit here into hell on the A site. Otherwise, unoccupied here by Paper Rex.
बैटमैन के
They'll
दो
have to
किल
start looking for a retake. Something.
समथिंग पीछे गया
Will not read it quite well. As late shocked her from Batman. Is able to find Mako. Must have sent that one out before the Hunter's Fury had been
भाई
committed.
सारे MIVR
Either way, lands, finds a kill, keeps it into a 4v4.
मरा मरा
Trying to hold
मरा
the
Oh.
door. Wide swing up and free,
Bro.
covering fire. Out of
Crossfire
the
अच्छा मारा
DRX,
Batman
long last, are gonna be able to
tactical
find themselves a second round win. Batman still with potential to be able to do some
कर
damage
जाएगा
here.
बचा यार बैटमैन
नहीं
नहीं
होगा
होगा नहीं
Has been
होगा
collected as well.
Eh?
Get a kill.
Aye,
The answer's gonna be
hi.
no. damn near
उसकी गन नहीं
flawless.
दिखती
Just
ना
shot
तो
there from
क्लोज
Mako.
एक्सपेक्ट करता है.
The draw blood as DRX will finally be able to double up.
Yeah, and you know, showing just
जाएगा
how
score.
valuable that your ult is. Getting that great info.
9-3.
Open up the A side,
9-3.
get that plant down, get into that post-plant scenario. Much tougher for PRX to deal with that. A great crossfire setup at tree because of freeing. Finding the timing on the backstab to something. Finally able to kind of win out. One of those scenarios that comes down to just who's going to get the read on who. Flashback going to have an op coming into this round as well. DRX, 2 more to go in this half. Let's see if they can make it an 8-4. End on the right foot. Some pressure from freeing, but something's challenging with this op. That gets rid of the wall, though.
Freeing had considered, I think, a swing to clear the drone, but wisely tucks away.
क्या
Wins
रिकॉर्ड है
his
भाई?
operator here. Here's that jump forward, and he has to know who's going to be on the other side of that corner. Stays tucked here for the moment. DRX, though, not really scaling forward. Flashback just now beginning to take some space into mid, but they've widely been contained by this one-way smoke and A-main.
Yeah, they're just being really slow. Really trying to work out if there's going to be any lurks, any attempted kind of pressure on the map from PRX. I just seen the jump spot there from Devi. Wall up for Jing. This also seems to be part of the game for them. Waiting this Sage wall out. They don't want to give that extra info over intentionally, at least so far.
It's a late placement, though. They're going to have to clear this.
Yep.
Something once again on the hunt. Pushing forward, and it looks like freeing. Might just be falling into the trap, and he has.
Nice.
बहुत अच्छी ऑफ
Patience,
चलाता
a
है.
virtue here for something. Order with another kill. We'll see segments need to be broken down, but they just don't have great weaponry for it. Bane could use the Phantom, but he wants to try to save that precious ammo. Thorns now.
अब तो भाई कांग
Set up
चलाता है
to
भाई.
try to slow them up.
Yeah, वो पागल है.
My faces forward, looking, finding a good amount of damage there. On to Bane, gets the finishing shot. Now the time starting to get away from him here is Jing. Take out one, but trade there on the Devi, but Jing still sat into the corner. He's absolutely indomitable in this map.
Nah.
20 kills. As PRX lock up a 9-2 half.
And it's another 3K.
10 seconds left.
This is maybe the best half of Valorant I've ever seen from Jing, and we've seen some damn good ones.
10-2.
But what a moment to step up. A lot of questions sometimes when he's not on that raise, and he's answering them in a big way.
24-1 is absolutely ridiculous, and he's had this res for the longest time, just hasn't really had a need to use it.
चार की गेड़ी बना के बैठा
The
लौंडा.
previous, you could argue, but so quickly we're PRX overwhelmed. Now they're looking to go ahead and get themselves a 10-2 half. PRX at this point going to be playing for a 9-3, but that's a very good shot.
Nice
from
shot,
Frank.
nice shot.
Dodges the up shot and responds in con. Convergent path's now going to be sent out over towards the A site. Forsaken, however, not going to be caught by this up at heaven. Paranoia.
Bye.
For a second.
Bro.
Go ahead and jump away, but Patman now going to be taking down flashback trade.
PRX on top,
Find that
baby.
kill. Push from Jing, getting ready to come through. Might
No
be a
doubt
catch,
about
but no,
it,
it's just going to be the res.
कहाँ
Get
उठा
something
रहा है?
back into the
अभी
fight.
तक
Brings
hold
it
कर रहा है
down
भाई वो.
into a 4v4. Spring shows that he is still present on this side of the map.
Cool.
And Flash does not connect. He's backpedaling away. These two players, though, a world apart. That still
Nice.
plays well. TRX trying to defend the site, but Freeing does get caught.
Back to up, baby.
Timing from Mako, found on the Jing. TP forward across. Forsaken gets himself situated here at A main, but Kevin very quick to adjust. Finds the shutdown and gets himself a 3K of his own. DRX.
They call it a 9-3.
But just a dominant half from PRX. Really have found good tweaks on this defender's side to get themselves well situated to take their opponent's map pick away from them.
DRX going to need to come out swinging. None of these round wins have been consecutive. They've all been
Expected
spread
था ही नहीं
out.
भाई
They've all
मेरे
been very labored. They need to have a stronger
कोई
start.
नहीं,
They want
PRX का
someone to come
100%
back.
win है
Otherwise,
attack पे.
try to get a ton on Lotus, and that is a scary prospect for them. Let's go ahead, though, as we go into the halftime break. Send it over to Lou, who's hanging by in one of our various watch party booths.
What a pleasure for me to be joined by Whipper French, DRX, big fan and of course co-streamer. Whipper, mon frère, tu le sais, Renaud, je suis trop contente de t'avoir ici au Champions. On va se poser quelques petites questions. And we have Zerator right behind us. So first of all, where did that passion for DRX started from? We know you've been following them since 2021. So why this?
भाई crazy मार रहा है भाई जिंग ना मान रहा भाई. तेरे को क्या लगता है अटैक में कौन चलेगा अभी इनकी तरफ से?
PRX बेबी, PRX की अटैक बहुत अच्छी है भाई इस एंड पे.
क्या हैवी इसमें अटैक में कौन डोमिनेट करेगा?
अटैक में PRX भाई, उनका 100% विन रेट है यार. रिसेंट में कभी नहीं हारी अटैक में. सोचो तो सही
भाई साहब. भाई कुछ तो भाई बहुत तगड़ा मांगे भाई. और फनाटिक वर्सेस PRX भाई लोअर ब्रैकेट फाइनल्स में देखने में मजा तो आएगा. फनाटिक को ना अभी चेक मिला है, पता है फनाटिक को चेक मिला है. अगला मैच देखे क्या खेलने वाले हैं. फीलिंग आ रही है अंदर से.
Je suis un rendez-vous sur lequel on peut compter, je pense. Voilà.
Notre rendez-vous de watch party préféré, of course. So yeah, I'm doing all watch parties, game changers, you know, challengers, every league. So if you're just an esports fan of Valorant, just join. And of course, we are doing marble races in my chat. So you can, of course, tune in. Merci beaucoup, Renaud. Thank you so much. And we're going to see if DRX can take the win or not on Ascent. See you.
Seems like a man of culture, likes Mako's, got a good taste in glasses. And yeah, go ahead and check him out, of course. But let's go ahead and dive into our Coinbase Econ report here. And Jing.
Take a guess.
Jing. I like Jing.
Jing good.
Zoom in on Jing. There we go. It's Big Dam. The TLDR.
Yeah. This is the Three Gorges Dam here. This is absolutely massive. I mean, look at that. He is just destroying Flashback, too. I mean, that shuts down so much of that entry power that DRX wants to bring into these situations. Yeah, you've got Yunman there as well, but so much of it is predicated on those extra flashes and things like that that you can get into the mix. And just wrecking Flashback after he had such a good performance for DRX against MIBR to get here. Tough start, but who knows? It's Ascent, it's Defender's side.
All being at the turn of this pistols. There's a ping reveal, but it's going to be Bane who actually ends up taking the brunt of the damage.
Oh, this is going to be completely unnoted.
वेले क्या आया है बे मिड से निकल के?
Has found so much space off of this. I mean, unless PRX just fully commits to this B hit, in which case you're running into the strong side of DRX. You're still going to have the fast rotations from Mako and Hyunmin. I mean, this has to just be an extremely clean execute for PRX, and you better hope that DRX's players don't find this timing on the lurk.
Hyunmin able to find it. Tabin goes down. That means that the spike now dropped, and that very much slows up the approach. Thorns as well going to be popped as something forward over towards Steps. The swing out, and somehow Bane surviving. Able to find that one free. Able to answer back and kill as well as Bane gets himself a second. Heroics being put up from this guy. Spike starting off the round with basically no health. Spike now rolled away here from Divide, completely, utterly surrounded. He tries to advance forward. The swing is going to be there, and Hyunmin will be the one to put it down. DRX find the pistol that they desperately needed.
Yeah, that's a massive win for DRX. And it's all off the back of that early pressure that they're able to create with Hyunmin. Able to take so much space, find that pick. Wow, Bane on the fadeaway there. Finds two. A little bit off the mark for the PRX players on some of those shots, but yeah, you can hear the sighs of relief here for DRX. They really needed to get things going in their favor. They were just blown out of the water in that first half, but now they've got an opportunity to maybe return the favor, just a Sheriff for Divide. Otherwise, a couple Guardians. You got the Spectre, you got the Bulldog, you got the Marshall.
Divide looking for a timing, but will end up getting taken down. Sheriff that he's usually so consistent with, not going to be
Bro,
Bro,
what?
Quickly comes up with a 4K out in mid.
आगे भाई DRX वाले भी आगे.
From the Guardian, DRX find themselves now a 2-0 start in the second half.
Now let's see if DRX is going to be able to diagnose and cure some of these mid-pressure, these mid-lurks. that DRX has been able to prescribe for themselves, because you're going to have to start shutting that down if you're going to get any purchase into these attack-sided rounds. So I think you got to just make sure that you're at least contesting that space early. You know, let Devi, let Forsaken control the extremities, control B main, A main, but really some of the other players need to be working on this. Flashback loves this smoke position. Wants to try to
again.
Yeah.
Pushing forward here in the mid, spot on the Jing, but just can't quite line it up. Able to find a smattering of damage. She of course can heal off. Trying to scale forward, but again, missing each other there as Flashback. Take it down over.
Iron gun बड़ी लगा रखा है
Jing is
उसने.
just wrecking him.
Something.
Bane continues. Another kill. Bane now leading out the drone, trying to spot anything here in the mid. Just gets a glimpse of Forsaken. A world away, swing around the back. Peek there, but Ring does end up getting noted, and now you've got Jing in a punished position, ready to shut him down on a re-entry.
Because of Devi's wall.
Bane now to try to hold this line. Finds two quick
Bro,
shots.
hello?
Tucks back, recon at the ready, dodges a paranoia. Swoops in. Tiny little lick of damage, but overall will be overwhelmed, I should say. Still does give Mako and Hyunmin a potential opportunity to try to swing this one back.
I'm not doubting it yet.
What a transfer of momentum it would be if they're able to find this and get the bonus converted. Bring it to just a 3-round deficit. I'm going to be working against them a bit here, though. Only really have damage on Devi.
Still have a paranoia.
Gets sent across. Players and both going to be connected upon as Mako scaling forward, able to find Devi. Needs to do it all himself, but we'll just get caught on the timing, trying to set up for the diffused smoke. Taken will find 3, and PRX, they suffer some losses, but they managed to deny that bonus conversion.
Yeah, it's really nice damage done by PRX, but I like the early part of this round, even though they get caught out by Bane's utility. And again, just got to give a huge shout out to Bane, the way he has been stepping up as a support player, and then he hits 2 crazy good Sheriff shots to boot in this round, but he's doing so much work on the Sova for DRX throughout this event. You know, the shooting may not be as flashy as a Hyunmin or a Flashback, but man, he's still good for a few, it feels like. He's always, you know, there for the trades, there for the setup with the util. Man's just doing a nice job.
You've got that op in Flashback's hands, and this is where it needs to get flashy. This is where he needs to find his impact. He's been so clean with this sniper the whole event throughout. Very large reason for why they've made it this far to begin with.
Yep. He's been incredible. Let's see what the setup is.
Oh, I'm not going to get cleared out. Sets up an exit path. And we'll just go ahead and take that quick little jump back in towards Pizza.
Just a matter here where PRX wants to go, but Hyunmin had swung out wide. Oh, the whiff!
That's a raid boss down, but Flashback does get traded. The operator now on the floor. Crossfire attempt here from Bane, trying to refill that space. Does manage to find a Divide, tucks back around the corner. As Hyunmin quickly cleans up another 2 kills. Now just something here in mid. A 1v3 with the spike still dropped. Bane will swoop forward. Something will be able to clean that one up. It's a tiny bit of damage, and let's get timing here by freeing. Now down to 46. Frame just opting to back away. Mako now taking that space in mid. Gonna keep this angle covered and will be able to find the punish. Players left standing. That gets damn close. The operator to be recovered. DRX though, managing to fight back a bit more.
Yeah, this is a really nice round from Hyunmin. Just found a great timing there as Jing was trying to do a little bit of mid exploration himself. Just gets shut right down, and Hyunmin.
He's 3 kills away from tying Jing.
That's crazy. He's just gone crazy. Timeout. Going to be taken by PRX. See what they want.
की चीज़ है क्या इस आइलैंड में कुछ काम की डन भाई राफ्ट आ रहे हो क्या यहाँ से चालू कर दिया हमने
कौन कौन हो
मैं और छोरा
तुम कर रहे हो अभी
कब से खेल रहे हैं हम मतलब 10 मिनट से
मैं आता हूँ आधे घंटे में आता हूँ ये वाला मैच लेके आता हूँ कोरा को बुला ना वो वही कर रहा है
कोरा
क्या?
नहीं आएगा तो कैसे चालू होगा भाई
अरे नहीं मतलब वीसी बोल रहा था क्योंकि
नहीं वो एफके शायद चालू रख के सो गया इधर
अच्छा मैं थोड़ा टाइम दे मेरे को मैं ये वाला मैच निपटा के आता हूँ ना पानी दे दो बस
Getting one away from the Steel Garden for Devi. Quick rotate over to the other side. A smoke there to back Hyunmin off at tree. That's a nice little adjustment.
It's Mako here for the moment. He's going to tuck into wine.
Have to anticipate this. You know that Mako loves this spot.
Not sure where that went, but it wasn't onto Mako. Might have been close, but things quiet here for now.
They pinged it.
Maybe waiting for Devi to try to make some noise, draw some attention back across the opposite side of the map.
वो क्या बोल रहे हैं?
Drop down, to be heard. Paranoia at the ready. Now sent the swing coming through, and Hyunmin quickly collecting the two in front of him. And there's the third. Fourth now to fall, and Hyunmin is going to be hunting for an ace. Flashback, however, will take it away, but DRX get themselves a flawless round win. Denying PaperX any hope of a thrifty.
Yeah, just a nice setup here. Even though PaperX knows what's coming at them, they still can't stop it. And that saturate from Hyunmin, so oppressive.
With this last kill, he overtakes Jing.
मैंने एंकर बना दिए
क्या
एंकर बना दिया एंकर
बना दिया या बना दिए
बना दिया
देवीना क्या बोल रहे हैं बात हुई
पता नहीं वो 8 o'clock बोली थी
I see अब तो 1 घंटा है ना
1 घंटा 20 मिनट है
ना ये वाला मैच निपटा के आता हूँ मैं ओके
Crash across in the mid.
I don't know if he saw him.
I'm not sure if he turned back either. I think he saw him there, though. Crash does get taken by Flashback, repositioning. Entry now into the side coming through, and Jing is going to be caught. Flashback able to find Forsaken. The convergent paths now as well to lock up the front of sight. Something stuck behind the other side of the stage wall is able to find one, but Divine needs to steady that spray. Just cannot do it fast enough. Now a hinder out onto the two players, and PaperX Helmet Day.
क्या बजा दिया
भाई ये see one very much guess the other's going to be there to follow.
Oh my
भाई दो रहे हैं भाई DRX वाले भी
They just can't even get out of line.
No, they're stuck.
Another smoke, cycle forward, something does manage to find one. They have the spike in hands. It's an opportunity to try to play this one out, but it's a lot of weight here onto the shoulders of Batman.
They have enough time.
I think is bidding a recon that's not going to be coming.
They actually might get the plant down here.
They finally get Thorn's timing now. That would just be something dead on the floor. Starting to understand now. So Thorn's one going to be popped.
10 seconds left.
Swing around the back. Batman.
Whoa!
Spike now being committed to just here at the bottom of the back stairs. PaperX an opportunity to try to bail themselves out. Swing this round. Feels like they have no right to do so.
वो मार्केट से ब्लाइंड फेंकेगा और वो वहां से पिक करेंगे नहीं
Break the door, ready to come through. Something basically needing to hit a headshot to have any chance to really impact the round from here. Spot on to one. Has to back away, but this is already decent time
वो
buying.
डिंग है वो
There's Mako dealt with something, finding one, but eventually will just get overwhelmed. Unable to find that opening kill, so the fuse is just going to be passed over, even freeing to try to get that next Steel Garden online.
Hello.
DRX.
What's the code?
Away from tying this up.
And this is a massive round for DRX in multiple ways. You get the dimensional drift out of something, and you put the economy on the back foot again for PaperX. This defender side has been incredible, and PaperX, just like DRX on the other side of the coin, is struggling to find answers, struggling to find any kind of footing. So they're gonna have a bit of a buy coming through. Got a half armors, a regen shield, and a couple ults. That Steel Garden has to be impactful here for Divide. He's playing a little bit safe early. Actually going to be the outlaw for Flashback, recognizing the economic situation that Paper X would be in. That's even more dangerous than an operator in most ways. Just really
काम करो इसको पार्ट लो कॉल ही करना
control, but and DRX has a good setup initially.
Drone able to get a spot on the two. As Forsaken does face forward into it. Approaching the market. Getting ever closer. Just coming around this corner. Freeing, waiting over on the stairs side. Saturate's going to be sent early. Just catches the clone. Will be cleared. And back of that swing. Able to find the catch here onto Hyunmin.
Nice bait utility though.
He's about to reface into this, I think.
He wants it.
And decides to back away.
Something.
Draw attention at this point, but loses his life instead as Mako finds the timing on a Forsaken. Paranoia immediately sent over towards Tree. Paper X are very much boxed in.
But why did he break it?
Their way forward, the spike now being taken over towards window. Cummins right here at the ready, but it's going to be
nice,
bro.
क्या मार रहे हैं भाई ये?
This is over.
भगा के.
No opportunity for Patman to find any kind of value. It's a flawless round, another for DRX, as they are just one away from tying this up.
What a comeback that they're running. This is a huge win for Hyunmin, up to 24-12. Man is absolutely on one, freeing with another great timing to backstep.
What were you asking me? How was my day? My day was okay.
And it is going to be the second time out for Paper X to try to get this figured out. I don't think Alex is going to be popping off anymore. I imagine.
Hey, तुम वो start करोगे? Raft?
हाँ, आजा.
आता हूँ मैं ये वाला गेम.
ये बोट भाई
ये वाला निपटा के आता हूँ ये लास्ट.
ये पक्का डूबेगी भाई.
पक्का डूबेगी.
ये पक्का.
क्या हुआ?
ये सारी कोरा की गलती है. ये बोट पक्का डूबेगी.
अरे वो सामान यहाँ तक रखा है यहाँ तक. ये देखो यहाँ से उठाया मैंने यहाँ से.
I'll tell Calculus also because I told Calculus that her and I are going to do the first floor and we have to do a proper storage system. उसको video भेजना.
Listen guys. तुम खेलो मैं और ये रक्षी मैचेस देख रहे हैं ठीक है ये वाला मैच देख के आता हूँ मैं.
Some of those,
So what are you going from this? Go to the
open up some
हाँ
space.
वही बोलो नीचे जा रहा हूँ
Market, whether it be in short A, he's been so impactful at locking down that extra angle that Paper X would love to create. Instead, he's been the guy just there. He has always stood tall. This is something that really impressed me with DRX against MIBR was their ability to take contact fights. They were so clean in those situations. They're showing you again. They've still got it in them, even after a rough start. You never even got into the Steel Garden for Divide. The whole round just unraveled. And that's brutal for Paper X.
Now 3 ults, 2. Just a charge away from Patman and something. Have the full stacked deck. Early pop of the wall here. B main, Gunman wanting to keep Divide's attention trained.
And Divide's been having a bit of a rough go of it. Kind of controlling that B main space. This is...
Arre! Bro! Are you kidding me?
What?
He heard you talking smack and there you go. Claps
क्या
back,
मार
a
दिया ये
massive
Divide?
shot.
Unk must have heard me down there.
Yeah. Flashback on the floor. He's sight now. Primed here for the taking. Mako into the corner, however, goes unread. Is able to find one. His Forsaken will fall. And Hedman swings around the back of Jen.
Hyunmin मार रहा है भाई.
Something. The spike in the hand here for Jing.
Hyunmin मार रहा है.
Very much.
तेरा वाइस वर्सेस वाइस होना है अभी भी.
The smoke gets cycled forward. There's still that Vice util just in front. Make this even more painful.
Divide.
He's calling for the rotation. It's only 20 seconds though.
DRX is reading it.
Gunman starting to try to get the approach. Patman watching for this. And there's a shot. There's a
भाई ये मार रहा है भाई ये
It's
मार
done.
रहा है भाई Hyunmin मार
Great
रहा है.
shot for Divide, but just not enough of an opener to really make a go of this one to try to pull off a thrifty. No survivors. We're tied up.
हमको थप्पड़ मारा है वैंडल वाला नहीं मार पाया.
DRX are bringing this back.
ये देखिए.
This is just awesome from Mako. Taking that off angle initially, throws the paranoia out. Hyunmin quick to dive in with the shorty. And then you've got the vice wall there at the door of A main to block any more reinforcements. So this is it. This is what the timeout had to be about. You have every single ult close to a few for DRX as well. They're one away from flashbacks, one away from freeings.
Mind you, since Hyunmin overtook Jing, Jing hasn't gotten a single kill.
That's crazy. He was so sharp to start.
5 ultimates, this has to be the round to try to break away. Even then, a full commitment of all 5 just to get one round. It's still a bad feeling for PRX. Clear the shot. The death. Patman now dead on the floor. Something pushing forward, exiting out of the dimensional drift. The saturate going to be connecting.
Bro.
And it's perfectly timed as
Hyunmin कुछ भी
finds the kill there.
मार रहा
Finally able to
है
break the
जिंग
drive
चला
spell.
थोड़ा बहुत
Managed to find a kill here. The operator
दिखा
back to bring. Still able to find more. Divine eliminated. Jing
भाई
still
okay
fighting back. Comes up with a third. The res is there. Suddenly the player
let's go ये वाला निकाल सकता है ये वाला निकलेगा
जिंग भाई फुल कैरी कर रहा है जिंग फुल कैरी
Bane and Mako to try to see if they can somehow reverse.
वो यनमिन देख भाई 28 पे पहुंच गया ब्रो वो
Start off looking so damn good for them.
यनमिन मार रहा है
This almost feels unfair.
Mako on the approach here, able to find cover going up. Spot on a 1.
जिंग का ऐसा
Still at the ready, fakes the TP forward. They're going to be sent. Gets the connection there on the Jing, who just bound away. Able to find one, but cannot get the transfer. Forsaken and Jing.
Nice.
जिंग बहुत अच्छा मारा
Finally fight back. Get themselves right back into the lead.
Just the most Paper X stuff you're ever going to see. It looks like the round's just over, and right as the Steel Garden is popping, Jing's like, nah, I'm going to swing. And he gets 2, and then has the res.
Binoculars.
He heard you talking, I guess.
Yeah, must have. Woke him up. Did take 3 ultimates there from the side of Paper X, but still do have some critical ones. Forsaken potentially able to get funny with it with that from the shadows as flashback.
मारेगा इसको तो मारेगा
नहीं nice
That is a monster's kill to be found by something.
अबे डबल ऑफ कर रहे थे भाई
Using that flash to keep pushing space. Something gets
nice something आ गया something आ रहा है feeling आ रहा है
frantically trying to make his way across over towards this B site where you've got freeing forward in main.
ए मरा
Locks on for a headshot.
क्या मार रहा है भाई ये पागल हो गया
That's going to be the cancellation of the ult. Still freeing.
जिंग ऊपर चढ़ा हुआ है
On the site, trying to get the spot on the Jing who's
मरेगा
top of the
बच
wall.
गया
4
सेकंड मारा
यार 4 सेकंड क्या मर रहा है भाई स्मोक्स देते 3 बार मर चुका है ऐसे ही
Mako's still a world away though. Even they're trying to join in with his players as the approach comes through,
क्या चल रहा है भाई
sliding it down the side. Shot dart into the corner, but free, holding his own. Instant with the headshot, just a hair off from being able to find Jing and Divine. Wins his fight versus Gentleman. Suddenly it's Mako to try to clutch it. One smoke, still a paranoia. Both players
आज हक दे Mako.
There's anybody who can do it. It's this guy right here.
It's been a bit of a quiet map from him, but Mako cover going out. Known to show up when his team needs him the most to try to bail him out. Check to the left. Nothing spotted quite just yet. Should know that they're both going to be playing here at boats, but the time is starting to work against them. Paranoia going to be sent TPs over into the corner, looking for the swing.
अरे
nice round यार
As Paper Rex
मार रहा है भाई लोग
make their way up to map point, 1 away from taking down DRX's map pick.
Gotta be a confidence booster here for something in this round. That player who you're looking to get those entry frags, to get those first kills, is able to find 2.
27-13 भाई वो भी कम नहीं हुआ
on his feet. Paper Rex 1 away from taking their opponent's map pick. Heading on over to Lotus.
Let's go. One more round, guys.
Sitting on a Hunter's Fury, Convergent Paths, and Dimensional Drift for DRX. So some really big tools here to stop this run. They can get to these spots, but Paper X now looking to make some contact fights, looking to punish Flashback early. Trying to take that aggressive position in that smoke again. And with another.
Top mid, it's just so
अब
snappy
होल्ड
with
करेंगे
it.
जिंग निकाल दिया ना
Quickly finds the kill, refracts back out to safety.
इनको पता है कि जिंग का चल रहा है भाई अभी क्रेजी वाला
We'll recover that as Forsaken pushes over. The clear of the clone. something saturated.
Flashback और
Find Forsaken instead. Once again, the
Forsaken बहुत गंदा मर रहा है.
something dead to buy. Gone. Patman frantically scrambling to try to get his way over to mid, but there's so many players from DRX. Would have to be an ace clutch. That's the first step. There's the second. He's looking for the third.
Nice try,
Flashback will shut him down. 12-11. DRX one away from sending this into overtime.
I mean, again, this angle just isn't accounted for by PRX, and then they forget about flashback and mid. It's like some of the lessons they maybe have learned in the early part of this half are starting to get from the PRX players' brains, because they can't leave Youngman to his own devices in that short position. He's just been too damn clean. And now you've got all these ults. He didn't have to use a single one for DRX in that round because it was so good. It's PRX.
ये round of chemical line.
Doesn't look like anything super aggressive. Divide. It's a little bit of damage from the shock dart, but nothing severe.
भाई ये से राउंड में तगड़ा खेलता है
Trying
मेरे
to
को
contest
फीलिंग
this
आती है
wall. But instead, they're just, they don't like what they see. Maybe they heard the wall over up by A.
Yeah, wall at A does get popped as the Euro clone goes through. 3 players from DRX still set up on that position. Trying to watch, but drone going forward into main should tell them it's really going to be anybody home on that side of the map. Freeing now. Once again, has to try to hold the site.
वॉल अप हुई देखो वो आगे भागते हैं
I'm going to be clean. Jing boosted up over the top now. Dead. Freeing. Able to find that one as Bane with the Hunter's Fury takes down something. Flashback will fall. Forsaken tucked into the corner here. That Lumber just frantically trying to stay alive.
Tagwood, Ben.
Get a connection on the Bane, but it's not going to be the kill. Player advantage for the moment here in the hands of DRX. Thrown out over the top, able to get a spot there, a glimpse onto Hyunmin, but Freeing still holding the close angles. Forsaken trying to scale forward, but he cannot, just does not have the weaponry. Savai now, the 1v3, paranoid into the corner, the spike, dropped to the floor in front of him.
30 seconds left.
Tries to recover, spam down so very low. And what more can he do? Mako is already sprinting over in case he tries to make his way over to the A site, but I just don't think he has the time for anything.
No.
This is effectively a KD play.
Yes.
This has the full sprint, full send it across the map.
10 seconds left.
I don't know. We just have to.
Makes his way through, taps the door.
मैं बताता हूँ यार.
Second to go.
जब कोई भी आइलैंड आएगा ना छोटा, तब वहाँ पे एंकर लगा के आपने स्लीपर वगैरह बना लिए, स्लीपर और वो वाटर बॉटल. फिर तो अभी काफी ग्रैंड बचा. अरे वो नीचे से मिलते, कोई भी आइलैंड जाओगे ना वहाँ पे एंकर डाल के तुमको नीचे जाना पड़ेगा. अंडर वाटर स्कूबा वहाँ पे एक हुक लेके जाना है, वो नीचे लगे होते हैं, मतलब राउंड से नीचे लगे होते हैं. और नहीं इजी है.
बंटी को देती हूँ ये काम.
और ना एक ग्रीन कलर का वहाँ पे एलगे काइंड ऑफ होएगा, वो जरूर लेके आना.
क्या होगा?
ग्रीन
कलर का एलगे, उसको क्या कहते हैं, सीथॉन ऐसा कुछ है.
नहीं समझ गया. वो गम टाइप का होता है ना वो.
हाँ वो लेके आना.
अरे जो मैं कल बोल रहा था ना.
हाँ अंडरस्टैंड. ओके फाइन.
वहाँ पे सारा कुछ होएगा, होएगा.
अरे when you come on that gun. बेचारा बंटी की ले.
ये बंटी.
This is kind of what we've come to expect from these two teams when they square up against each other. Seems like it's always hard.
भाई वन साइडेड लग रहा था भाई. अब देखियो. हाँ.
Gotta wait here though. Don't want to overcommit is something. Gotta look for your timing. DRX has taken a pause. Right underneath the market. This is tricky. Door closed.
Broken now. Jing will find one before.
Jing ने निकाला. Nice.
Flashback does eat.
Trade हो गया ना.
Down 44. Mako wary of a flank that is not coming through, but PRX have the ducks in a row. Everybody much in
position. भाई 100 और वो निकाल देंगे भाई उधर से.
हेलो.
सुनो.
बोलो.
क्या कर रहे हो?
हम वॉच पार्टी.
बेटे. इधर भी वॉच पार्टी चल रही है.
वालो ही कह दे. ओ भाई.
नहीं यार.
4 सेकंड निकाल देगा.
क्या?
4 सेकंड निकाल देगा।
नाइस राउंड भाई,
लेट्स गो, नाइस। आई टोल्ड यू 4 सेकंड निकाल देगा।
और डेमन भाई,
हाँ आइए।
हम डिस्कॉर्ड पे वीडियो पे बैठे हैं, आप दिख ही नहीं रहे, बताओ हमें।
मेरा उधर भी चल रहा है ना क्या?
ओह माय गॉड, अरे ये क्या हाल है?
बहुत बढ़िया।
एक सेकंड,
कहाँ वापस दिल्ली?
ना चंडीगढ़ ब्रदर।
ना अभी अच्छा क्लबिंग।
हाँ बस कुछ लोग तैयार होने में काफी टाइम लगाते हैं ना।
आई सी।
अपन लॉन्डो का क्या है, एक ऐसी टी शर्ट डाली, नीचे जीन्स पहनी, निकल लिए
भाई। और क्या?
वहाँ कपड़े थोड़ा देखे जाते हैं, वहाँ तो जेब देखी जाती है कि कितना हमसे ठग सकते हैं।
कितने पानी में वहां जाके पता चलता है।
अरे बहुत पानी में हूँ भाई, बहुत ज्यादा पानी में, बस डूबने की स्थिति में हो चुका हूँ मैं।
ध्यान रखो भाई, तैर के वापस भी आ जाना।
हैं जी?
तैर के वापस भी आ जाना
भाई। आज डिशेस साफ करूंगा मैं तो। भैया बिल पे तो ना हो पाएगा, जरा घूसल खाना ही बता दो कि हम वही सफाई कर दे।
कौन से जा रहे हैं? एलांटे में कौन सा है? कहाँ जा रहे हो?
आज तक कोई प्लान किया है क्या हमने?
फिर भी क्लबिंग के लिए तो मतलब कोई तो क्लब सिलेक्ट किया होगा
भाई। मैंने और मेरे दोस्तों ने डिसाइड किया है, हम जस्ट जहाँ पे क्लब्स का पूरा वो है, जो मेरा फ्रेंड है दूसरा, वो मैं पहली बार आया हूँ चंडीगढ़।
ठीक है।
अरे मैं बताता हूँ, ZHU जाओ।
क्या रेक्सी भाई?
ZHU सोशल्स है ना जहाँ पे।
हाँ
भाई देख लूंगा।
एलांटे का ही
वहाँ
बोल
पे
रहा है तू?
नहीं
तो कहाँ है?
ZHU है भाई, इतना क्रेजी क्लब है ना, पूरा केव टाइप है भाई, जो पार्टी होती है ना वहाँ पे भाई, बट फुल टेक्नो है वहाँ पे, सॉफ्ट टेक।
भाई टेक्नो वेक्नो तो नहीं, वही तो दिक्कत है, टेक्नो वेक्नो समझ ना आता भाई ऑनेस्टली स्पीकिंग।
यार मतलब अगर आपको वो चाहिए ना, बैडीज, तो चल जाओ
भाई हमारे साथ हमारी बेडीज हैं। किसी और बेडीज के पास गए ना, हम बेडीज के लिए लायक नहीं रहेंगे।
आई सी।
तो वो वाला रिक्स भाई, वो वाला रिस्क नहीं ले सकते हम,
रिस्क।
हाँ
रिस्क है तो इश्क है मेरी
यार
जान।
तो वही है,
इश्क है तभी तो रिस्क नहीं ले सकते। इश्क
समझ
है,
रहा हूँ, अरे समझ रहा
यहाँ
हूँ।
ब्याह करना रेक्सी भाई, तुम समझ ना रहे।
समझ गया
यार
दीप भाई झोटा देखो, झोटा। भाई इस झोटे ने भाई जो जीना आराम किया ना दीप भाई मेरा, अभी तक मैं 10,000 का डीजल फूक चुका हूँ गाड़ी का।
अरे क्या है, ट्रिप में लग जाते हैं इतना तो। तुम मार भी तो लंबे लंबे रहे हो।
जरा ऑफ स्ट्रीम आना दीप भाई, तब हिसाब बताता हूँ मैं।
वही बैठेंगे, आप करो एंजॉय करो, पार्टी वार्टी करो, भैंस की आँख करके आओ।
चंडीगढ़ से निकलते ही मुझे लग रहा है मेरा 75 का हो चुका होगा, 75 तक तो हो गया होगा
आराम से निकल गए हो यार। अभी तो लगेगा,
अभी तो लगेगा भाई, अभी तो मुझे लग रहा है पूरा सेंचुरी मार के जाऊंगा मैं यहाँ से। और अभी दिन ही क्या हुए हैं, आज तीसरा ही तो दिन है, अभी तो 4 दिन और है।
पूरे वीकेंड का पूरा वीक मान के चल रहे हैं।
चलो मैं चलता हूँ आगे,
ध्यान रखो।
ओके बाय
बाय।
बाय।
I mean, Patman,
खतरनाक आदमी।
he could get 2 kills before he goes down.
यार नहीं जीतनी चाहिए DRX यार। जर्सी भी वापस नहीं होगी यार। दिक्कत हो है
भाई, ट्रेड ऑफ हो रहे हैं भाई साथ साथ।
डिवाई भाई हो जाए भाई क्लच।
Even Mako has his ult to situate himself into wine. Just make this unbelievably difficult for Devi. He's got nothing but an arc rose.
भाई यूनमिन ने माइन पूरा गेम पलट दिया भाई यूनमिन ने।
बहुत मारा उसने भाई, डबल पिक्स बहुत मिले हैं उसको।
Devi has something to say about it.
He's done so many wonders for his team in the past. This one though, 3 kills.
Aye,
With time
aye,
on the clock
anti.
against him, Hyunmin will be able to just go ahead and put him down. DRX now up to map point. Question is PRX call a timeout of their own? Do they invest everything?
I think you have to. I think you really have to as PRX. And this round isn't anything fancy
कोरिया की
from
बेस्ट
DRX.
टीम
They're
है
just
यार
ancient.
DRX.
It's just Mako
मस्त
winning a
मार रहा
couple
है
big
भाई
battles there.
अनबीटेबल
Winning an individual fight against
क्या ही कर
Forsaken
रहे हैं खेल
and
रहे हैं
then
भाई
just
वो
anticipating that
भाई कुछ भी मार रहे भाई
बाकी मैप पे क्या उनका कोई नहीं लोटस में देखना PRX भरेगी ना जो
हम्म, मजा आएगा
oh like that.
लेट्स गो एक तो ये भाई इसने यूट्यूब वालों ने पता नहीं कुछ तो किया है मेरे साथ लेफ्ट राइट जो कुछ ना कोई बंदा होता है स्ट्रीम पे और जीरो दिखाता है कि जीरो है वही ना ऐसी रहना मैं कभी ना लूं भाई
Stacking up a few extra players over towards B to maybe help out Divide, looking to try to overwhelm, whether that be freeing or flashback. These are often the two players you're going to see there. Same wall position as usual, though, from Divide. This is just mid-pressure. Hyunmin at least backed off. And he just doubles down. Just went crazy, gets two. Didn't even see it.
The fight finally gets involved. It's already far too late. More pressure here on the teammates. Mako not falling for the clone, but also not able to collect a kill here onto something. Immediately cuts back behind Generator. Forsaken. Quick little TP peek forward. Does manage to pop this wall. Spike in hand. Device. Skirting closer. Entering into B main, but freeing. Dialed in on the angle. Market door already shut. DRX very much trying to limit the options here, but PRX is freeing. Lucky to be alive.
Oh, they gotta figure out a way get onto this site. Bane has been doing nothing but watching. Divide trying to open the door here for something. Now Bane's attention goes forward. Something pressuring forward. They can get freeing out of the equation. Maybe there's a chance. Oh, Bane.
Able to find something in freeing. Still here, does get timing.
4 seconds.
As he goes trying to bound forward into the smoke. Just ends up losing his life. Mako and Bane out.
दवाई
The 2v1 they have.
अरे नहीं यार
15 to 13. DRX.
भाई क्या कमबैक मारा भाई कमबैक वाज रियल ब्रो हैवी मारा भाई
नहीं भाई
क्या मैं भी कमबैक किया भाई
तभी देखा ही नहीं मैंने राउंड भाई
तूने देखा ही नहीं राउंड हैवी कमबैक मार दिया ब्रो हैवी मार दिया
ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट बहुत हो जाते हैं यार PRX वाले भाई
ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट
बहुत ज्यादा हो जाते हैं
ओह भाई साहब अब क्या लग रहा है DRX या PRX
भाई मैं तो अभी भी PRX के फेवर में हूँ
हूँ तो मैं भी PRX के में यार बट DRX तो
चेक कर रहा हूँ जर्सी वापस हो जाएगी नहीं चाहिए भाई ऐसी जर्सी।
क्या साइज
क्या
मंगाया था
है
तूने?
भाई? मेरा मीडियम।
कह रहा जर्सी वापस हो जाएगी। हम्म कौन क्या कर रहा है अभी और देखते हैं।
अबे वो मैं लेट आती हूँ।
भाई
शट अप।
मेकअप करके
चुप हो जाओ, मेकअप नहीं करती।
हम्म
Was it Slime Gun Buddy? What was the gun buddy name? It was like Mosh?
टेंस भी वो कर रहा है।
वो तो रोस्टर में है ना।
हैवी चल रहा है भाई, हैवी चल रहा है।
डिस्कॉर्ड दिखा भाई, डिस्कॉर्ड देख के क्या करेगा?
इसको देता हूँ मैं, रुक।
ये देखिए रहा डिस्कॉर्ड, मेरा डिस्कॉर्ड। बताओ क्या करोगे डिस्कॉर्ड देख के?
जंगल आवाज आ रहा है इधर।
आ रहा है ताऊ आ रहा है।
अब आ रहा है तो
फिर से मीटिंग है।
आपका और मेरा ही आ रहा है, दिखता है मेरे को, उनका नहीं आ रहा है बस। Kosti, can you hear us?
Yeah, we can.
I can also hear.
So it's done. Okay.
तो मेरे को फ्री पास मिलेगा वाटर पार्क के लिए? अरे लाडले अपना ही है, अब समझ आ जा। एकदम बढ़िया हूँ गरम कुल्फी, तू कैसा बता? रेक्स भाई ना करो यार। बिग बॉस चलो चलो, नहीं ऐसे कुछ नहीं डाल रहा।
लाइव कहाँ से होता है? लाइव ही है। आ गया, ऑलमोस्ट आ गया। लेट्स गो बेबी। और कौन क्या कर रहा है? इसको वाइब्रेंट बनाना चाहिए भाई, प्यारा थंबनेल लगता। पाटिल के थंबनेल्स भाई।
일단 DRX가 어센트에서 잘하는 건 모두가 다 알고 있고, 오늘 투타격 조합이 수비에서 강점을 좀 빛낸 순간이 많이 보였는데 오늘 역전도 성공한 만큼 이 투타격 조합의 수비 강점 핵심이 뭘까요?
투타격의 수비 좀 장점은 수비를 좀 수비답지 않게 공격적으로 할 수 있는 장점이 있는 것 같고요. 사실 오늘 어센트를 이길 수 있었던 거는 현민 선수가 좀 말도 안 되는 퍼포먼스를 보여주면서 저희가 좀 뒷심이 생기면서 분위기를 탔던 것 같습니다.
I guess one of the best strengths of this comp is that you can play defense and an aggressive non-defense like.
भाई यनमिन हनमिन ना मार रहा भाई
यनमिन was actually possible because Hunmin showed up for the team.
बहुत crazy मार रहा भाई वो क्या खेलता है भाई.
Well, thank you very much, Bella. Thank you, Tammy. Good luck.
यनमिन भाई घुस मेरे को लगा नहीं था भाई यनमिन इतना ऐसे खेलता होगा. मैं पहली बार देख रहा हूँ यनमिन को खेलते हुए. I really want these guys to win, yaar.
Because
there were some great moments, but for PaperX and for DRX, but one player in particular in the early goings was actually having a field day out there. Now, granted, this was a big moment for PaperX, and although they were not
9-3 girls got real or what?
I think it illustrates just how difficult this game was, really on both sides of the field here on that defensive side.
Yes, because Jing on that defense was on a different level. I was telling you that to me is a way of measuring what kind of PaperX we are going to get, and time again, even in this amazing crazy round, PaperX was ready for everything special.
Yeah, PaperX had such a good read to start their defensive side. They were always fighting up. Jing especially getting very aggressive, mostly over towards Catwalk or into A main a lot of the time. He got so many picks doing that, and it was so disruptive to a DRX who loves to run their set execs on this map, and the retakes look good as well. But once we actually swapped sides, this was such a completely different story.
85 तो बहुत ज़्यादा हो गए भाभी. 85 तो मतलब सब next level shit हो जाएगी bro.
Performances there from Hyunmin as well. I mean, everyone in DRX had a moment, Bea, but Hyunmin really was something else.
I think we just heard it from Coach Termi. There was a couple of rounds that were eco rounds. There was, of course, a lot of egos for the side of PaperX in this half. But to me, these are the ones that give you the confidence back of having a first half where you do not find the impact, you do not find the openers. The Mosquito is just not fighting. And in this one, with all of this set place for him to succeed, different DRX.
I like how willing they were to constantly poke at different parts of the map and try and pressure onto Divide, pressure onto Jing. Find that part of the map where PaperX is just leaving like a bit of ice util or nothing at all, and just absolutely decimate that area. You see the stats for Hyunmin to end this game. 36-19. That is outrageous. He needed to step up. He's done it. Now DRX up in the series.
Yeah, now, when you needed a hero in that moment, it was Hyunmin. He was there for the team, and he popped off nearly dropping 40. But let's go ahead and see what's going on the PaperX side.
80 तो आसपास नहीं मारे थे. अभी कुछ दिन पहले पॉसिबल है यार. 80 आसपास मार सकता है भाई. यूनमिन के कितने हैं अभी? 20 कितने 30 किल्स थे ना?
नहीं.
I think that it's a little bit harder for Hyunmin to hit very good saturates. So we might have an easier time, you know, it's a bigger map. It's not so it's harder for us to run into him. He's on fire right now.
Well, I hope you find the counter. Thank you very much and good luck.
Well, the good news here for PaperX.
ये इंसु भाई इंसु बहुत स्वीट लगती है.
This event, Lotus, not the best map here for DRX, Bea. So they're coming into this one 0-3. So if anything, that means it's looking pretty good for the boys.
36 थे लास्ट गेम. भाई हो सकते हैं भाई अगर थर्ड मैप तक गया तो 80.
थर्ड मैप तो जाएगा ही. अब तो PRX का पिक है. DRX अपना पिक जीती है, PRX अपना पिक जीतेगी.
Are you sure about this?
भाई 3 मैप तो खिलाने ही होते हैं इन्होंने. वो तो क्या होगा, वो इसमें भी फिक्सिंग वाला सीन होता है.
नहीं वो कह रहा हूँ कि मैं ये वाला PRX निकाल पाएगी. तू पक्का श्योर है?
भाई लोटस आपने PRX का देखा नहीं है क्या?
देखा है देखा है.
क्रेजी है भाई.
बट अभी मेरे को DRX का वो हो रहा है यार कि DRX कर सकता है काम. ये बेन क्यों नहीं सिलेक्ट कर रहा? हो गया ना सिलेक्ट. तीन मैच के अंदर 80 किल्स का रिकॉर्ड है आसपास का.
टेंस का नहीं टूट पाया.
कितना है टेंस का? 90 किल्स है. नाइस.
तीन मैच मारे थे 30-30.
grab it here from DRX to go back to the raise. A bit of a head scratcher, but maybe something that ends up catching PaperX off guard.
Yeah, I mean, you just heard Alex talk about it in the interview with Yinsu that they're worried about the waylay. And this is going to be kind of confusing. I mean, maybe a change up in the game plan here in terms of some of the combos you can set earlier. You don't have to commit bodies to take Rubble control as heavily. A lot of times you're going to see Hyunmin dashing up on top of Rubble to try to take some control in that space. This gives you a little bit more flexibility around A to play a little bit more passive or a little bit more aggressive with the util early. Try to set yourself up for success. See if they're able to kind of put that all together. One thing to note, the last two times these teams have played on this map, it's been 13-11, and it's been PaperX both times, but DRX has always fought them tooth and nail in this map. So sure, a PaperX staple in Lotus, but DRX are no slouch, especially against PaperX.
But Jing ne raise liya bhai. Let's go. Your raise come.
Ping-ponging here for DRX, trying to find some open space on the map. Couple players going towards B. Is this some kind of B crunch here? Or are they gonna try to lean all the way in towards A?
Might be the case. We do have the back pedal now coming through. Devi cutting across through the spawn to join in with the rest of the team. And for the moment, DRX about to push into this triple stack that's set up here at Robe. Coming in from flashback, and it's going to be fortunate to get away with his life intact. Pink shell now to come through, and this is going to be the crunch into B now. Getting enacted.
I knew. मैं भी यही डालता हूँ पता है ए पे पूरा उड़ करके पूरा बी का वॉल तोड़ के बी निकल जाओ
Sends it over towards the connector instead. Clear of the haunt, the peak, spotting out multiples. It's just the clone there. Arc Row is now going to be cleared out. Mako holding close. Crossfire.
Nice. अरे यनमे ने मेरे को लगा जिंग ने मारा है भाई
Very realistic.
मेरे को सच्ची लगा जिंग ने मारा है जिंग भी रेस है ना
So much space at the front of A, and PaperX can't find any value off of that three-man stack they have at A Heaven. That allows this rotation over because Freeing's been kind of checking, working that B main angle, and Mako's able to slide right in from the other link side. It's just the crossfires. DRX so good in post plant. It's been talked about a lot this event that PaperX, half of their game plan on the defender side is just to prevent you from getting the spike down at all. You can see why they struggle a bit in those flood retakes. Hyunmin, well, Mako gets that one, but Hyunmin is right there. Mako doesn't get it. Hyunmin continues to be just electric today.
Damon?
Yes.
It matters what agent he's
Are
playing.
you done?
No, it does not.
2 घंटे लगेंगे अभी तो मैचेस ही फाइनल तो देखें
Site completely evacuated by PaperX. DRX going to start.
ऑब्वियसली भाई लोअर ब्रैकेट फाइनल है भाई
Direction. Stack outside of the main.
अभी कौन-कौन हो तुम वहाँ पे You and Bunty.
How does it matter who's there?
अरे I'll be coming here shortly.
Catch on to him.
This is a bit interesting, अरे यार.
Wiley is going to be pinned in, but Bane doesn't really mind this too much. Right now, his job is to draw attention, maybe try to take somebody down with him, but won't be able to do that. So Ghost can be scooped up, but at the same time, the spike now gets planted here on A.
Tons of time.
कल फाइनल है ग्रैंड फिनाले.
Really nice work from him to make
परसों
कल तो फिर इनका होगा फनाटिक का और इसका ना.
Yes. They're going to be flooding in towards rubble.
The pink shells there from Hyunmin, but PaperX now starting to make their push. Flashback.
Okay.
Marshall in hand finds one, looking for
अरे यार दोबारा मैं DRX की तरफ से बोल रहा हूँ.
पार्टी बदल लिया साला.
Guardian ringing true here for him. Marshall will be lost, but
भाई यनमिन क्या है भाई?
मैं तो देख भी नहीं रहा है मैच मुझे पता है PRX ने जीतना.
किसने? DRX ने जीतना है.
DRX PRX.
Looks so well thought out. Just accounting for so much of the map. Every time they're taking space, there's other ideas behind it to make sure that they're aware of PaperX's positioning. They're able to take advantage of it, at least so far.
भाई वो 6-0 है भाई यनमिन.
FNX has the upper hand to start Lotus on their attacker's side.
जितना मर्जी कर लें, जीतना PRX नहीं है ये.
Just toying with some early round congestion of space, sending flashback out early. Get over towards Forsaken's end of things. Meanwhile, pretty big stack from PRX over at Mound, but a TP over from something to reinforce this A side. But Spike scooped up. A little bit of thought towards C now. We've got Devi and Jing potentially ready and waiting, but all that space taken by flashback. He's saying, you know, maybe we can make A go.
No grabbing the C's, but Batman just able to find Freeing right there through the corner of the wall. Solid shutdown. Bane looking like he wants to try to maybe recover the weapon here.
Portal closed.
Still being watched, but does manage to go ahead and scoop up the Guardian. Ball right in front, triggered by the clone. Forsaken just moving through, trying to see if he can get any wall bang damage, but hasn't been able to manage it quite just yet. Swoop in, spotted the one. The Paranoia now going to be coming through the crossfire setup, and Flashback's able to find one, quickly traded back by something, but Bane is there as well. It's that next layer. Oh, door broken. Jing wins the fight. Bane down on the floor. Now a 3v2 for PRX to try to deny this bonus conversion. Hawkout just going to be timing.
Gonna get the showstopper if he gets a kill.
Tucks away from the Archers. That might make them think that this back sight position is going to be cleared out. Alt as well avoided. Jing swooping. Nearly having a 180.
Nice.
Make it happen. Jing will get himself another 3.
भाई क्या सही टाइम पे पलटा भाई वो लोंडा. तू देख रहा है मैच या नहीं देख रहा?
Nope.
फिर मैं भी निकलूं. मैं राफ्ट खेल लेता हूं. मैं थोड़ी देर फाइनल्स देखते हैं.
खेलो पता ही है PRX ने जीतना. चिल करो भाई.
तो इतना श्योर कैसे है
यार? मेरे लौंडे हैं यार, मेरे से सीखे हैं खेलना ये लोग.
मालिक
अभी इसको फोन करके बताऊंगा ना. इसको फोन करता हूँ, रुको. जिनको मारेगा फिर अभी. इसको बोलूं तेरा कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कैंसिल कर रहा हूँ साले, मैं अगर ना मारा.
भाई
इसको बोलना थोड़ा माइका.
इसी में कंटिन्यू करो यार, नया स्टार्ट करो. हाँ Hello, what's the code?
Polygon के फ्रेंड लिस्ट में हो तुम. You don't need code.
हाँ क्या ऐसा होता है क्या? क्या कर रहा पाटिल? तो क्या बनाया तुमने अभी एंकर के अलावा?
हमने बाथटब बनाया, सोफा बनाया.
क्यों बता रहा है उसको?
हाँ भाई नहीं बताऊंगा. खुद आके देखो.
अबे हटेगा रास्ते से, मेरे को डर लगे ना वहाँ पे बेवकूफ ना होता हो. अबे
ऐसे लगाते हैं.
पासवर्ड क्या है?
1993. डेमन भाई आपके लिए मैं एक पार्सल लेके आता हूँ.
पार्सल? कैसा पार्सल?
देखो ले आता हूँ.
Let me end it and start it again.